Pat Cooper's on the phone. Hey, Pat.
How are you?
How are you, man?
Listen, what's doing?
Good to hear from you, by the way.
I love you.
By the way, the guy in the wheelchair, the president's lawyer, is Charles Ruff.
Yes.
That's his name. Didn't he, hey, Pat, you must have read that. You read a lot of stuff. Didn't that guy lose his legs?
Who?
Charles Ruff?
I don't know. No. He had some kind of a disease. You mean the lawyer?
Yeah, but didn't he get the disease, like, overseas? He was
Yes.
Yeah, where was he?
Who the hell? Probably the Yucatan. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, right, Yucatan.
Where's that?
I knew Pat would know that.
All right, listen.
What?
I'm listening to this morning, this young gentleman, this comedian you just had on.
Bob Schimmel.
Yeah, it seems like a nice guy. You tell Bob, don't feel bad. They put Richard Belz's name in the voting that he wasn't even on the show.
What do you mean?
In other words, I was on the Drew Carey roast.
Right, you were great on that.
Well, beside the point, but I'm bringing a point out so that this guy shouldn't feel bad. And I love Richard Belzer personally and professionally.
Right.
But they put him as one of the guys, one of the funniest guys on that particular show. He was never there.
He wasn't even on the show.
That's right. So, meanwhile, they sent out voting, and they had Richard Belzer as one of the best comics on the Drew Carey show. He wasn't even there.
And are you nominated?
No, me. I don't get nominated for broccoli.
Well, everybody go to ComedyCentral.com and write in Pat Cooper's name.
I don't want that. Howard.
Come on.
Howard.
How could that? You were the funniest guy on there.
We know that, but that's beside the point. You're dealing with, that Slater guy runs this thing. He said, well, it must have been an error. I said, no, that's no error. That's a lot of cons.
Did you call the guy?
Well, I had a buddy of mine call him. And Slater said, well, it must be a typographical error. I said, your ass was a typographical error.
Oh, come on.
How dare you?
Pat, isn't it George Schlaughter?
Yeah, Schlaughter. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, right. Oh, that ain't right.
Yeah.
That's not right.
No,
Pat,
but I want this guy to understand that this is all politics. They don't go for the best. They go for who they like. Comedy Central takes care of their own people.
Right. They give awards to who they think the people want to see on the award show.
Listen, we've had some good people on that show weren't even nominated. That was a disgrace.
That's wrong, man.
But that's okay. I don't look for awards because my award is when I'm doing great. They can all go kiss my ass.
I hear you.
Anyway, you be well. Have a safe trip.
Where are you appearing these days?
I'm going to be. I sold out Foxwood Saturday night, and you tell Jack Martling that Westbury, I've worked it 100 times, one of the finest theaters in the world.
Right.
He's going to have a great time. You have a safe trip, buddy.
Hey, thanks. Stay angry.
This is one of my good mornings.
Pat Cooper.
Hey, listen, Robin.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Yesterday's over.
Oh, it's not. It's over for me. It's not over for Howard.
Don't bring me into it.
Listen to me. It's over. And
He brings it up every
Even
morning.
Pat sees some anger in you.
Pat sees some anger.
I see anger in the Pope.
Okay, Pat. Thanks, man. Love you too, man.
I think Mother Teresa was an angry woman.
Right. Pat never felt up his kids, I'll tell you that.
He never got near him.
His wife had a restraining order. He's great, man.
He never lived in the same house.
Pat Cooper. A lot of anger there. Talk about anger. I wonder if Pat's ever been in therapy.
Oh, no. Are you kidding?
Imagine.
I'd be scared.
That's a show.
Really, there's a therapist who's out of town every week.
My father never did nothing. I don't care, though. Well, it sounds like you care. I don't care.
90.
I make 90, they take 40. Pat Cooper yells at his breakfast. All right,
They
listen.
play word association. They can't come up with one word that doesn't make
All right, now let me see if I can have him walk into his song. Mark Harris, who said he would never appear on the show again.
Yes, he left and said goodbye.
Let me put the music on. Hold on.
That was supposed to be the end.
Here he comes. Hold it a second. Here he comes. He's going to actually sing. There he is.
That's a hard act to follow, though.
He is in full tux.
I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I play. I am paid for everything, selling each romance, some holiday trade. There will come a day my youth will pass away. So then what will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll say just a gigolo. As life goes on without me.
All right, thank you. There it is.
Gonna go on
Mark Harris. All right.
Yeah.
We certainly did.
How is everything?
Yeah, we didn't miss a beat. Mark, sit
What the hell
down.
are you doing here?
Look at this.
Saying hello to you, Robin.
You walked out on us.
Oh, Robin, you always bring up such negativity.
We're supposed to
Mark,
forget.
what happened? The last time you were here, I asked you if you would take a lie detector test, and you took such offense at it.
I just wanted to make sure I got the paper, you got the water. Mark, but it's good to see
I think you realized when you left the show that you expected to have... you can leave your headphones on. What did you expect by leaving the show? I think in your warped mind, you thought you were going to get all this attention.
No,
and
you're wrong.
Really?
Did you listen to me?
Go ahead. I still don't know what you were mad about. I cannot figure you out.
No, nobody can.
Right.
But when you talk about what I was angry about.
Were you on your period, or?
No.
Right.
No. If it starts with the lie detector test, which I didn't want to do, and didn't want to respect
What was I even asking him?
What is so offensive about a lie detector test?
Well, you could always refuse.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
What is the next thing? A blood test? I mean, what do you have to do on radio?
Oh, are you out of your mind?
Let's put it this way.
Wait a minute.
It was not entertaining, Robin.
It was entertaining to us.
Why did we ask him to take a lie detector test?
I forget.
What was it? What was the reason why?
I am sure he remembers.
I swear I don't.
No, not you.
What is it?
Because Mark claims he claims he's a bisexual man and sometimes gay, and claims he has never had anal sex, and you didn't believe him.
Right. So I said, would you take a lie detector test to find out if you had anal sex? And you got so freaked out.
Well, freaked out. Look, I had a lot of secrets.
All we could think was you had something to hide that we didn't even know about.
And then you cursed. And Jackie keeps throwing paper at Mark, and Mark's squirting him with a water gun.
Too bad you don't have an umbrella.
All right, stop, Jackie, for a minute, please. I'm trying to interview Mark. I want to get to the bottom of it.
You didn't want to hear the whole song.
No, but I mean, we have always been very good to you. I mean, there's no other show that puts you on.
I am the first.
Right. I mean, there's no other show that even takes an interest in you.
What did you do?
Robin, shut up.
You walked out.
You're committing career suicide when you walk out the door. I mean, if you had any kind of career, it was from this show.
Howard, you've always been good to me. You always gave me the platform, especially for the Medal of Freedom for Martha Ray.
Of course.
And our thanks was?
And our thanks was you stormed off and badmouthed me.
We had, no.
Really?
No.
Now, weren't you writing a book?
You let me talk.
Aren't you writing a book about me that badmouths me? You would.
It doesn't badmouth you.
Right. Why would you try to make money off of my name? Why would you try to make money off my name if you hate me?
You're writing a book?
Why would I make money off your name? It's not a tell-all.
That's what you said.
Tell-all, you said it was.
Responding to everything you have said, I have said. It's like ping pong. You say something, I say something, points of view.
Right.
You call that making money off you?
Yes, of course. You're writing a book about me.
Are you writing?
No.
It's my sweat equity to do it.
Well, you're writing a book about me.
And me.
What's it about?
And you.
Not only you asked.
Who's interested in you? They're interested in me, not
You know
you.
something in my shows. How many of your fans came to see me?
Well, of course. Who else would come to see you?
Well, whatever. So
You
I
have no
thank
fans.
you for the
You
popularity.
have no fans. I have fans. They're coming there to goof on you.
You want to call them? There's a lot of good people.
All right. Okay. So now you are over the lie detector incident.
I'm well over that.
And you did
I
write
just had my 50th birthday.
And didn't you write a nasty song about me as well? Do you want to
I
perform
don't
that?
call it nasty.
You don't think that was nasty?
entertainment?
You do.
Yes.
You did,
And as a matter of fact, let me tell you what precedes the song that sets it up.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. I'm just looking for the soundtrack. Go ahead.
In the middle of the show,
Yes.
there is a 9.5-minute movie clip of all the beautiful musicals and the ladies and the men of the day.
This is your nightclub act.
In the middle of the act, yes.
You stop your singing and then you show movie clips.
Thank God.
Yeah. You secured the rights to these movie clips?
Funny. Of course.
You did?
Yes.
I got that. But go ahead.
You know he does everything.
Hook them up to the lie detector.
You
All right, go ahead.
are allowed legally to use a clip if it's under a certain amount of time. Tony Toronto, who put it together.
Tony Toronto put it together?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Okay, and Leo the Lion.
Is he from Toronto? Leo the Lion.
Anybody
Now,
with
wait
a
a minute.
regular name?
All right, so you're saying in
So
your
I'm
nightclub
saying
act.
after the glamorous part of the show with these movies and everything, then
Right.
I come back dressed as this.
Right.
Okay, for
Right.
the stand number. And then I talk about today's glamour. Today's stars. You're the king. You're the king
Thank
of all
you.
media, the
Thank you.
star, right?
All right, well, that's very
so
nice.
The contrast of the movie,
Yeah.
when I'm singing the song, is so funny after seeing William Holden,
I see.
Fred Astaire, Cary Grant.
And are there ever any more than 2 people in the audience when you perform this act?
Thank God there were.
There were.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened? Since you left us, were you in...
You would be more interested to know how many not only applauded me, wouldn't let me off the stage.
Really?
Yeah,
They will not let you off the stage.
And 6 guys bought me a bottle of Dom Perignon champagne, came back to the room.
6 men.
6 men.
And you brought 6 men from the audience back into your room.
Well,
after the show.
brought a nice bottle of Dom Perignon.
And you drank with 6 men.
And my choreographer was...
No women, just men.
Yeah, my choreographer.
Your choreographer.
Miriam Nelson.
Yeah.
Very good
What
choreographer.
dancing is going on?
Well, a time step or two.
And after you're done with the bottle of Dom...
when people have
No, but after you're done with the bottle of Dom Perignon, where does the bottle go? Where does it wind up?
I don't know what they do with it. All I give out is an autograph.
And have you gained weight since your last appearance here?
No.
There's been some talk that you look a little heavier.
He doesn't look heavy.
No, I think he looks all right.
The only thing I'll say, because he made a cute remark about my face being like a pumpkin.
Right.
Well, I just met a very good plastic surgeon here in New York.
Go ahead.
Dr. Robert Freund.
Okay.
And he's going to straighten out what needs to be done because this roundness is from surgery. It's not going to go away. It's 3 years already.
I see. So you were damaged from surgery.
But damaged. This is how it,
This is how it turned out. You were better off before, weren't you?
Well, if you look at it as an investment in my years, I'm 50.
Right.
Good for 50, right?
Well,
I don't think it would be this good if I didn't have the surgery.
I see. All right, well, there it is. Mark is back. And, Mark, what is the song you're going to perform? Is this the Howard Stern song? You'll do a couple of... well, of course, who doesn't want to hear that?
You're never going to let me sing it all the way through.
No, never. No one can take it. I can't imagine.
I have to say to him, I am very hurt.
Why?
By, the way you have treated us.
Wait a
and
minute.
to just waltz back in here without even an apology.
I did not.
You were very rude.
Yeah.
You were very rude.
No, you were rude.
I asked you for a lie detector test.
You no, and you didn't let it.
So what? That's my style of interviewing.
It's all so foolish to belabor all this.
What happened to the woman you were engaged to? Is that over?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Did we ruin that?
Well,
oh, no.
How did we ruin that?
I never said that.
No, what happened? What happened between the two of you?
It's over.
Really? No woman. Now, who's this lover that you went off to? Is there some guy in Europe who wants to marry you? Now, a new guy?
He doesn't want to marry me. He is married.
He is married.
He's married to a woman?
Now, I read in the notes that you left here and you went off to Europe to see some man.
Razi, yeah.
Razi. Now, who's Razi?
Well, he's an old-time friend of mine.
Yes.
And after 13 years, he finally located me because I called, the whole thing also a long time ago.
Right.
Using investigators and all that. And he went back to Beirut. Men
are so in love with you that
they get investigators.
They want
Look,
you.
I was surprised myself.
Right. So Razi...
so I got there to Paris that night after, the next day after...
After our fiasco, yes.
And we reminisced, talking about this, that, and the other thing. He wants to move to California. I just moved to New York the other week, and c'est la vie. That's it.
No lovemaking?
No, honest, no.
Really?
No.
And there's not going to be a great reunion?
You would have made love.
I would have.
You would have.
Yes.
But
he was so hurt, and he wanted to tell me his feelings. The guy was crying. I couldn't even believe this was going on.
You have such a love life. I mean, men are wild for you.
Well, do you want to hear about last night?
What happened?
Well, I went...
By the way, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
The next time you ever come on this show, as penance for walking off here and saying mean things, you will have to come in here in bra and panties. That's going to be the rule.
There's a lot of changes in my show. I do a fashion show.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I drag nothing.
Him.
Yeah.
I have no interest in bras and panties.
I have an interest in seeing you in bra and panties.
I have an interest in seeing you do it.
All right, well, fine. You're going to have to do it the next time you come on. That is my rule.
What does this have to and this rule?
Have to, because you disrespected the show.
No.
The hand that feeds you.
I disrespected the way you treated me.
Right.
Not your show.
From now on, you're going to take... From now on, you'll appear in bra and panties.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
No.
Oh, you will. Oh, it'll happen. Because you will get desperate to come on here. Because
I wish we had that
no.
Because you crave attention.
You're talking desperate?
Yes.
Do you really think I'm desperate?
Yes.
Capital D.
You need fame and you need the show so badly that you will appear here in bra and panties.
I have my own radio starting on WGBB.
Oh, in Freeport? Good luck.
So you got to start someplace, didn't you?
WGBB, you're 50 years old. It's a little late to be starting.
Well, I'll
no
be
offense.
The oldest one in show business to make it for the millennium.
We'll see.
Change for the millennium.
Isn't it true that you now insist on being called a new name with something about millennium in it?
No, they announced me as the showman of the millennium.
He is now calling himself the showman of the millennium.
Hey,
you didn't see my...
Who is they? Who announces you as the showman of the millennium?
At the Hollywood Roosevelt, of course, when they announced me.
Now, I see here you're appearing at the... This is actually a legitimate gig you have.
What is he got?
All my gigs are legitimate.
I think I lost your gig, but where is it you're appearing?
Sunday night, the new Huntington Townhouse.
The new Huntington Townhouse. You will be there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And you will perform for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
It is a dinner show.
Dinner show.
You
Yes,
have
it
to
is.
eat while this is going?
No, you don't.
Can you eat first?
But I don't notice that you've lost weight growing up, Robin.
There's a bucket at every table.
This Sunday at the new Huntington Townhouse for the Valentine's Day show. It's Mark Harris. I think I might have to go to this.
Well, good for you.
I'm thinking of going.
I really would love it if you'd be there.
I have to see this
With
show.
your
You
wife.
will be amazed.
Let's all go.
I have to see it.
Let's all go.
Really?
I'll tell you.
I swear to God, I got to see
I've
this.
had my
Will you be
experience.
there?
It's your-
And they introduce you as showman for the millennium.
Yes.
That is your heading. You're like...
Don't you think towards the millennium we should try and clean it up and make everybody have fun again and fantasy? And
your kind of entertainment.
Yes, he is. Going into the millennium, is it going to get any worse than it is already?
You don't like the direction entertainment's going in?
What is entertainment today?
Well,
it doesn't include Mark.
No. Seriously speaking, what do you like about it? Let me ask you that.
I love all the different shows on television.
Sure.
I love Dawson's Creek, 90210.
I love good music, which you can find plenty of.
Some of the movies today have been fantastic.
What cabaret acts do you like?
Cabaret acts? I'm not gay, Mark.
You don't have to be gay.
Is dead.
Cabaret is over, man. That's a throwback to... That's what gay guys like who are into the 20s and the 30s.
I was at the awards last night, the MAC Awards for cabaret artists here in New York.
Cabaret artists.
Jamie Leroy, and she runs it.
Right.
Why don't you come to Don't Tell Mamas next Tuesday? I'm going to sing there.
Nobody goes there except for you, Mark.
Why won't you go?
I will never go to that. That's not my idea of entertainment, watching somebody sing old songs.
Nostalgia is a wonderful thing.
Right, well, that's for you.
What is swing?
For you and your friends.
What is swing dancing about?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Of course, that's it.
Well, who would be into that? Are you into swing dancing?
There's a whole underground of people now, young.
Yeah, underground. Keep them under the ground.
Harley Davidson underwrote the swing dancing last year at Paramount Studios.
Only Mark has time. Mark, let me tell you about real world. Heterosexual men who have to go to work every day.
Everything comes down to heterosexual and gay.
I'm just telling you. Heterosexual men who have to go to work every day. And gay men who have to go to work every day do not have time for this nonsense. We are holding down jobs. I'm holding together a family. I have things I have responsibilities.
I think you're a very good family.
Thank you. Well,
but let me just say this. Let me say this.
Right.
In all deference to the caller, and she was a little outrageous, I don't say no.
Right.
But don't you think there's a lot of people out there that don't like the smut and such?
What is smutty to you?
I mean,
what is smutty?
I don't know what it's about.
What's smut? Everyone screams about smut. What? Because
I don't know about what's
smut.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what's smut? What don't you like in show business? Let me hear. What do you want to return to? Because you hate what?
Well, musicals. I love musicals. But in the movies today, if they'd cut out the four-letter words, it would be... You
don't like four-letter words? That really upsets you?
In the movie, it's what the audience gets. There's a lot of children out there. I'm not bring them now, but yesterday's movies were so hopeful.
There's a lot of PG movies. There's a lot of movies without cursing.
Yeah, then maybe we need better actors. I don't know. Look at the actors today.
What about a movie with two men having anal sex? Would you like to see that?
No.
You would not?
No, I wouldn't.
You don't want to see that?
No.
You've never seen that?
You?
No, I don't want to see that. I thought maybe you would.
No.
He's just asking.
All right, let's take a couple of calls from Mark Harris, and then he'll perform his Howard Stern song.
Howard, don't forget you have to ask him about, he had a romantic liaison with a very famous person.
Who?
You didn't see that in the notes?
No.
Rock Hudson.
Is that true? You were romantic with Rock Hudson?
No sex.
No sex, but they were romantic.
Well, wait a second. Let me hear this. Where the hell you been on this one? You and Rock Hudson, one of the top leading men?
What year?
I wouldn't say he was a top.
He was one of the top leading men. Oh, he wasn't on top, I see.
Got it.
All right, I'm sorry.
He was a very kind man, a wonderful man, gentleman.
And you didn't do anything with him?
He helped me in time of need.
Well, how did he help you?
Why do you think he helped you?
As a friend, he helped me.
He wanted you, though?
Yes.
He did? He said to you, I want you, Mark?
Yes.
And you withheld from him?
Why did you withhold from Rock Hudson? I mean, after all, he's probably everything you dream of. He's a good-looking man.
No.
He's not?
I dream of?
Yeah, he's in show business.
He was wonderful.
Famous.
He was a wonderful man.
Where did you meet Mr. Rock Hudson?
It was then the Cafe Swiss on Rodeo Drive.
I see. That's a gay
what
place?
Year was that
No, not
year?
at all.
Not at all.
1982.
How could you say yes to Martha Ray and no to Rock Hudson?
I don't know.
At that time, there was much tragedy in my life.
I'm sorry.
What was the tragedy in your life?
I know what it is.
What is it?
It was pretty heavy.
Mark's got a brother who's ill, and Rock helped him out with his brother. Is that right?
Is that right?
He helped me out with my mother. They had just taken my mother's leg off. She was 61 years old.
And Rock?
He took care of my brother. I had to put my brother away.
Why do you think Rock was so interested in you? He wanted you sexually.
Rock Hudson had the same surgery as my mother, but my mother did not make it. He did, and he showed me the bypass in his leg and the surgery just before my mother.
Oh, I bet he did.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yes. So you went to his mansion, I assume, to rendezvous with him? He probably had intentions of seducing you, am I correct?
He was a very emotional man, a very kind man.
Right.
And nothing took place sexually.
Wait a minute. Did you go to his estate?
No, I didn't.
Did you?
How did he meet Rock Hudson?
At the Swiss Cafe.
But, I mean, were you just sitting there and he came over to you, or what?
Yeah, that's the truth.
He saw you and right away he spotted you as another gay guy.
He's 3.
In a sense, he could tell. You have a gaydar, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you knew he was gay right away, and he knew you were.
Whatever.
You were
very kind.
You were very young at that point.
No. I was what? I was 33.
33 years old. In the prime of your time. And meeting Rock Hudson had to be a little bit heady for you.
It was.
Please don't act like you weren't impressed.
I was too involved in what I had to do at that time.
So then did he take you to his estate? Did he whisk you off in his car?
I did not go to his mansion.
Well,
Never.
They handed you money in a restaurant?
We met quite a number of times.
Where?
We became friends.
Where do you meet if you don't go to his house? In Beverly Hills you met? In a hotel?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
But I mean, what's the big deal?
It
was not consummated.
Where were you at the hotel?
Yes, he
Was
showed
there
me
any
his
kissing?
genitalia.
Did you kiss Rock Hudson?
Wait, he just said Rock showed him his genitals.
He did?
And anybody that knows Rock Hudson knows that's the biggest thing alive.
Really? Bigger than Milton Berle?
Let me tell you something. You could put a leash on it and take it out for a walk.
Really?
I never saw anything like that in my life.
Rock Hudson was huge.
Is there humongous?
Well, how does it
Wow.
happen that a
It
man
was
just gets up and
unbelievable.
shows you?
No,
Was it
he showed
beautiful?
me the scar, and it ran all the way up, and he had further.
Oh, he had to show you the scar in his leg.
Well, explaining the surgery.
Oh, wait a second. All right. So Rock becomes your friend. I assume he called you and said, Mark, where are you staying? You told him the hotel, and he came over to see you as a friend.
No.
No, all right, then tell me.
We would meet for dinner. He would take me to and from the airport because I was going much that time back to New York because of my mother. And he was very involved in the tragic point of my life. And
Okay, we understand that. We understand.
So what
but you know he wanted to get in your pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was not.
So then he would go up to you. So he would go sometimes up to your room after you ate dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Rock said, look, I want to show you my surgery scarf, but I'll have to take my pants off in order to show you the scar.
That's
Is that fair to say?
exactly what happened.
Okay. Then so why did he have to take why did he have to take his underwear off to show you the scar?
Let me tell you, he wore boxer shorts. That thing was so big, it was hanging down to the thigh.
You're telling me that even with boxer shorts on, Rock Hudson's genitalia was exposed to you?
It was unbelievable.
Right. And so you saw it?
Yes.
And when you saw it, did he say, Mark, please, I need you to service me?
No, he never said
He never said that?
Never.
Did he ever kiss you?
Yes.
Oh.
He did kiss you?
Yes.
Let's think about that for a second.
Think about that? I mean, come on, you could have relations and you can't have a kiss? But he and I did not have one.
You kissed? No, I understand. You kissed romantically? He held you in his arms?
I was devastated by what was going on in my life.
You were weeping? You were weeping?
Wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. But I don't know that I'd want to kiss another guy during that time.
Oh.
That's the difference between us.
I have no regrets.
Okay, so he was kissing, so he came over and he fondled you and held you in his arms. Did he rub the back of your head?
He consoled me. He held me in his arms.
He held you in his arms and then began to kiss you passionately.
No, he would talk to me. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about Mom. You'll get over this. Sometimes life throws you a curve. You're going through a storm. That's the words he used.
I bet, yeah. And then he...
Find this humor.
This is hysterical.
I'm just picturing...
Rock cradling Mark Harris.
Yeah, Howard, you know what I mean?
I have to say, here's Rock Hudson. You know, all he wants to do... He's got a crying Mark.
Yeah, a crying baby on his head.
Very kind individual.
I know that what he did for you was very kind, and I'm sure it was really grateful. But just in a rough number, how much did he help you with financially around? That was very generous of him.
When I took an apartment, I couldn't pay the rent.
So how much?
Broke. My first wife took everything.
Really?
She divorced me at the worst part of my life.
Really? Well, can you blame her? You're busy kissing guys.
Would you blame your wife if she divorced you and closed up every bank account when they took your mother's leg off and you had a cripple?
Well, I don't understand what lawyer you had. I mean, there are laws to protect you.
I didn't even, you know something? It was uncontested.
I mean, usually when men and women divorce, they split things in half.
Yes, but when you're going through such tragedy, you don't think of those things. It was not important.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Really?
Really, I don't. Especially you.
My mother's life was more important to me. Yes, really.
When you're going through...
Well, that's right. Gay guys are very hung up on their mothers.
Know that.
No, gay guys are very hung up on their mothers.
Sally would know that.
I forgot he was gay.
It has nothing to do with gay.
Oh, please.
Oh, so straight
You're
people
so
do
hung
not like their mothers?
We can take them or leave them. You
don't
guys,
really
see what I mean? You can't handle it. You can't handle a statement like
that about your mother?
Well, what am I going to do about it? So she gave birth to me. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Sit there and what? Cry for her?
Would you want your children to talk that way about?
Of course, they said they already do. Oh. Are you kidding me? It's only gay guys get that emotionally attached to them. We're men. At some point, I grow up.
If that was really the truth, I would be so very happy to be gay.
Really?
Because
of course. You took it way too hard.
Sick.
You lost all your money because your mom's sick. Listen to this.
Howard, you're saying if you were going through tragedy, you would go to a straight man's apartment and French kiss him?
Yeah. He's terribly in pain and he's kissing Rock Hudson in the hotel.
Stop there.
Yeah, please.
No matter where this convecation would go, it would probably get as big as the lady that preceded me on the phone.
That is true. You're keeping yourself calm.
You really should bring her on.
Mark, you ever look back, seriously, you ever look back and are you grateful that you didn't sleep with Rock because he got sick, and you might have gotten sick, too?
Absolutely.
Right.
God did preserve me. I'm curious.
God preserved you.
I was proof he
God was in the room.
Circumstances that could have been very bad.
I know.
So it turned out to be good that you were having all that tragedy.
Right. Tragedy was good. Your mother saved your life.
Put it that way, but in essence...
Because you probably would have opened yourself up to Rock Hudson.
Would you like to know that the next... I want to tell you something. In all respect to my mother... And she knew I was down and out and all that. And when I told her, because I came off the red eye and went straight to the Methodist hospital. So she said,
you're a good son.
I told her, who took me to the airport and who's helping me and everything. And she said these words to me, "Schmuck, why don't you move in with them?"
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because your mother even knew you were a schmuck.
I was so depressed. I couldn't schmuck. But she was a great lady.
She sounds fantastic. And she raised a great son. Yes, go ahead,
Howard, I was riveted to the Mark Harris notes last night. So if you're done with Rock Hudson, we should move on to what your relationship was with Liberace.
Nothing sexual.
Never.
Nothing sexual.
No. How did you know the great Liberace?
I was introduced to him by his manager.
I bet. I guess everybody met you and figured, well, we'll introduce you to famous gay people.
No.
Imagine the signals you're sending out.
They do that.
I don't know.
I get the impression that Mark was like the gay Pamela Lee.
I know.
Gay Pamela Lee? Yeah. Every guy had to have him.
Is Mark that good looking? No.
He was.
He was.
He looked like Elizabeth Taylor when he was young.
What do you mean I was?
Sounds like he backed into all the Hollywood.
And you had no ability.
When Dr. Robert Frine takes care of my face, I'll be fine.
Are you upset because you're losing your beauty? Yeah. Is it hard for you?
It's very difficult.
No, it's not.
It's very difficult.
You really think that?
Yes.
Do I look like Norma Desmond?
You do, yes.
Yeah, okay.
You feel Mark's taking it hard?
No.
Yes.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Let's put it this way. I don't need Viagra.
Years ago...
This is a man who had his scrotum reconstructed.
I know.
Dr. Freund said that to me. Do we have to do anything in that department?
I forget about that.
Yeah,
He's so into his appearance.
He didn't have trouble getting older.
Right. Oh, of course he does.
It's called maintenance.
Maintenance. Who would have their scrotum rearranged? So that it would look more attractive.
Right, younger.
Younger, a youthful scrotum. Makes no sense.
Scrotum lift.
Oh.
So you see, there's something for everybody.
Were you the first?
Was I
ever have that done?
In my family.
By that doctor, no. In my family, yes.
Is that a very rare surgery? Seriously, I don't think many men care about that, do they? Or is it more common than we know?
I think when men do that, they have penile implants. They don't
is that right?
of reducing their
Really?
sac. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
But anyway, Liberace.
Go ahead, Liberace. So where do you meet Liberace? The manager meets you and says you'd be great, a great match with Lee.
I came up with a written treatment to take Liberace, the musical, to Broadway and introduce him.
Liberace, the musical?
The deal.
Wasn't he about music, Liberace?
No, they found it to be very interesting, and we had meetings for a Broadway musical.
Oh, I bet. Oh,
you're what they found interesting.
Yeah, he was a hot chicken. Right.
No, whatever.
How old were you when you met Liberace?
It was 1984.
You see why Mark thinks all his projects are going to take off? Years ago, when he was really good-looking, all the gay men used to go, hey, we want to hear about your project. Meanwhile, they're trying to get in his pants. Now he's 50 years old. He's still running around with the same projects, and no one's paying attention to him.
Why, you think it's bad at this age to still have dreams? And
no, you should have dreams, but the reason people aren't paying attention to you is all these queens.
Very well all these Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel.
You know how
right.
I don't understand why
it's happening to beautiful women.
Right.
It happens to beautiful guys.
Yeah, now I get it. I meet all these. I meet like penthouse pets. Wait, let me explain it to you.
Go ahead.
We meet penthouse pets and strippers and stuff, and they're so beautiful that we'll sit there and listen to anything they have to say. And then when they start aging and get ugly, nobody wants to pay attention to them. And they're like, my God, what happened? Everybody paid attention to me.
They come in with their scripts and everything, too.
Yeah.
But I'll still sing. I'll still do my best no matter how old and ugly I may be.
We know that, but the reason people are
my heart is not ugly.
The reason the gay mafia is not paying attention to you anymore is that you're no longer attractive to them. That's why you can't get meetings.
I didn't request any meetings with anybody. Right now, my producer...
With Liberace, right away they hustled you up because you were good-looking. You thought they were really interested in your ideas.
I did, and I still maintain that thought that that's the way it was.
Yeah, well, you'll never know the difference.
Your interpretation has some...
See if you could get... Who is comparable to Liberace today? Like Richard Simmons? See if you could get a meeting with him.
No, I don't want to meet Richard. I met him once. But I must say that I...
Didn't hit it off?
Nick Vanoff should rest in peace, and no, he wasn't gay. He created, what is that, City of Angels on Broadway, the Kennedy...
Why did you meet Richard Simmons?
Our studios. Nick Vanoff thought I was the beautiful Richard Simmons. There was Richard Simmons fever in those years when he had a show about...
I see.
So they did a pilot for me called Dress Up America.
I see. All right. Okay. Anyway. Whatever. So
anyway,
Liberace. All right. So you go over to meet with Liberace.
Very nice man.
And when you go to meet with Liberace, would you meet alone with him?
No.
You would meet in a room with
his manager.
With his manager.
Yes.
And
did he show you any scars?
Nope.
And with Liberace,
no scars, just a very big smile.
And Liberace
in his hair.
Would you meet in his hotel room or his house?
No, right here at the Radio City Music Hall.
Okay. And you walk in, and Lee would make his entrance. Would he wear glamorous outfits for you?
After the show.
Right after the show, was he in his glamorous outfits?
Well, they were there in the dressing room.
Were you enamored with his glamorous outfits?
No, I had never seen him perform before.
What did you think of his outfits? Fabulous?
They were extraordinary. They were very opulent, and that was part of his shtick.
Right, and you were attracted to that, I imagine.
To his fame, to his success, but most of all to his kindness. He was a great guy.
And wait a minute, you had never seen him perform, and you had written a musical about him?
Yeah. Why, do you have to? I mean, I've seen him perform on TV when he had a TV show.
Right,
But
he's like Yoko. I don't know who you are, Liberace, but I wrote a musical about you.
Well, his manager thought it was valid enough, and Lee liked it.
So you sat down with Lee, and Lee began his conversation with you. And did he try to pick you up?
No.
You did not feel he was sexually aggressive toward you?
No.
Not at all. Not at all turned on.
Did he tell you were pretty?
He never mentioned it.
He never mentioned
it. No.
It was all professional.
He said I had beautiful eyes.
He did say that.
It was a little coming.
Well, you do.
Yeah. But so big deal.
Who could miss that?
Mark actually looks like that guy that Liberace used to hang around with, that Boober guy.
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
He's just a good-looking guy that hung around with Liberace.
Boober.
And Liberace eventually told him to get plastic surgery to make him look just like him.
Roger, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi. Mark, I love you. You're cuter than Nathan Lane, and you sang so sweetly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
So I guess you'll be going to Mark's big show.
Why don't you come to the Huntington Townhouse?
Yeah. Will you be singing?
By the way, maybe what could happen is you will invite this gentleman backstage.
Maybe he's written a screenplay or something.
And maybe he's written a screenplay about you, and you can discuss it with him.
Oh, okay. As life goes on.
That's right. Okay, let's, come on, we're running out of time here. Ben, go ahead. You're on with Mark Harris, the return of Mark Harris.
Did you say Ben's and go ahead?
Hey, Howard, this guy should be sucking your feet, man. You should have hickeys all over you.
Well, that's okay. I'll pass on that.
Hey, I agree with Robin, man. Get this sissy boy off the air. He's a sword swallower.
Take a leak.
Get the sword swallower off the air.
Go find a tree and enjoy yourself.
Hey, come on down to Detroit, man. We'll make a man out of you.
Really? Just buy me a car and forget it.
Hey, if you're a white guy, you got to be either smart or you got to be tough to live in Detroit. Come on down, Mark.
Is that right?
That's right. Next time you come on, you got to be in brown panties. That's the rule. Go ahead.
Yes, I won't be on.
That'll be the last appearance then. Joey, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Howard, as soon as I called up and told the guy, like 2 seconds later, you said it, so you must be reading my mind.
What is that?
That he should get dressed in brown panties.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you're right.
And Jackie, too, but that's besides the point.
I agree
Jackie,
with you.
too. That is the point. Hey, Jackie.
Go ahead, Captain Jenks.
No, I'm not.
Captain Jenks, yes.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
Hey,
Captain
Mark.
what?
Captain Jenks.
Yeah, Mark. You know what, Mark? You are a turd faggot. You know that?
Why are you saying that now?
How
you know something coming from you, I would take it as a compliment. You are just lucky that you are here on the telephone and talking because you think you're important for the moment. And you probably are in your own
you know what?
mind.
I'm glad your mom lost her leg and died, you faggot.
Because you're a sick individual.
Oh, my God.
How dare you go badmouth the show? I got a problem with you when you badmouth the show.
Well, then get your facts right. I don't badmouth the show.
Yes, you do.
No,
you went in the paper to Richard Johnson in the New York Post and you badmouthed the show.
Then quote me. What did I say that badmouthed the show?
Howard read the article, you big dumb faggot.
Well, what did he say?
You're a big nerd, you know that?
What? No, you can't
You and your David and your ball lips and your razzles and your Liberace. You're a big faggot, man.
All right.
Better a big one than a little one, you moron.
Yeah, you're a turd.
And you're an idiot.
You're a turd,
And
man.
that's
You know
the
what?
extent of the entertainment.
How dare you go badmouth the show, you faggot.
Dare.
All right, well, this has
faggot.
gotten
really deteriorating.
this has deteriorated.
Would you get me the ladies to speak to that you saw
outrageous.
before? It's
right.
outrageous.
It's outrageous. Go ahead.
Howard, can I do one thing, Mark? I won't argue with you like that, but there was one thing that you did that I thought was a little upsetting.
Right.
When we first got the CBS show, you called me quite a bit, and you wanted to be part of it. But then when you got angry that day, you trashed the show, and I couldn't understand that.
Does your memory serve you well enough to know?
And I mean, you've always been on our E! show. It's the same show. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you remember that I never knew I was on mic when I spoke to you out in the hallway? I would have never said it.
What's the difference?
I would have never.
What difference does a mic make?
Your thoughts?
And it was on the show, and I had no way of.
So what?
What I was saying, you ambushed.
Why say it anyway?
You ambushed.
But why say
I
it?
was speaking privately to him.
So why say it privately?
To him,
those are your true feelings.
To Gary, I feel I can.
Yes. So the point is. So the point is.
The point is, you shouldn't have ambushed me and had the mic on.
I'm not complaining that you said it on the air. I'm just saying, hey, those are your true feelings.
No, but I didn't wish to say it on the air.
Well, what's the difference if you did or didn't?
I didn't undermine you as you seek to undermine me.
That's fine if you undermine me, but I'd like to know people's true feelings.
Undermine you? What are you talking about?
I think you're jealous of my fame. I think in your mind you think that you are better than I am.
I do remember one thing you said to me. Howard's very a mean, controlling person, and everyone in his organization is afraid of him.
Mark said I was acting like Hitler.
Hitler-esque behavior. That's what I said.
That's what you said.
Hitler-esque behavior.
That's not bad, is it?
No. To compare someone to Hitler? To compare someone to Hitler?
No, you just said to me, this will be the last time unless I come on in bra and panties.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
But up until then, I've been mean to you?
Controlling.
Yes, of course I have a show to do.
Mark, when you do the Mark Harris show, it's the Mark Harris show.
It's going to be the wannabe showcase, and everybody that wants to be will have their moment.
Yeah, but of course they've got to comply to what you want.
No, they'll sing what they want.
What if I don't want to sing?
To come on
then
the
you can
show.
do what?
Why can't I be on the show? I don't have anything to do. You're so Hitler-esque.
What would you want to do?
I don't have anything I want to do. I just want to be on the show.
Ted Mack's amateur hour.
I just want to be on the show. I just want to be on the show. I want to be on the show and pick my nose. Is that okay? No. You're going to say no because you don't want that. So you're Hitler-esque.
Wait a minute. On radio, who's going to see you pick your nose?
Well, that's the point. So you make decisions on what people should do. That's called running a show.
We're thinking of ways of making you entertaining, and we decided to do a lie detector test. That's all.
That's all.
You acted as if we were going to torture you.
Right.
Well, I just don't find that.
Because you're afraid of the truth. The truth.
At 50 years old, the worst anyone can tell me is no.
No, the worst thing I can tell you is to take a lie detector test.
That seems to get
That seems to get you nuts. All right, give us a little song. This is your Howard Stern song.
Okay.
All right, your new song. Do you have it memorized, or you need... you know.
What do you want me to do? Lip sync?
No. I think it's fine. Here you go.
You're going to sing, right?
Yes.
We have the track, so we'd like you to sing to the track.
Great. Oh, okay.
Is this it?
Yeah.
It starts with Steve Heil.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, you think that's nice?
Listen to the sound effects.
There's a burp.
Dear Howard Stern, you're disgraceful, can't you see?
Singing
the number one enemy of society.
This is all night.
You offer only dirt, while some girl picks up her skirt. So you might lose it all nationally.
That's not a nice song.
It's horrible.
First your CBS show, then your nightly E! show, and most of all, your radio.
You wish I'd lose all that.
No.
Yes, you do.
I don't. You're insecure, Stern. You really need a doctor. You're behind, maybe a proctor. So what keeps you down? You're funny looking, but not a clown.
All right, enough. Please, no one can take those songs.
In cabaret they do, and you're right, because they're all gay. They love that.
Mark Harris will be at, this is the point, Robin, he'll be at the new...
when he needs another plug, he's back.
Right, the new Huntington Townhouse this Sunday, the new Huntington Townhouse, for his Valentine's Day show. 8 p.m. dinner, 9 p.m. show. So after you eat...
So you'll be full when you...
You'll see it on a full stomach. Is it the new Huntington Town or the nude?
Like to call my producer?
Is it the nude? The nude Huntington?
New.
Who's here with you? Your producer?
Yes.
I don't know.
She's a lovely lady.
Is she pretty?
I think so.
Are you engaged to her?
No.
I love when he gets engaged to women. So great. I love when you do that. You got to get a
call Joey in.
What happened to that old woman you were going to marry?
Are you really looking to get married again?
No, but you want to hear about last night after the award show?
What?
Oh. So I was told, I was fixed up with this very wealthy guy here in New York named Lindsay. And I go to the...
Was he mayor of New York at one time?
Hotel Regency.
Yes.
Oh. And I'm waiting there.
It's a blind date.
A blind date.
Okay.
But I know his brother and his mother wanted us to meet.
All right, so you go there, yes.
Anyway, so then I get a call, go over to this Lagaloo's, I think the name was.
Right.
And I just missed him by 5 minutes.
Wow.
So we never met. Right. So it will be continued.
And what happened to the woman?
I just told you, nothing.
Nothing.
No.
She broke up with you?
It's not a matter of that. She came out. She thought I did very well in performance at the Hollywood Roosevelt. She stayed in my house 5 days. She was very nice to Grace Robbins, who lives in my house, and she's a lovely woman, Grace. You
had a romance with her, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And then she went back to New York. You never heard from her again?
Well, she wanted to sign a prenup, I bet. Is that her?
No, that's Grace Robbins.
Are you living with another woman? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No.
Oh.
Well, Grace is very attractive.
The way you think, no. Grace and I are very
nice.
friends.
Very
she
attractive.
Just wrote some book.
Well, good. All right. Listen, all right, I got to end this. Mark's too fascinating for one interview.
It's true.
Once again, you have floored us with all of your stories of Liberace and Rock Hudson.
Wow.
And there's so much more to you that probably we'll never know. Mark Harris, thank you for coming back. I'm glad to see you. It shows you that I'm not insecure. I'm willing to put people on who criticize me.
Even people who hate you.
That's right.
So you're going to come to the new Huntington?
I'm going to look into that. I think I have to be there. Absolutely.
I really wish you would be there.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day, I want to be with you.
Then I'm going to sing a personal Valentine song to you.
And I request that you go shop for a pretty pair of Braun panties for your next appearance here, which I suggest you will wear.
Laces.
Right. Hitler says you're wearing Braun panties.
Jawohl.
All right. Thank you, Mark Harris. Always great to see you. And and we'll be back with the news right after these words. You know, we have some great guests here for you today. Pat Cooper is here, who I love. Guy's so funny.
That must be some green room. Are they all in there together?
Yeah, Mark Harris is in there, too.
Who told you that?
But I want to bring in Pat first.
Who told you that?
And there's some guy out there who just showed up who swears he's living with Jesus Christ.
Who told you that?
And believes it.
Who told you that?
He didn't bring Jesus with him.
Yes, we can call Jesus.
Who told you that?
We can call Jesus Christ.
I would like to do that.
There he is. There's Pat Cooper, right there.
Anytime you want to come on the show, Pat Cooper off the street, walk off.
Right.
From Minnesota, who said...
Sit down.
The microphone in the background.
What is he talking about?
He's crazy. We switched his day around that he had to come in because we wanted to...
You had this guy come from Minnesota.
No, that wasn't why we bumped you.
I can't hear your voice across the street, Howard. Give me a break. All these guys. What's happening to your show?
I don't know. What is happening?
I mean, you've got guests on here that don't make any sense.
Wait, the Insane Clown Posse?
It's getting to a point that says, where's this guy digging? You're thinking, how come I can't hear you in here?
You don't hear the headphones?
Thank God.
There's a control there somewhere.
Hiya, baby.
How are you?
So can you hear...
I get taller.
Can you hear Robin in the headphones?
No.
You can't?
No.
That's
okay. What's the difference? Hey, if you can bump me, I'll come back next week.
No, I would like you to be able to hear, but
There's a volume control there, and he has to find
there is a volume control.
Yeah, there's a volume control on your fazools.
I got to tell you something. It is so disappointing to me, the technical aspect of this show.
Is it even plugged in, I wonder?
I wonder, too. Here comes Gary to help, though. Help him out, Bubba Boo.
I got it.
All right, now you're okay?
Yeah.
You hear me?
My ears, yeah.
Right, all right.
There's nothing wrong with your show. It's just that some of the people you put on here are just boring.
Well, I thought
he was bumped because of the guy who thought he heard you talking to him?
He wasn't bumped for that reason. I switched him around for a reason that is beyond him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
you wouldn't understand.
Why do you bump a guy that's not supposed to be bumped?
What do you care what day? I put you on a better day.
I don't want a better day. I want to go when I was supposed to go, and I had things on my mind to tell, and I forgot what the hell I was supposed to tell you.
Now you have nothing to say.
I got plenty to say.
Right. So what does it upset you when I switch the day?
No,
you don't care. What do you care? But don't even come in here acting like it.
Let me tell you something.
I don't want you to go senile on me.
I could never go senile.
Right, you could. You're getting to the age. How old are you now?
I'll be 70 in July.
Really?
Yes,
you could be going senile soon, right?
No, sir.
No way.
Getting better.
Really?
Get better, pal.
I gotta tell you something about you.
Yeah.
You look young.
He does.
You don't look 70.
I will never look 70.
He is your father's
Never look 70. I wouldn't give you satisfaction.
My father's 75.
So he's a contemporary of your father, and your father looks so much older.
Does he?
I had a guy turn around, time was 57, looked like about 80. But that's not my... It's just living the way you're supposed to live, and you don't crossbreed food. Never crossbreed food.
What do you mean by that?
In other words, an Italian has an Italian intestines.
Right.
You understand? They don't want no tacos. They don't want none of that down there.
Right.
If I had a taco, my ass would lock.
So you only eat Italian food? Is that what you're telling me? I eat
Italian food. What I'm supposed to do. I sleep when I'm supposed to. My body says you're tired, go to sleep.
Right.
And that's it. You don't step out of your realm. You step out of your realm and you're big trouble.
What is going on in our world? Maybe you could help clear this up. What is going on? The world seems to be getting crazier and crazier. You take guys, I'll give you an example. You take guys like an entertainer like Steve Allen.
Yeah.
Who was an entertainer at some point. He used to make people laugh on TV. He was not a comic. He doesn't really have a stand-up comic like you, having a tremendous ability to go on a stage and make people laugh. He would go on TV and say a few funny things or something and be in a sketch.
But mostly he liked comedians.
Yeah.
You bring them
up. Well, it's the same with Bob Hope. They don't want to quit. They don't want to know it's over. They shove it there. It's whatever they got down people's throat, and then they wonder why the children don't respect them, because they don't have respect for themselves. When it's over, quit, and that's the end of it.
But it's like at least Bob Hope had an act at some point.
Yeah.
Steve Allen now, his act seems to be criticizing, let's say, me and television. Right, isn't that kind of sad?
It's not sad. Instead of contributing, he's trying to take away, and he's wrong.
Right.
He should mind his business. Life is different. Things change. Music change. Accept it.
But, Pat,
but they don't want it. They can't handle it.
He's like,
Pat, how do you know when it's over? I mean, obviously...
I will know. Let me tell you something. Okay. I did a show last night at Caesars. You know, I work on a Mondays or Tuesday, okay, for Mel Weiss, a great lawyer, okay? I went on that stage. You got to add the kids around. If I couldn't handle that, I would quit tomorrow.
People laugh at you still.
I would quit.
Right.
Because I have a comedic mind to turn around off the top of my head and ad-lib.
Right.
I would quit.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
But these guys who be 90, 94, 95, they still looking for a series.
Like I know even though Henny Youngman's dead, at the time of his death, he was still going on stage in a wheelchair.
That's terrible.
You didn't like that?
I thought it was like, first it was disrespectful to the audience.
Right.
How dare you come out? What is this, a hospital ward? Give me a break. What the hell are you doing?
What do you think of Richard Pryor? I mean,
Richard Pryor is his own worst enemy. Richard Pryor's been trying to die for 30 years.
Right.
I went on the roast. The first thing I said to him on the roast is, when are you going to die, Richard? Let's get this thing over with. You know, and they scream.
They love that.
Because he's got a great sense of humor. The Pryor's got a great sense of humor.
Right,
you know?
right.
But these people don't understand. You got to rehearse laying down.
Right.
You got to rehearse.
Some people should go away, you say.
Not go away.
They have enough money. They could go. They could retire, play golf.
Once a month, I rehearse dying. I lay on the couch, I cross my hands, and I go.
No, you feel that you are still relevant. You have a career.
You're making people. I've been on in 30 years for a job. What am I going to turn around? I'm still doing your show.
Right. People are booking you. You have a relevant career. A lot of these guys, really, it's past their prime.
Let me ask you another question. I got no PR people. I get more press than anybody.
Right.
I got my own TV show going on.
Yeah, what is that? What are you talking about?
Don't fool around, pal. I'm big. I'm big.
No, what is going on with this?
I'm doing a host of a game show called Classic Movie Tone News.
Right.
I gotta say classic because Marvin, the director, gets nervous and Jack gets...
You have your own television show.
Yeah, it starts Saturday.
And it's a game show.
Yeah.
And you're the host.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's wonderful nervous breakdown.
Right.
I got no audience. I get 2 guests in an hour, and I got to ad-lib for...
And do they pay you well for this?
What do you want to get paid for? Everything? They'll pay you well.
So you don't get paid?
Oh, absolutely you get paid.
You do?
But it's not like people say, gee, you must be making millions.
Right.
And here's the secret. When you got a show of your own like that, or like anything, I got a thing called Manja Manja. It's a talk show. I mean, it's a cook show.
Right.
You don't raise your price and get...
Where are these shows? Why do I never see them?
Come on, give me a chance.
All right, okay, all right.
I'm doing a book called The Bodyguard's Bodyguard. How's that grab you?
And what is that about?
It's about a bodyguard. It was a bodyguard for the bodyguard. It's never been written like that. So
and you wrote it in a novel form?
A friend of mine, Tony Del Vecchio. It's going to be a great book.
Is it a spoof or...
No. It's a story about a guy who was bodyguarding the bodyguard.
So you're hotter than ever, is what you're saying.
He's acting.
Maybe explain something else to me, because you understand show business and you understand certain people's mentality. I always see you as a good reader of people.
Right.
Now, explain Jackie Martling to me.
Oh, I'm glad you're...
No. Let me ask you this question, because this happened during the week, and maybe you could straighten it out.
Okay.
Jackie always wanted to appear at a Friar's roast.
Yes.
He wants to go and be a friar and be on a roast. And they never let him do it.
Okay.
So Freddie Roman finally asked Jackie to be on a Friar's roast. Mm-hmm. Who was the roast for, Jackie?
Freddie Roman.
For Freddie Roman. Yeah. He says, would you please do my roast? Jackie said yes. He agreed to go do it. And then he thought about it after a couple of weeks, and he called him back and said, I don't want to do it.
He's smart.
A few days before.
Jackie Martling was the smartest man on the planet. I told Jackie before I come on this air.
Good.
Because for me, Freddie Roman, if he's a good friend of Jack Martin, he would have put him in the regular roast, the big roast.
Right.
But this was like a rehearsal. Like, Freddie's going to do him a favor. He says, I'll allow you to do my roast.
Right.
How's Freddie Roman to ask you why? And first of all, it wasn't a great roast. And second of all, you don't bring the newspaper people in there and they bomb them out. You don't do that.
Right.
This is a disgrace, okay? And these people are going around, and he thinks Gus is the dean, he's the big maven.
But how would Jackie ever get any roast?
I would, if I was Jackie's guy to bring him into that organization, I'd have turned around and said to Kenny Greengrass, who runs the roast, Kenny, this man deserves to be on. He's got to be on. He's a funny man. We've had some guys that were terrible on that show.
Right.
I mean, terrible. But it's politics. It's a game they play.
Who you know?
And it's a
so
lot
you feel Jackie was right?
Jackie, I didn't go.
You wouldn't even go.
I didn't go.
But you're an A-list guy. They bring you into all the big roasts.
I knew it was a scam from the beginning. Because the minute Freddie Roman turned around, it was Freddie Roman. He had a sign, sold out. I said, give me a chance. When you get a chance to get on the phone to make a reservation. But that's the ego these people deal with. And he is the dean, so they got to turn around and sell out. So he sells out. What happened? You know something? It wasn't a great roast. Everybody that called me told me it wasn't a great roast.
Really?
Because you know why? There was envy and jealousy in there, and everybody's trying to become stars. Or where are they going to go? Hey, Freddie, it's over.
But don't you think Jackie, who hasn't had any roast experience...
Maybe he should have gone.
If he had gone...
No, not that one. Not that one. I would have never went to that one. I think Jackie Martin has a big enough name to go on the big one. What, got a monkey in here? What is
no, that's Jackie's music. He has monkey music.
Freddie, how are you?
And what about, you hate Alan King, right?
I don't hate him. No, let's get one thing straight. I don't hate Alan King.
Right.
I don't understand him.
You recently went off on Alan King in a New York Observer article.
Oh, yeah, did you read that? Was that a great article?
Yeah, I didn't read the article, but here's what I heard.
Read the article?
No, I didn't see the article.
My movie?
I don't read it. Yeah, I saw you. You were great.
Was I all right?
You were great.
I mean, I want to make sure, because God forbid you don't like me. I may wind up on strike.
I have you on because I think you're great. All right, let me ask you this.
Because I'm great?
Yeah.
I thought you loved me, Howard.
No, I think you're great. This has nothing to do with love.
It has to do with love.
Right. Now, you'd rather be on for being great than for me loving you.
Yeah.
Nobody loves you. They just think you're great. So you were opening up for Jim Croce.
And isn't he dead? This didn't happen recently.
Oh, this is a different story I want to ask you about.
Jim Croce.
Jim Croce was a singer.
He died.
And Croce would never speak to you, and you still hold a grudge. Is that true?
I don't know who Jim Croce is.
Time in a bottle? If I could put time in a bottle.
I don't know the man.
You don't know about that. You swear you don't know.
Howard, listen to me.
These are things I read.
Never opened for him?
I don't lie.
Why don't you like Alan King?
Well, I think Alan King at one time was one of the greatest stand-up comics.
I agree.
And I might tell you something, I thought he was a great monologist. But Alan King, to me, has not contributed what he should. I think he's so bitter. I think he's angry at the young people around today. And I think he's the maven of time. I think he walks around with a cigar.
Like Steve Allen. He knows everything.
Well, no, I think he's a little bit better than Steve Allen.
Right.
I don't hate the man. It just bothers me to say, hey, Allen, with all the great things in here, Ed Sullivan's dead. You're not going to go on no more. Everything is a new world out there. You know, give to these younger people and say, hey, I'm the head guy of the Friars. I don't think he contributes anything to the Friars. I don't see it.
Doesn't he do that comedy festival?
What?
You're very consumed with the Friars. You're consumed.
No, I'm not.
Alan King is. What is Alan King? The head of the Friars?
He's the abbot.
He's the abbot.
Now let me tell you.
And what does he do? Is he? And what does he specifically do to these young comedians?
What? He walks around with a cigar and he talks to people. He takes a drink and he waves. What the hell do I know?
Right, he feels he's like a king.
When Frank Sinatra was the abbot, I think Frank Sinatra went to the Friars once in his life.
Right.
They made him the abbot.
Right.
Frank Sinatra did more dead than Alan King did alive.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
That's what I'm telling you. He doesn't. To me, he doesn't have no charm to bring the Friars up and to put them on a pedestal where they belong. The Friars right now is getting to be an old gas pain.
Right.
And we need new blood. And Alan King should put that into the.
You're saying that Frank Sinatra embraced young people, tried to help their careers, and Alan
King did. I mean, Frank Sinatra did nothing for the Friars, but he did more dead than Alan King is doing alive.
Now, Alan King should be bringing in new people, giving young people a chance.
Represent a great organization. There should be some charm. There should be some life out there. There should be some snap in his walk. Right. Even Freddie, they walk around like what? This become a political machine here that is so stupid. Here's these guys that don't get paid. They kill each other to get the votes.
Right.
They thought they were running for presidency.
Right. They want to be the head of the Friars.
Then it becomes that's who's going to be on the roast and who's going to do this and we're going to do a dance for you and we're going to do that for that. It's clicky.
Right.
They all get together. They all got cliques. And
if I was head of the Friars,
I didn't finish.
Go ahead.
And here's what hurts me.
Right.
Here's what hurts me.
Go ahead.
They turn around. We got people in who belong in the Friars. Well, not in show business. They become our reviewers. Right. They tell us how we're good or bad.
Right.
Now you get a doctor. I don't go in his operating room so you didn't take out the appendix, right?
Right.
But they become mavens.
Right.
And Alan King should turn around and say, stop it. This is a show business organization first. You guys are second and third. Otherwise, what are you playing here?
It should be the one place. It should be the one place that where a performer can go and not be judged much.
Thank you.
They should have a camaraderie.
But Freddie Romo, when he had the roast, they had the Times come in there, and they were going to the comedy. They're going to make a big thing out of it. And you know something? It's wrong.
Right.
It's wrong. Why is Freddie Romo better than anybody in that place? Why don't they roast Mickey Freeman? And why don't they roast out of Pisupi Sales and people who are in the trenches here?
Right.
Why is Freddie Romo better than anybody? I'm not better than anybody, and maybe I have a bigger name than Freddie. Freddie turned around and offered me 3 days for piss money.
Right.
You insult me? I got my own TV show. I got ads in the paper. I got stories. What do you want? He wants to split the money with me.
Right.
Who are you to split the money with me? Who knows you?
You should tell him.
Who knows you?
Right.
Outside of Delancey Street, you got a problem.
It's true. You have a name.
Right. They can't tell that to Freddie.
Right.
Freddie thinks he walks around that he's Freddie Romo, and I don't hate him.
So a lot of these guys, these old dinosaurs at the Friars Club, walk around like they're big shots. I hear what you're saying. They walk around like they're big shots. They smoke cigars and everything. But there's more to just the Friars than walking around in a club.
Big shots to each other.
Right. In other words, you could get involved or elevate the Friars.
Everybody wants credit. Say, oh, I did that show last night. I did that show 2 weeks ago. That's, who cares? You got to do the show for the club. Here's what kissed me off. You want to go kiss me off?
Yeah.
I did CNN. Wait a minute.
That's all right. That's all right.
I did CNN Friday.
Yeah.
CNN. How big can I get? They wanted me to talk about the Friars. So what happens?
Why do they want to talk about
it? Because I know how to talk.
Okay.
That's number one.
Right.
9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning, I go there. There's CNN there.
I mean, it must have been a slow news day that they want to... But it must be a slow news day. They want to talk about the Friars.
No, wait a minute.
Or
this
pass up
is
to
a
something
serious
we don't
thing
know.
to put out.
Right, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
This is the Friars. Not even a cup of coffee they put for these people. Not even a cup of coffee, you miserable cheap bastards. Not even a cup of coffee. You got CNN coming in there, put a donut, a cup of coffee. For crying out loud, you come to my house, at least I give you coffee on the table. I put something. Nothing. It was like a cold. Where was Alan King? But you know where Alan King was when they asked him to do CNN? Alan King went with a cigar in his glass in his hand, and he talked. You know what they talked about?
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
If they play this 40 minutes that I did, the whole world's going to know the Friars.
40 minutes.
40 minutes. You got to get that. I only want 10 minutes.
Right.
I did 40. None of the guys were crying from hysteria because you know what? They said you're the only one that told the truth. Well, we can see what you're saying.
Right.
Wish I could have that 40
miserable bastards, no coffee at the Friars.
I would love to see that tape.
That 40 minutes will never see
It is going to come out.
It's going to come out.
Do you feel they'll run the whole thing?
I think they're going to bump Alan King and put my time into his time.
And you're saying that it's a big deal when the Friars can get on CNN.
And they don't put coffee on the table.
But forget about that.
I came here, you offered me coffee.
Then when Alan King gets on TV, he doesn't say anything that is relevant or interesting.
Alan King is for Alan King.
Right.
Alan King doesn't understand that it's over. Alan King is now the maven of the Friars. Get up and say, listen to me, I've had my great moments. Ed Sullivan's dead, Alan. He keeps hearing, here he is, Alan. It's over.
Right.
It's over.
Right.
You don't understand that.
Right.
Do a tap dance, do a shuffle.
Right.
Hug your grandchildren. And put some effort into the Friars that you're special.
Put yourself second to the Friars.
Now, make the Friars special.
Number one. Right.
When Buddy Howe, God love his soul, used to run that place, there was magic in that place.
Right.
You know what there's now? Just a wand. But there's no magic.
Right.
You like that?
No, I hear what you're saying. I think you're right.
I don't know what the Friars is.
I don't even know what it is either.
You don't have to know. It's not that important.
It really doesn't make it. And what happened recently? This is unbelievable. The cops came to your house and took away your guns?
No. Not
Wait
guns.
a minute.
Not guns.
All right. What happened?
Not guns.
I can understand why they did this.
No. Hold on.
What are you waiting? What is it, Armageddon?
What, is the world ending?
I'm glad, by the way.
Yeah. Y2K?
Who would give you a gun?
Oh, first of all,
not pretty wrong.
Howard, I swear to you.
What are you doing with firearms?
I never wanted it.
You never wanted a gun.
So who gave you a gun?
Tell us the whole story of your gun.
I'll tell you in a second.
All right, go ahead.
I did more benefits for the police.
Of course.
And the police. And they said to me, you're a celebrity, you should be carrying something. I said, what am I going to carry? I carry my bond. What's it hit me?
You had a permit to carry a gun?
Wait a minute. I went down, I filled out 9 forms. This form, your form, this picture, this way, that picture. I don't know. Let me tell you, when I went in the Army, they didn't give me a gun, they gave me a spoon.
Right.
I swear to God.
So you, because you know so many cops, they decided, listen, why don't you have a gun permit where you could carry a concealed weapon?
So I went through no favors, I went through the motions, and all of a sudden, they turned around and said, you got a pistol. No, so where am I going to get a pistol? Right. So a friend of mine says, Pat, I'll give you my pistol, and they signed it over legally. Everything was legally speaking. Now, I I didn't put bullets in the gun. I dismantled it. I put it in my stocking.
Right. Why did you bother getting it, though? You must have had it. You must have had a reason.
They want, sometimes they give you a badge. They give you a badge. They said, try and get it. So I said,
but why do you want it?
I don't even know, because I'm stupid.
All right.
I told you, I never fired a gun in my life. Firecrackers annoy me.
Right.
All right, so now, they call me, they say it's time for you to renew your permit.
Right.
So they send me more paperwork.
Right.
What do? I give them my electric bill that you have to give electric bill. By mistake, I gave them the electric bill. Now, the electric bill has a new address in the same building, but the address is wrong. Now, this officer calls me up. She goes, you're giving us fraudulent address. I said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm paying gas, electric in there. I don't like your attitude. You don't like my attitude? She said, no. She said, you're giving me a wrong address. What are you trying to... I say, do me a favor, lady. Don't disrespect. I don't give a damn who you are. I'm Sergeant so-and-so. Screw you and your badge. How's that grab you? And screw you and your gun. How's that grab you?
Right.
3 days later...
They knock on the door.
Where's my gun? When I shot him the gun, you know the guy said, if you try to shoot it, you would have blew off your hand.
So they came and confiscated your gun based on this conversation.
Why did they confiscate the gun if you wasn't carrying it?
Because here's what happened.
Okay.
Here's what happened.
Tell me what happened.
Very obvious.
I understand.
Okay.
Obviously, there was a discrepancy in the address. When you have a gun registered in your name, your address has to match your gas and electric bill.
And the telephone bill.
And your telephone.
I made a mistake. I put the gas in. What do I know? It's in 115 when I'm in numbers in 7. How the hell do I know?
So he made a mistake on the form.
With the box in the same building, but a different address, but the same building.
And evidently, the woman had a communication problem with Pat.
No, she should have had her life. I don't like your attitude. I don't like yes. First of all, I said, you know what you can do your badge? Mitten Gould. I mean, showed up your rear end.
Really?
I said, don't threaten me. You understand? You're threatening me. And you're a racist. I didn't know she was black or green.
Right.
What? I said, you're a racist.
Right.
So I'm going to come and get you. You're not going to get the gun. I said, shove the gun up your rear end. You know what I tell you? Bang back, lady. Bang back. So she turned around. I'll take 3 days later.
You must have really made her mad if the cops showed up to confiscate your gun.
He's not carrying it.
The cops were hilarious.
Right.
They said, Mr. Cooper, you got to pick up your gun. I said, do me a favor. Do me a favor. There's a toothpick. Pick that. That's a weapon.
Right.
That's a weapon, yeah. You get a toothpick, you put in somebody's gun underneath the chin, you kill someone.
Right.
A weapon.
Wow. I want to tape of that conversation.
How does he know that?
How does he get through life?
How does he know that a toothpick under here will kill you?
Because he's done it.
No, I talk to guys in jail, and they tell you when you get a toothpick, you want to hurt your guy, you stick that. It's called a lumbar infection.
Ralph, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Ralph the Puerto Rican, man.
How are you, buddy?
Go ahead.
The greatest comic ever.
And you feel
my brother's name is Pasquale?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to tell Pat? I said, what do you want to tell Pat?
Listen. Is it true Don Rickles stole your act?
What about that? A lot of people saying now that Don Rickles stole your act.
Don Rickles, now. Don first is brilliant. I love Don Rickles.
You like him. I like him, too.
Don Rickles is one of the best. I think these youngsters around. Chris Rock is dynamite. Norm Macdonald. I mean,
he's funny.
I like the guy in Homebox. What's the guy like Dennis Miller?
He's funny.
They're all, but you know something? A lot of these young, older comics are afraid to say they're great. They're great.
They are great.
Give them a break. And our days are over. I'm hearing the whistle. It's finished.
Right.
Everybody's going, everybody's going to millennium. It's over.
Right.
It's 2000.
You've recreated yourself.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Right, it just happened.
I push card and sell fish for Christ.
Right.
What did Don Rickles do? Did he not say the young comics are great?
No, I didn't say that. Don Rickles, when Don was the best, Don was the best.
He was.
But Don respects younger comics today, and I love Don for that.
Yeah.
And Don, to me, is still one of the funniest off the cuff.
I agree.
And you can tell him he's a giant in my eyes. He'll always be a giant.
So he didn't steal anything from you?
Well, Don Rickles can't doesn't have to steal from me. What does he need me for?
Right. All right, well, this was this guy on the phone. Tom, what is it?
Hi, Howard.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Pat has the audacity to come in after he sits there on a board.
What board? I don't belong on a board.
No, you were on a board.
I was never on a board.
Howard off the air.
The board of what?
What board?
I don't know. Aren't you retarded?
Yes, I am retarded, but don't put me on a board.
What board are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
He's on the retarded board.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. What? Where do you find these people?
They find
years ago you had quality. Now it's getting down to nothing here.
I don't even know what the guy's talking about.
Well, then trust you. It'll decline him.
Ray, go ahead.
Yeah. This question for Pat.
Yeah.
Yes?
Well, let's look at about 1986, Pat. 85.
Yeah.
You left the Narragansett Inn. I paid for a whole table.
You're right. I did.
What is this about, Pat?
Wait a minute. The man told the truth.
So theoretically, you owe me close to $2,800.
Okay. What's your address?
Get me off the phone and you can send it. I'll even pick it up.
What is he talking about, Pat? I don't even understand this.
Excuse me a minute. always remember one thing. There's a reason when I do something.
Yeah.
At that particular place, they were starting to come in with cameras.
What place? What are we talking about?
Who remembers?
The Narragansett Inn. Where is it? On Long Island. You stayed there?
No. I was going to do a show there.
Go ahead.
They came in with cameras, and they wanted to film my act. I said, you don't film my act for $3.
Right.
I could go on home box for thousands.
Right.
They says, well, then that's the story. That's the story. Goodbye. And I went home.
Oh, that's enough. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. Why, sir? He doesn't owe you anything.
Oh, give me a break.
This is his life's work. If
I don't understand. See, we have no lives. We can be abused and we can be filmed anytime you want to. They can take pictures of your children, but don't do it to them. You do it to them, they cry poverty.
Right.
So this gentleman over here didn't understand the truth, and I'm not angry. He was $2,800.
Do you feel better now, sir, that you know the explanation?
Absolutely. Pat, thank you very much.
I love you, buddy.
All right, you set you straight. That's all.
That's the truth. Howard, I don't walk out of nowhere. I told you last night.
Hey, let me ask you something. What do you think of this guy, Mark Harris? I mean, he's in the green room.
Can I tell you something? I like this guy.
You like him. But he's delusional. I got to tell you why he's delusional.
Why do you think he's delusional?
I'll tell you why he's delusional. Can I tell you something? I'll tell you a story.
Why I like him.
Right.
He's fun. I like to be with him.
Would you like to meet him?
I met him. He was in a dream. We talked on the phone a couple of times.
Really?
What do you mean you talked on the phone?
What do you mean you talked on the phone?
Oh, no.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, no. What do you mean you talked on the phone?
Call me. We're going to test. He wanted to do some couple of things. Want to meet me in New York. He's a fine gentleman. He invites me to parties if I want to go.
Do you ever go?
No, I'm not a party. I'm like you. I don't go nowhere.
You think he's in love with you? You know, he's a bisexual.
Can I tell you something? I don't care his sexual gender.
Of course not.
I like him. I really like him. You know why? He's got a certain quality that he's a likable guy.
Right.
Don't cross him.
Really?
Why is that? What would he do?
Because he's got
Who
that
does
thing
he
hanging
know?
up the side of the...
What do you think of the fact that he married an old woman?
He didn't marry we married someone that he probably loved, he cared about. What's the difference? Who cares who he married? I marry a goddamn alligator. Well, who cares?
Right. Would you... Well, let me understand. Here's the problem.
There's no problem.
Mark wants to be... Yeah, Mark wants to be in show business, all right? Pat, listen to me.
Pat's looking at his watch. What are we
Are we holding you up? You have somewhere to go?
You know why?
Why?
I learned from the last couple of times. Before you turn around and say, Pat, it's been a pleasure, I'll get out the door.
No, I'm not asking you to leave.
Because I know you. You're not going to deep nine me tonight.
By the way, let me give you a plug before I forget so you don't get mad. You'll be on the Fox News Channel on Saturday at 4 p.m.
Classic movie tone news. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's one of the nicest things that happened. Bob, and I said classic.
It's this Saturday?
This Saturday every week.
And you have Manja...
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Right.
Okay?
And you're in the process of writing a book, and you also have Manja.
Bodyguard's Bodyguard, which is going to be one of the best Italian books ever made because it's a true story about a guy who was really... The so-called tough guys.
Okay, good.
I'll give you one fast story. Jelly Rizzo was Frank Sinatra's bodyguard.
Right.
This guy was Jelly.
Were you at Frank's funeral?
I don't go to funerals.
Were you invited?
I don't go to nobody's funeral.
Were you invited?
No, I wasn't invited. I wouldn't go.
Why were you not invited?
I don't have to go. I don't go to funerals.
He didn't like Frank Sinatra.
No, I did, but I didn't. I don't go to funerals.
You didn't like Frank Sinatra?
I don't go to my mother and father's funeral.
Why do you say he doesn't like Frank Sinatra?
I remember him saying something about, No.
You misinterpreted. What I said was the truth. What? Well, my situation with him, they said, I told him. I didn't.
Yeah, go ahead. That's all right. Yeah. Okay. What happened with you and Frank?
Nothing. We just turned around. When you work with a man like Frank Sinatra, you have to be his comic.
Right.
I ain't nobody's comic. He didn't pay me. Why should I be his comic?
Right.
He ain't my singer.
Right.
So he told me one night, he says, take out a story in your act. I said, do I tell you what songs to sing?
Right.
That was the end of my career with him.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And another time...
What story did he want taken out?
It was something about the Saints upside down I used to do in the act. Okay,
right.
Now, then I meet him.
Because it was religious.
Yeah, no, it wasn't religious. It was funny. Give me a fake. But they wanted to test me, see if I could crumble. I don't crumble.
Right.
Frank likes to turn around and put 3 puffs in your pocket and squash them.
Right.
He likes to turn around and put firecrackers in your shoes. You can't do that.
He wants to see if he can control you.
Nobody controls me. I don't control me.
You didn't even buckle to the Frank Sinatra.
Buckle with who?
Were you afraid because it was always rumored he had mafia connections? Were you afraid that he would have you? Were you afraid he would rub you out?
Nobody rubs me out.
No one.
No one.
That's right. You have a gun. Oh, you did.
Tell you what,
you're right.
I'm doing a benefit. Frank Sinatra says I'm going to do 4 songs. I said okay. He said when I finish the 4th song, you come out. He says and introduce Peggy Lee. I said fine. He comes off. As he's coming off in the 4th song, I run out. I told you 3 songs. You're never going to work with me no more. Well, he laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. He had a great sense of humor. Right. 2 years later, I meet him on the street. He goes, Pat, can I do the 4th song?
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Meanwhile, if he had a great sense of humor, he wouldn't have asked you to cut out his joke.
Oh, what about...
You never worked with him again.
What about... I don't care. Nobody controls me.
Great sense of humor. Right, no one controls you, right?
That's right.
I understand that. Gary, you're on the air.
Okay, hi, Howard. My name is Gary Scritt. I just wanted to know, I was a limousine driver in Atlantic City, and I drove Mr. Cooper's wife and daughter home from Caesars back in, I believe it was 84, 85. Make the story short, I get to Manhattan, I drive down where he lives, I get out of the limousine to get the bag, and a guy comes out of nowhere and pushes me out of the way and reaches into the trunk, and he starts grabbing the bags, and it was Pat Cooper.
Right.
Now, he doesn't let me carry any of the bags. He walks with me and his wife and daughter to the elevator. He turns around, he says, "Thank you very much for bringing my wife and daughter to me safely," and he hands me a $50 bill as a tip.
Oh.
Wow.
As far as I'm concerned, there's nobody like that guy. I mean, everybody's got a lot of things to say about him, but as a real human being, the guy is right down to earth.
So you're a generous man, Pat.
Last night, the guy took us into Caesars.
What'd you pay?
$100.
You gave him $100.
Absolutely.
You're a generous man.
And I gave the other guy going $60. What the hell's wrong? I gave him $160.
Right.
Because you know why? You know why? You're making a great living.
I was so afraid that was going to be a horror story. It didn't sound like it was going to go. And then Pat would have taken me and choked me and beaten me.
No, wouldn't have.
I mean,
hey, if it's the truth, Howard, I can handle it.
No, you know when there's bad stories, you get crazy.
I hear it.
You get nuts. You start screaming, "I'm setting you up."
No, you can never.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
What are you talking about? What, your memory going?
Pat's going senile, I think. Nobody knew it. Everyone's so shocked when something nice happens. So, Pat,
yes, sir.
Help me out with this Mark Harris for a minute, because he did come in, and as long as you're here, I think it would be interesting.
Am I on or off?
You're off now. We've had it with you. Go spend your $50. So this guy, you know, he really isn't in show business, but he wants to be in show business. All right, you meet a lot of people like this who feel they should be in show business, but they never really have anything.
And you're a big guy on talent.
Right.
You think talented people should be in this business?
Well, I don't judge him. I don't know. I've never seen him do anything. I mean, I just like him as a person.
I want you to help me with this guy. All right? Here's Mark Harris. Come in. Pat will help me.
What is he wearing today?
While I was yawning, I heard breaking news.
Don't sit too close to Pat.
We will kick your effing tail.
Here's Mark singing.
Your army of bugs. Just until you go to jail because you're
It's a funny song, he says.
Your army with guns.
All right, so he wants to be a singer.
Fine. What's the number? So he can be anything he wants. He can be a juggler.
All right, here's my problem.
Is he going to open for you?
Mark has an idea.
I've had some people open for me, can't do nothing. At least the guy that walks out there, he's got something to say. He's got a good sense of humor.
Right. Mark has.
I'm not here soliciting you, Mark.
Mark. First of all, Mark, I don't even know how you got Pat Cooper's phone number. I don't know how you call him.
I gave it him.
You did?
Yeah, last time I gave him.
We don't have his phone number.
I don't even have his phone number.
Do I have your phone number?
No, you don't. I wouldn't give it to you.
I wouldn't ask you for it.
Right. What do I want to bother you with my number for?
You may turn around one day and want your life picked up.
So.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
You look marvelous.
Oh.
Mark, Mark's a nice guy. I like Mark, too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm always trying to bring him down to earth. Mark has this idea. He wants a TV show.
Well, Pat's got a cooking show. Mark has been selling a cooking show for how long?
Yeah. No, I gave that up.
You gave that up.
Mark always has a TV show. Let me explain this. So he comes to me. He said, I got a show, you know, that'll go on after your show or before your show on Saturday nights. And I said, yeah, what's the show? He said he wants to be like Ted Mack's Amateur. People will come on and perform, and then he will critique them.
Like the Gong Show.
Yeah. So he said, go out and shoot a pilot or something. Comes back. I would play it for you. I can't even shoot. I can't even play it for you. The audio is so bad, you can't even understand what anyone's saying. Now.
So he really did go shoot.
So I did Mark a favor. I gave it to Vinny Favale, who's in charge of late-night programming at CBS. I said, why not? Mark's a friend of the show. I'll help him out. So Mark calls him every day. Vinny doesn't know what to say to him. Because with Vinny doesn't know what to say to Mark. Because really,
nice guy.
No one's looking for the Ted Mack Amateur Hour. It already was on the air, and really, the Gong Show was on the air.
And then there was Star Search.
Star Search was on the air. It really is not an original idea.
No. Just an updated, personality-driven show. Right. And there's a lot of singers and wannabes out there.
So Vinny said, what am I going to do with this guy? He calls me every day.
Actually, it was Vinny who started the thing by saying he wanted a lead-out show.
Well, he does want a lead-out show, but this is not it.
This little you decided that...
I haven't decided. Vinny decided.
Oh, Vinny didn't say that.
Are people looking for another amateur hour, Pat? Be honest with them, please.
You want the truth?
Yeah.
We're going to have 150 channels. You're going to have to fill those space up.
You mean there's enough room for Mark?
There's always enough room.
You're saying there's 150...
If Rosie O'Donnell could get good ratings, I could get ratings.
Oh, you just hit a knife.
I think you're better than Rosie O'Donnell. I'll give you that. I certainly do.
You're more real.
Here's Vinny. Vinny, tell Mark already.
Big fan, Mark. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I know.
Vinny's in charge. Pat, you know Vinny.
Vinny, how are you?
Hey, Pat, how are you? We had fun the last time we were together.
What?
Cindy Adams party.
Oh, wasn't that great?
That was terrific.
Were you at that Cindy Adams party?
Yeah, that's it. I went to Cindy's party, and hello, goodbye, and I left.
I'll tell you something.
I do.
I'll tell you something, Mark. You bring up Rosie O'Donnell. You're more feminine than Rosie O'Donnell.
I should hope. I'm a lot prettier. Did you see the size of her?
You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
You are, absolutely.
She's anti-fur. She wears leather.
Right.
She eats a lot of beef. Did you see those hips?
She's anti-gun. She supports Kmart.
Yeah. She's anti-gun.
Right.
She's anti-pasta.
But she doesn't know what she's talking about.
So, Vinny, lay it to Mark once and for all so he understands.
Well, Howard, just so that we're clear, did you see the tape that I sent you?
Yeah, I saw the tape.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very hard to figure out what's going on in that tape.
Right, that's
well, I figured you'd
Well,
spike
he
it
needs a
up with your,
producer,
you know,
is what he's saying.
Right.
You got to produce
He
it.
needs a producer.
Mark,
Yeah.
I mean, what I really, what I talked about with Howard about the tape is the thing that you didn't do was you didn't adapt yourself to Howard's audience. I know you think that Howard's audience would tolerate this kind of show.
Mixed in with your
What
shocking
kind of show
guess.
is it?
Tolerate.
What kind of show is it?
It's an amateur. It's
But, I mean, what is he
Ted
doing?
Mack.
I mean,
He has various people on, and then like he has a singer on. He starts teaching the singer how to sing.
Oh, no.
They were laughing at it. It might be funny.
Yeah,
it might be a new
It's a lot funnier the way I'm telling you. Believe me. Pat, why didn't you put him under your production company?
I don't have a, I have a production company. Yeah, Gary, you're not a
Mark, I want to tell you, I think you're a great guy. But if you're trying to talk to an audience in today's day and age, it's 1999. We're talking about the millennium.
Right.
Why would you tell a 5-year-old girl she could be the next Ethel Merman? Do you think anybody knows? The whole world doesn't know who Ethel Merman is.
No, Ethel Merman.
Maybe, seriously, you realize Ethel Merman is not a big name anymore.
No, it's over.
No.
It's over for Ethel Merman.
Gee, talk about curtains.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. On your show, would you do the things that Howard does to keep that audience? Would you shave a woman's, private parts? Would you throw the
He'd do anything.
Woman?
Definitely not.
He'd get a woman's private part.
He said no.
He would cut his penis off on a TV show.
No, what I did do, I thought by connecting the radio, you could get all, the talent that you could recruit and go to Atlantic City Hotel, who I'm speaking to, and
Mark's got a lot of connections, Howard. He does.
I even spoke to Mike Wallace about this.
Mike Wallace? By 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes.
What did you say to him?
I said, I'm working on the possibility
Mark
of
doesn't know anyone under 80.
Ted Mack, and he thought it was a wonderful idea.
Where did you
he said
see
he would
Mike
produce
Wallace?
it. I said, well, I'm only talking to Howard Stern about it.
And then he threw up?
Mark was mugging.
Where did he see
Very,
Mike Wallace?
very nice man.
Can you keep my name out of those conversations?
Where did you see Mike Wallace?
I was at a party for David Wolfert.
Oh, not a party.
Oh, please. Pat, would you set him straight? Obviously. He's a little delusional, right?
No, I was.
Sexual. How can you set him straight?
You're fast.
I guess Pat likes going to these parties because he doesn't want to insult Mark.
I have a hello for everybody here except Marklin. I swear to God. I was at this...
Let me ask you something, Pat. This guy, hey, you were about to get married, weren't you? Again.
Yeah, I slept with Gilda's last night.
You did?
Yes.
You slept with her?
The therapist came over and she did a little...
How old is Gilda? Tell Pat.
March will be 80.
What's wrong with that?
Come on.
But wait.
Why do you, Pat, what do you think of a guy who keeps going out with 80, 90-year-old women?
Lovely gal.
And who are wealthy,
It's okay.
Come on. Come on, Pat.
I'll sacrifice.
What happened to you?
I just...
Pat, you know there's something wrong with a guy marrying an 80-year-old.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this guy.
Mark is shooting Jackie with a water gun.
You think Rosie O'Donnell would approve this? They have to.
Now, what do you, all right, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
No, you're not, and you're not even blonde. What? What's bothering you?
No, I mean, you're this 80-year-old woman. I mean, didn't she dump you?
Dump?
Yeah.
Nobody dumps me.
There you go.
Mark.
My kind of guy.
Yeah,
Mark,
Vinny. Yeah.
tell Howard about your new idea based on the Will and Grace sitcom where Martha Grace goes.
Yeah, I was...
This is a good idea, Howard.
Vinny, does Mark call you every day with new programming ideas?
Mark calls me 10 times.
You gotta say something. I hooked Mark up with Vinny as a joke.
You
didn't do it.
I said, Vinny, I gave Mark Harris your phone number.
Quite frankly, I was there, Mark. Howard was just trying to get you off his back.
Right, so I said,
that's a good position.
So now Mark actually has... Mark actually has the phone number of a real television executive.
Yeah, a guy who runs shows.
And so Mark is going nuts. He's thinking, what can I pitch? So what did he pitch you now?
Okay, Mark was at the wrap party for Will and Grace, the sitcom at NBC.
How do you get into a party like that? Even Pat Cooper.
I was at a great party last night, and Freddie Roman says hello to you and everybody except Jackie
Mark,
Martin.
stay to the topic. Talk about Will and Grace.
Okay, Will and Grace. I was at the shooting of the...
Freddie Roman was there?
Yeah.
Really?
No, not at Will and Grace.
No, not at Will and Grace.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, you're jumping.
Mark, stay on track, Mark.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay.
So what is the idea?
I registered a treatment and
Registered?
He read the whole thing to me yesterday, acted out all the parts over the phone.
Yeah.
And is it not good or what?
It was actually...
I would like to hear the pitch.
It's based on my life.
What is the pitch? Maybe Pat Cooper will be in it.
You know what? There's something here, Pat. You should hear this.
Okay. Yeah. It's called Oh Daddy. You know, I really do have many children, and at 50 years old in this Bel Air mansion that I built, it's a Sunday, and I'm sitting home as all these girls, unmarried, come home, one with a black baby, one with a Mexican baby, the other one pregnant who's going to have a Japanese baby, and my 12-year-old in real life is the stepsister to these children. And with my butler answering the door, I go upstairs to speak to my late wife, who I could see and hear, which is Martha Ray, in the same period as Cosmo Topper.
Right. So, like Topper,
right,
you are married to Martha Ray.
And I'm the only one that could see or hear her.
And dead Martha Ray comes back.
She's talking to you about all these problems.
I got to admit, that is some story.
Hey, Mark, how old is Martha when she comes back? Is she old, Martha, or young?
Visually, I would say in her 60s.
In her 60s. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Come back as a virgin.
Pat, would you like to be in this show?
No.
No.
It's not for me.
Right.
It's not for me.
Right.
I turn down things that don't belong to me. I don't want to be a part of it. Not that I dislike this man's power. It's not for me. He's got people out there that belong in that situation.
I had a thought for Mark. Seriously. What about Gay Texas Ranger?
That's a good one.
Like the Chuck Norris show.
I want to be that one.
Yeah, except Mark.
I want to play the Tonto.
Yeah, he'll be Tonto.
Yeah. And plenty of leather.
Wait a minute. Mark just scares all the criminals. He shows up and they run.
So what about that, Vinny? He calls you every day with different ideas.
He calls me with, he's got a lot of energy. I mean, he really does.
All right, so be honest. Do any of his ideas seem to be of interest to CBS television?
Well, the late night show would never work because he's got to speak to your audience.
Right.
You know?
All right, that's legitimate.
As far as
he says he's entertainment for the millennium.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Which millennium?
You'll never figure that out.
Pat, go ahead, Vinny.
He's trying. He is trying.
My live act is very good. People Magazine comes out on the stands, 2 pages of story on me. And
People Magazine?
No.
Where?
No. What do you mean, no?
It's impossible.
No, they are, Howard. They're looking back at 25 years, and they're doing a retro on his marriage to Martha Ray.
I see.
So it's not about your
they're
live
not
act.
doing about the marriage to Martha. You're wrong. It comes out on the stand June 4th.
And what is it about, Mark?
It's about me and my life. And
it is?
Wow.
I act. I'm.
Jeez, I need to for my life.
Right.
I have
Where
a live
is this
act called
being performed?
Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel.
Oh, my.
Synagogue. Going back, I think they mentioned that June 7th.
Pat, have you ever seen his act?
No,
You got to check that. Let him do some of it.
Send him a tape.
Yeah.
Because he's very busy. All right, listen.
Yes.
This was exciting.
We're going to leave.
What is he up to now, Mark?
Me? Well, my therapist is here. She did Gilda yesterday. And
wait, Mark is talking. What is it, Mark?
My therapist is outside.
She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
You want to bring her in?
And
she's gorgeous.
And I have a clairvoyant.
He's got a good bodyguard.
Oh, and my bodyguard is
bodyguard.
there.
And
you know, the lower you are on the totem pole, the more your entourage you have. Pat Cooper comes, you don't have anybody with him.
My bodyguard, seriously.
Who is with you? A bodyguard? Why do you need a bodyguard?
That's what I asked him.
Really? Seriously? Why do you need
my clothing, my wardrobe? Look how I'm dressed. I mean, people are anti-American. I'm very patriotic.
No, really, what is this with the bodyguard? Seriously.
The therapist.
And why is your therapist with you?
She's gorgeous.
Well, she did analyze Gilda yesterday, not financially. Right. And then she analyzed me and the situation, and it was okay.
Are you still thinking of marrying this 80-year-old woman?
No.
It's
no
off.
Marriage, no marriage, no.
You're just dating.
She's going to be together.
Does she give you money?
No.
Be honest. Has she ever given you money?
Just honest. Has she ever given me money?
Right.
No, she's picked up a check.
Of what? Of a car?
A restaurant.
That's
No cars.
All right.
Howard, therapists and
But I inherited a lot of land.
From who?
Really? I don't know how you do it.
He inherits everything.
Why hasn't he run out of money yet, Howard?
The conservatorship never found this land that Martha owned in Freeport in the Bahamas. No, it's now mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, poor daughter.
What poor daughter?
Poor daughter who never
like no money for?
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Tell Howard about biography.
Oh, I just finished the A&E biography of Martha Ray.
You did.
And a matter of fact, you're talking about
Are you all over it?
Of course.
Of course.
It's a husband.
And close-up shots. What's wrong with you? And Norman Lear, I called him, and I also gave him the sitcom that I wrote.
This guy knows everybody. I know Joe DiNapoli. That's where my money
I don't know anybody either. Let me take a few phone calls. All right. Mickey, go ahead. Mickey,
I just wanted to say that if Mark Harris gets his own TV show,
I'm throwing out my TVs and sewing my sprinkler up.
Oh, you really should.
You will throw out all of your television sets.
I really think
I got
you
a few of them, too.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so this is wild, Pat. As you can see, Mark is someone who's trying to establish himself in the edge.
Entitled. We're all entitled to do something. I mean,
right.
give him a
If
break.
everybody else could do vulgarity, surely I could do just clean, good humor.
I would like to see him in a talk show, you know, and sit down and talk.
Well, they canceled Mandel. That's a good time slot.
I think so.
They canceled Howie Mandel, and you would like that time slot.
Oh, he's great, by the way. Why they cancel him, I'll never know.
That would be a great...
Howie, if you're listening, you're dynamite. And by the way, Martin Short's getting one. He's going to be dynamite also. And if
dynamite right into the ratings.
Martin, if you're listening, Martin Short, I read in the paper yesterday, Bernie Brillstein was my ex-manager.
Right.
I said, you're looking for talent. My name is Pat Cooper. You don't have to look so far.
Right. You are available. Yeah.
What are they looking for? I'm right in front of you. I'm like a tree right in front of you.
You would be a great ensemble player.
I would be great with Martin Short, Harry Short, and Nicky Long.
Right.
What, are you kidding me?
I think you're terrific.
They're looking for Star Search. I'm right in front of you, blind bastards. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Pat, you're absolutely right. I want to thank you for being here. I love having you on here. You know that. Please come again.
But don't tell me to walk off the street anytime I want to come on.
Anytime you want, walk off the street. I don't care. But I might have to bump you.
You know why? I would never do it. You know I can't. I would never do such a thing. But I thank you for
I love having you here. I think you're a big talent.
I think so.
I mean, never mind Martin Short. I put you on.
I like Martin Short. I like, and I like my buddy here. He's a nice...
You like Mark Harris.
And Robin, I love you. I love you all, and thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Pat. He's walking
Pat's
out.
walking out before you can dismiss him. He doesn't like your dismissal.
I know I'm in trouble.
You're never supposed to...
Pat Cooper will be on the Fox News... Pat Cooper will be on the news channel on Saturday at 4 p.m. He has...
Sunday and Monday.
And he has a pilot show called Manja Manja, and he's in the process of writing a book called The Bodyguard. And you can see him doing his stand-up act all over the country. He's a very, very talented man.
Pat Cooper.
Bye, Pat. All right.
Bye, Pat.
All right.
I think he's running from Mark, actually.
I don't know. He's leaving. I think he's running out of here because Mark's here. He's great.
There's a clairvoyant outside who was a clairvoyant for Nicole Simpson. He read my stars. I figured you just have to meet him.
He was
Joe Franklin
Nicole Simpson's clairvoyent.
I know.
He couldn't be very good.
He has documentation.
You know what I'll do? Let me take a break. You sit here.
Yeah.
And I want to meet your therapist. And I want to meet your clairvoyant.
Oh, but meet the bodyguard first. It's built like a refrigerator.
Yeah, I want to meet everyone.
Okay.
Because you're fascinating.
Because it's a new group every time he comes in, too.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
What do you do with these people?
Howard Stern. The shock of Howard Stern.
It's a journey into the mind of Howard Stern. Howard Stern Show.
You know, it's been some time since we've seen each other. I miss you and wish you were here again. Did you know how much our friendship meant to me? Oh, I have other friends too. But that's just what they are. Friends. You are
beautiful.
Who is he talking about?
I think his wife.
A guy?
Probably a guy, but I think he'd say his wife.
No.
Who is this song to?
It's a nightmare.
Who is this song to?
When I recorded the songs, this was written by Gus Kahn for World War I. We studied. This was the verse, I speak it, and then I go into vocals. I did think of the three boys captured.
Really? Let me hear this. You're very patriotic.
Yes, I really am.
Yeah.
Always have been. I gave Senator McCain a letter. I'll read it on the air. You'll freak out.
I don't want to freak out. What do you mean? Senator McCain, you gave him a letter about what?
In his hand. About what I think of my party, the Republican Party, and how they're destroying it.
Interesting. And what did Senator McCain do? Did he crumple it up and throw it at you?
No, he was very gracious.
He was.
In other words, Mark didn't see him crumble it up and throw it up.
Right. Oh, wait, now he's singing.
I think about you.
I think you got a hit on your hands. What do you think of that?
It is a beautiful song.
Beautiful.
Well, you know, I'm the only one singing that Time to Say Goodbye in English. People magazine put that in the article.
The article coming out on you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So did you send this to the three soldiers? Because they would have broken out if somebody played this.
Unless I would have given it to Jesse Jackson, how was it going to get there?
Now, one of our guys overheard saying that you're having a feud with Mr. Blackwell. Mr. Blackwell, you're not talking to him anymore?
There is no feud. I just do not acknowledge him when I am in a restaurant where he is or otherwise.
Why?
Why? A cat fight?
There is no such thing as a cat fight. He just decided that when my therapist was out there 6 months arbitrarily ago, she was staying with him and she wanted to come see me and he wouldn't allow her. I don't know what that was about. And then he makes up stupid stories. I never spoke to the guy again.
Did you snub him?
Wait a second. What is he talking about?
Well,
Mr.
There's no fight.
Mr. Blackwell wouldn't see your therapist?
No. Mr. Blackwell had the therapist at his home and refused to allow her to see Mark while she was staying there.
Right. Why?
I don't know why.
Where is your therapist? Is she out there?
She's outside.
Why don't we introduce your entourage, because people are fascinated with your life.
Bring in the bodyguard, because after that Rock Hudson incident, I had to bring you pictures of what I looked like then.
Okay. You know, he probably has a TV show in him.
The bodyguard is guarding pictures?
Yeah, he probably has a TV show in him.
What do you think he's guarding?
What is the bodyguard guarding?
My clothing. I'm the only one out of my closet because there's no room.
All right. You have a psychic with you?
Yeah, but let me say hello to David Oak, and he was 50 years old. He's straight, and we hang out at Factor's Deli, the best pastrami in Beverly Hills. Go.
All right. This is your therapist. Her I know. Hello, how you doing? That's the doctor, right? What's her name again?
Dr. Gilda Carl.
Dr. Gilda Carl. All right.
And
who is this guy?
The guys with the pictures. He's guarding the pictures of Mark.
And this is the bodyguard. And where's the psychic?
Oh, you want them all here?
Well, I don't know.
Bring on the psychic after we finish. Yeah.
All right. Doctor.
Look at these pictures of Mark. Mark wants you
Hello,
to know
Doctor.
what a gorgeous
How are you,
man
Howard?
Yeah, Doctor. Oh, Mark's showing you pictures when he was younger.
Yes.
Right, good. And he carries them around.
No, my daughter just framed it for me.
Beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're absolutely gorgeous.
That's when Rock Hudson hit on him.
Right.
Was what? Hit. Not hit.
Right. And then there's a psychic with you as well. I don't even think there's enough room for everybody. For your whole entourage. Let me talk to the doctor first. Doctor,
what's wrong with your pager?
That's very good.
Doctor, are you a psychiatrist or a psychologist?
I'm a psychotherapist.
You're a psychotherapist?
Yes.
So you're a psychoanalyst?
Psychotherapist.
Therapist.
So that means not a doctor.
I am a doctor and I have a Ph.D.
But not a medical doctor.
Anyone can get a Ph.D.
I don't dispense drugs, right. Not a medical doctor.
Okay. So you are, Mark Harris is your patient?
Yes.
And so is the girlfriend, the 80-year-old girlfriend?
Yes.
And you've been very vocal. You told the 80-year-old woman, do not marry Mark.
I told both of them not to get married.
Why?
First of all, they knew each other for how long was that? How long was that, Mark?
3 months.
3 months. I said, get out of here. You're not getting married after 3 months.
And Mark's a homosexual.
Well, you know,
No, I'm there for the orgasm.
No, but Mark really. Mark, no, listen, I have no problem with anybody's lifestyle. But Mark is gay.
Well,
and if I'm with a woman, I'm gay. And if I'm with a man, I'm gay.
Yeah, if you're with a woman, you're thinking about a man. That's what we think.
Mark likes poontang, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, from a guy.
From anybody. Now, he has lived it. Behave yourself.
Okay.
He has lived the traditional life. He was married for 13 years.
Right.
Then he lived with somebody. He tried that.
And had a wonderful daughter from that.
He has had homosexual relationships. He has had heterosexual relationships. You know, the question is he asexual, bisexual, homosexual? The thing is, he's trisexual. He'll try everybody.
No, I don't believe that. I believe Mark. Mark
believe he secretly has a preference.
He slept with this woman, Gilda. There's no question about that. They had a relationship.
He slept with an 80-year-old woman. And isn't...
Okay, wait. Now let me get this. Okay, let me tell you something. I saw her yesterday again.
Right.
She is gorgeous. She looks probably like in her late 50s.
She's going to come on your show.
Really a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Right.
She's
you know that Mark was...
mother looked like that.
Mark was trying to marry her for her money, right?
No, for the co-op.
No, he was trying to marry her for her money.
Co-op.
You knew that, right, Doctor?
She just inherited more money.
He liked the idea that she did have money.
Right.
But she said yesterday to both of us, she said, if you think anybody's going to take my money away from me, they're very much mistaken.
Well, Mark will figure out a way.
She's not even Jewish.
My money's on Mark.
No, she's not. No. Now they're not even sleeping together.
Now, why is it? We did, but not sexually.
You sleep together in the same bed, but not sexually. You don't think you're a homosexual?
Do I think I'm a homosexual?
Yeah.
I know when it's
Why are you sleeping with a woman and not having sex with her?
Because I didn't want to. First of all, I came home late from a party last night.
Right.
And I had to do your show early in the morning.
Right.
We had a business meeting.
So you are sleeping with her?
Today.
Do you plan to have sex with her again?
She came out for my opening. She slept with me in California.
Oh, she did. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you are sleeping with her. You're having intercourse?
No.
You're not having intercourse?
No.
What are you receiving? Oral sex?
No.
What are you receiving?
No sex.
I'm receiving no sex.
Oh, so you never had sex with her?
Oh, yes, we did.
You did.
That's why we're not having sex.
And now they're not.
Sex carried into romance.
And now there's no romance.
I have no room in my life for romance.
Yeah. I think with a guy you do.
No, I don't. I mean, look at all the people he has with him.
There's people, he has nothing going on, really.
I'm going to see your friend David this week.
Oh.
His father's...
I bet you have sex.
That's why there's no romance.
His father's in Christina.
But Doctor, I can't figure out, what are you doing with Mark Harris? You're traveling with him? And
no, I'm not traveling with him.
You're not.
And I want to clear something up as well. Mr. Blackwell did not say I couldn't see you. That's not what happened.
You told me he would.
Why are you with Mr. Blackwell?
My house.
Mr. Blackwell is a friend of mine.
He is.
So, yeah, so when I was at his house.
Are you married?
No.
You're not?
I was.
What happened? You had a divorce?
I had a divorce.
Maybe the doctor needs our help, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and do you hang around with mostly gay men?
No, I know gay men. I know straight men. As a matter of fact, this past, a few days ago, I was out in L.A., and I said to Mark, hey, look, I'm out in L.A. He said, come over for dinner. And he had these 3 straight
wealthy men.
Who cares about wealth?
You do.
No, he had these 3 straight men for me to meet, okay?
Right.
You know,
and did you go out with them?
No, I just sat with them.
When's the last time you had sex?
Oh, I can't tell you that, Howard.
Are you seeing anyone?
I'm seeing a lot of people.
You are?
Yeah, I just broke up a relationship about 7 months ago, and now I'm having a good time.
Right. Hey, you're an attractive woman.
Well,
I don't even think you're wearing underwear. When you sat down, I saw up your dress.
I don't think you could see that far.
Oh, I saw.
I don't think so.
Did you see the coos?
Yeah.
Do you befriend all of your patients and socialize with them?
Yeah.
Not exactly.
You know, like I have a therapist. I don't think he'd come hang around with me.
He wouldn't be at a party with you, or
I wouldn't have a therapist that would hang.
Everybody has different needs.
Right. And you give advice.
So I want to get this straightened out. Mr. Blackwell you had left.
Why are you at Mr. Blackwell's house for 6 months?
I wasn't. Wait a minute. Let's get this straight. I was there about 6 months ago, and I spent a weekend there.
I see.
Stay here. And it wasn't.
And Blackwell said, I don't want Mark Harris over here.
No. This is what I'm getting straight.
You told me he would not allow you to call my house.
No, I didn't.
She didn't want to see you, Mark, and she was afraid to tell
What happened is that Mark left a message on the machine. Somehow the machine garbled the telephone number, and he couldn't find it, and I didn't have your telephone number, and I couldn't return the call. That's exactly what happened. It had nothing to do. Is that why you're not talking to him?
Right. I mean, I don't care to talk to him.
No, well, that's wrong. That did not happen.
Well, it sounds to me like this is a terrible thing.
Very confused.
For Mr. Blackwell and Mark to be on the outs is a terrible thing. And all show business weeps. And you're a bodyguard of some sort?
Yes.
Yeah. And
that's your regular job.
And Mark comes around. Oh, no, that's not my.
And he hires you to be his bodyguard?
Yes.
And what does he pay you to be your bodyguard? What can you make doing that a day?
It's about $100 an hour.
$100 an hour he pays. Where are you getting all this money from?
Do you know People magazine kept asking me that when they saw my house?
That's a good question.
Yeah, they interviewed me.
And what is the answer?
It's got to run out.
He's telling me he's building
AOL.
An AOL. American Online. Oh, you invested in AOL.
I bought a lot when it was $27.
Right.
And then it went down to $22. But I held it.
Okay. And now you are a psychic, sir? You are John Cohan?
Yes, hi, Howard. John Cohan.
How are you?
And you say he was...
You are the celebrity psychic?
Yes.
He was Nicole Simpson's psychic?
Yes, I was. And also my columns have appeared with Cindy Adams in the last 11 years of predictions, and I've been in other publications.
See, I don't believe that people have psychic abilities. If they did, they would be multi-billionaires. And you would be able to tell things to people. Like, you should have been able to tell Nicole, O.J. will kill you tomorrow.
Get out of town.
Get out of town.
No.
No, it doesn't work that way.
What do you get, then?
To begin with, let me tell you something. There are things that happen on a fluke. Hers was not a planned thing, and it just was a fluke. It was a spontaneous thing, and a person can pick up on that. And don't forget, Nicole is in L.A. I'm over here in New York. I'm going back and forth on the telephone.
Can you do me a favor? Because I would like to believe in psychics. I would like to believe someone has psychic. Can you tell me?
Think he's a psychic?
Well, yeah. Like what happened that makes you believe you're a psychic? Like there must have been some big event you predicted.
Well, I've been doing this since in the 70s, professionally, and.
But when was the first time you recognized this ability?
When I was very young, but I didn't get it professionally started till I was.
Well, what was that incident when you were young?
Premonitions of things to come.
Well, let me ask you this. Tell me one thing that will happen tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen later on down the road for you. Not tomorrow, but down the road.
Oh, for Howard.
Not even for me.
Well, I'll do it for you.
All right, do it for me. Okay.
For you.
All right, because it seems egotistical of me to get my own reading.
Oh, whatever would think of that.
I would like you to make one prediction that will happen within this week. And then we could say you are the ultimate psychic.
Well, I am the ultimate psychic, but I don't have to prove this week.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Prove something.
But I'll tell you something down the road for you. I'll
Thank
be
you.
honest in what I pick up.
All right.
You can't force it.
Do me a favor. If it includes Jackie Martling, don't tell me what it is. I don't really want to be with him.
Freddie Roman agrees.
No, this is very good. This
All
is
right,
very
good. Thank you.
Down the road, when this is ended...
The radio thing.
Into the radio, right? You'll be going into heavy drama movies.
Thank you. And you know what? I believe you're going to be right. I'm a great actor.
He did it.
You did it. You are a psychic.
Anything that we couldn't
be very
foretell.
successful with that.
Thank you.
Like, he's going to discover the cure for cancer or something.
Well, we know I'm not going to.
Is Robin going to meet a man and get married?
I could predict that, Howard.
You could.
Yes.
You could have predicted that?
Sure.
But you didn't. He did.
Yeah.
And you know him, Robin. I don't know him all that well. I'm going on what I'm picking up.
All right. So Mark had a question.
Is Robin
going to
meet a man and get married?
I don't think right now is a time for that. I think right now is a time for priorities, and that's not a priority. That's a natural thing that can happen anytime. But there are priorities right now that are more important.
Like what?
What could be more important than Robin getting a man?
Career.
Really?
Oh, please. I've had enough of that.
Been there, done that.
No, you've been there and done that maybe now doing this, but there's a new chapter.
Really?
Oh, and is that chapter going to include drama?
No.
The marriage drama.
She's just jealous that I'm going to be in a drama. You could say it. Go ahead.
Are they going to be
What
together?
is this career thing going to be?
They're not going to be together.
Oh, dear. We're
Me and Robin?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Robin. Adios.
sorry.
Adios, old friend.
Okay, so what am I going to do?
Listen, growth comes from change.
Exactly.
Yes, and so what will I be doing?
You should be a psychoanalyst. Never mind. I'm getting more information from you than the doctor.
What you'll be doing, Robin, but as I say, I have to go with what I pick up, and the honest flow of it all is that down the road it will be a good chapter for you. But again, it won't be, as it is now.
Will I at least ditch Fred also? This guy over here?
No, you're stuck with
him?
him?
I'm stuck with him. Hey, listen, wait a second. Give me one prediction about the world or something big that's going to happen so that I can monitor your success.
Well, no catastrophes, but I'll tell you about a celebrity that I did the beginning of the year when they were talking about Jagger, and she signed the divorce papers.
Yes.
And I said I still stuck to what my prediction was, that they would not ever divorce.
So you felt they would never divorce Mick Jagger and his wife?
No.
All right. But what about something that's going to happen?
Will the Clintons divorce?
In celebrity?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Celebrity.
Yeah.
Will the Clintons divorce?
This is not an open thing. Oh, just draw at this, draw at that.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything...
Will the Clintons divorce?
Yeah.
That I don't touch. It's not worth it.
Everybody else does.
You won't even touch it?
No, it's not worth it.
Okay.
She won't touch it either.
I'm saying usually like a psychic will have...
Right.
You know how Gene Dixon predicted John F. Kennedy would be shot?
Yeah, but see, the wrong concept of all this is you're focusing on it just for disasters and terrible things.
Tell us a great
give me a good thing.
A good positive thing. About what? The world?
My career. Mark Harris's career.
Please, I can predict that around me.
Positive thing.
You're not doing anything. Sit still.
No,
yeah.
he has...
You're going to marry some rich old woman.
For another stock.
Forget the woman.
Right.
Forget the marriage.
goes up.
Stick with the career because...
All right, here's what I want to know. Out of my show, me, Robin, Fred, and Jackie, who will die first?
Oh, my God.
What do you mean, oh, my God?
Over there. He's...
There's nothing to
Leave
think
it to the
about
psychic.
because you don't. I don't get into that.
You don't get into that?
No.
What do you get into? I mean, really?
I'm to help the person, the positive stuff of people.
I see.
Careers and relationships.
All right. Do you believe Mark Harris will ever... do you believe Mark Harris is straight or into women?
No.
That's my mother. She says no.
Who was that?
That's my mother. She says you're not.
That's not the question. The question.
No, that was the question.
That is the question.
Please go with
I
it.
should answer. Okay.
Oh, please.
He's
My life's an open book.
He's a homosexual, isn't he?
It looks that way.
And while I'm wearing the American flag.
And that's psychically, man.
And
Right.
he knows what makes him happy.
I can't believe he fooled his therapist into thinking that he's into women.
Well, then how come he sleeps with women?
Because
Just because he can do it doesn't mean he likes it.
Because he wants to marry a rich woman.
So you think that that's what he does it for?
Yes.
It's like castor oil.
I'll tell you, I observed their relationship. They had a really intense relationship.
Oh, he likes women, out of bed.
He likes women in bed, too.
I wouldn't like Rosie O'Donnell in bed.
Kathy, you're on the air.
There wouldn't be room.
Women.
Yes.
There wouldn't be room.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. I just want to say hi to Mark Harris. I don't know if he remembers me, but I am a real old flame of his. And I absolutely adore Mark.
And you had sex with him?
I sure did.
But you're a very old woman, aren't you?
No, I am not. I'm not one of these old codgers.
How old are you?
Pardon me?
How old are you?
I'm 48.
Oh.
And when did you make love to Mark?
I met him in '82, and we had a little fling going, and I wish I still had a little bit of that.
Really?
I sure do.
You remember?
Was it New York or California?
It was in California.
And where'd we meet?
Pardon me?
Where did we meet?
You know, you are so low, I can't even hear you.
Where did we meet?
He is low.
You don't come any lower.
Where?
And you were singing there, Beverly Hills.
What place?
Beverly Hills, you were singing.
Which place?
In your house, probably.
No. He was extremely popular at the Rangoon.
Oh, the Rangoon Racket Club.
Exactly.
I see. Well, he sings in weird places.
I adored you, and we got together that night.
I do remember, Kathy, I do remember.
You do? You remember having sex with her? Yeah.
I should hope so.
I don't believe any of this.
Oh, well, please, come on. Mark was the greatest.
Kathy, did you have money at the time?
Well, I don't know what you call money, but, you know, I don't think Mark was after me for my money.
Well, that's what you think. You sound...
I hear you're saying he marries for money.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
You sound like you've had a few strokes, I'll be honest with you.
Mark's ready for you now.
Yeah, Mark's ready for you now, baby.
I'm ready for him.
All right.
Anytime he's ready.
Well, thank you, Kathy. This is quite startling.
And thank you.
Thank
Mark,
you.
I love you. I want to hear more. I want to hear more.
More Mark Harris.
Atlantic City, the end of the year, you'll hear more. And Howard will be in the audience, won't you?
I really should be. Thank you.
I love you, Howard.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Yes, you're on with Mark Harris.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Yes.
I think I know a new career for Mark in the entertainment field.
What is that?
Well, I heard the WWF is looking for somebody very flamboyant to come swinging out from the ceilings every night.
It seems like you practice that.
Would you swing from the ceiling for the WWF?
Not even with his
Not even with it. Okay.
That's Rosie.
All right. Thank you. You predicted that Ann H. will leave Ellen DeGeneres?
Yes.
When will that happen?
I did, yes.
When is that going to happen?
As we're speaking.
Oh, really? They're breaking up?
Is that right?
I see it.
Well,
where are they going after that?
To the beauty parlor. They both have roots. Did you see that walking around like that? They could afford a touch-up.
Here.
What kind of heterosexual cares about that?
Hey, I used to do your Aunt Sally.
All right, listen. And also you predicted that O.J. will get married. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is he marrying the girl he's with now?
No, I don't feel it that way.
You don't?
No.
Would you get him a knife set?
No, let's
not
please. Let's not get into that.
What's the matter with you? You're in such poor taste. All right, listen.
He's the one that uses it.
All right,
but,
listen.
I'll tell you something very interesting about another slant to the whole thing is, you know who O.J.'s secret fantasy was?
Who?
It was Nicole Brown Simpson's arch enemy. She used to refer to her as the Bobby doll, and she was speaking about Connie Stevens.
You're saying that...
Oh, my God.
Connie Stevens?
What are you saying? Yeah. I don't even know why are you saying, oh, my God?
She's much older than Nicole Brown was.
You're saying that O.J. Simpson was in love with Connie Stevens?
Yes, Nicole told me that many times, and also it was a heavy thing going on. It was something Nicole used to refer to her as her arch enemy, because so many bad incidents happened when Nicole was at restaurants and different places, and Nicole would just put her foot down. She didn't take guff from anybody, as contrary to what the media says. That's not true. She fought for her own rights, and when this one used to give her insults all the time, she decided she was going to write a book about her and show the public her true color.
Didn't you predict, though, in 1996 that Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith would split up?
Yeah, well, don't be holding the Hallmark cards for them.
Really? You feel that will still happen?
I still maintain my stance, yes.
It's amazing. You have all this psychic ability, and look at what you focus in on.
All you do is tell when people are going to break up.
You tell when people divorce. I mean, I would... Why would you go to the track and pick a horse?
No. You're taking it out of context. What you're doing is you're taking yearly predictions.
Yes.
I have clients that I deal with all the time.
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis that I help with their relationships and their career.
I see. All right.
Who's to help?
No, money doesn't play strong in that. I'm not, anybody that knows my reputation knows I'm not into that.
If you look at Fred, do you think his marriage will last? Over there, that guy?
Stand up, Fred.
Fred, stand up. Let him look you over, because I know you've had rocky times with your wife.
Look you in the eye.
Go ahead.
Try men.
That was Mark Harris.
So Fred would be with men. Go ahead. Do you see anything for Fred?
Not at the moment, no.
You don't see anything. Yeah,
No.
I don't either. He looks like a blank slate to me, and I'm not a psychic. All right, listen.
No, it doesn't mean anything bad. It just
Right.
means that as time goes on, maybe this problem will get better. He'll be picking, something different.
Well, look at Jackie over there.
Yeah, what about Jackie? Do you see anything on him? He's a real loser. Stand up, Jackie. Let the psychic look you over.
Mark, I'll kill you.
Please.
He's got no toenails.
As in what in particular? What you?
I don't know. Do you get any vibe?
It's just like you're saying, well, now check out from top to this.
Do you see anything in him?
He's asking you, will my marriage last? Will I
Well,
be famous? Will I die? Will I bet on a horse? Will I have sex with Mark?
Anything. Is there anything you see? Do you see anything?
Yeah, I do see him in another locale.
You do? Another house?
Another locale.
Yeah, interesting.
Location. Bending over?
Can you imagine Jackie owns 4 homes already?
And now he's going to go someplace else and buy
And he's going to buy another home. You see, I believe
You
that.
just never have enough.
Right. All right.
No, but very interesting on the subject of the Barbie doll, because, she asked me, Nicole, she said, would I co-author the book with her?
Right.
And now she's no longer here, but I will keep that promise.
Do you still speak to Nicole Brown?
I do get very important messages and dreams and in visions.
You do. What has she said to you recently?
Well, I'll be putting that in my book.
You will. You will not say it here.
No, because I'll tell you why.
Yes.
I'll tell you why.
That was Nicole contacting us.
That's good. I don't want to give it away.
You don't. Can you give us any morsel? I mean, the world is waiting.
Yes, I'll tell you this. I will give you some bombshells, but I can't tell you everything on the book. Nicole's tragedy was not something that was planned. It was a spontaneous fluke, I call it.
It was O.J. got in a tizzy.
No, you're putting words now. Don't say
All right,
that.
thank you.
Who did it?
No, O.J. did it.
I was never a friend
Who
of
did
his,
it?
nor am I now a friend of his. But read in the book, you'll be very surprised.
Who committed the murder? O.J., right? You do not believe O.J. did it?
I'm not saying yes or no. But I will say this, though. Ronnie Goldman and Nicole knew...
their killer?
Knew his name. Yes.
I should hope so.
Yeah, his name was O.J. I know he'd kill it, too.
Well, it's not what it appears to be.
Really?
Sure ain't. He was there, but it's not what it appears to be.
Really? Well, there's a very... And you're going to drop this bombshell in your new book?
Yeah.
All right.
Nicole told you?
Of course.
From the factual stuff over the years of talking to her, and then also what I was picking up, yes.
All right. John Cohan is a psychic. He's a friend of Mark Harris.
How do you know him, Mark?
Which is more unbelievable? Psychic abilities or being a friend of Mark Harris?
See.
But anyway, listen.
Get out the saucer of milk.
Yeah, but anyway, you're going to write a book. When is this book coming out?
I'm working on it now.
All right, we're looking forward to reading that. Dr. Gilda, thank you.
My pleasure.
It's very... Do you say your name Gilda or Gilda?
I'm Gilda. His girlfriend is
See, sometimes he calls you Gilda.
No, he doesn't.
I made the mistake.
Right.
I haven't heard that.
I don't know your bodyguard's name, but...
Richie
D,
my security.
And Richie, what do you really do? What are you, cop?
I'm a car wholesaler. No, I wholesale.
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, I think Mark wants to get in your pants between you and me.
I've done some
Right. And Mark Harris, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I have to take a break and then come back and do the news. What a group.
Whenever Mark comes.
He always has a posse with him. Doctor, reveal to me once and for all, are you wearing panties today?
I'd never tell
You're not, are you? Because I swear I saw up your dress.
She absolutely is. Whether the collars and cuffs match.
I'm looking.
That wouldn't be
She
a
is
good
a natural.
idea.
You're wearing what? You're wearing a pantyhose?
Yes.
Yeah, and no panties. Because I'm telling you, I saw something. Boy, I'd like to go to you for a few sessions.
Yeah, what would we discuss?
I'd like to know what my shrink, he always wears his pants. Is that what you wear for your clients? Like little mini dresses and stuff?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sometimes I wear the pants.
And doesn't that become an issue when you're all foxed up like this?
Not with Mark.
Not with me.
I want to wear your dress.
It's never an issue. We talk about real important things.
the clip-on.
Right. Are you wearing a bra today?
Yes.
I am.
You are, okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you
Does
have
that make you
do
happy?
you have breast implants?
Are you crazy? No.
No. All right. We're going to take a break and we'll
It's a
be...
real thing. Real redhead, real
Right.
boots.
No birth control.
How would you know?
All right. We'll take a break and we'll be back right after these words. You know what? What's his name is here? Mark Harris. Gary read some book on Mark Harris.
There's a book on Mark
Yeah,
Harris?
we were sitting here reading it. We said, we got to ask him a bunch of questions.
I can't imagine that somebody's written about him.
Yeah, well, he wrote about Martha Ray and
Oh, so he's in there.
like a lot of statements in there we got to ask him about.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yeah, let me take a break and we'll come back and we'll do the news. We'll do Mark and well, we won't do him, but
Yeah, be careful
Talk to
what
him.
you say.
Right, and we'll be back right after this.
You're listening to a man who never stops breaking balls and wind. Howard Stern, The Stern Show.
Lord have mercy. Is that what that is?
All right, the show is running long today. Let's get Mark Harrison here. He's been waiting a long time. Maybe he'll sit in for the news as well, because he has interesting thoughts.
Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah, he's living La Vida Loca.
I think that he's a guy who's not upset with life. He's not angry. He's a happy dude. What in the world?
He's wearing a sheet over his head.
What has he done now?
What are you doing?
Well,
explain this to me.
Yeah, didn't you report about there's still 10% left on those mosquitoes?
Are you wearing a mosquito net over your
head? Yeah, I had to sleep in Queens last night.
How many of them?
Oh, they were ugly. I tell you,
how many queens did you sleep in? Take off your mosquito net. Come on, this is silly.
There's no other pets in here but him, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Jesus.
Mark Harris, as you know, was married to Martha Raye. That is his big claim to fame. He married a woman who was 40 years older than him. She was almost 100 years old when he married her.
Well, that's not my big claim.
What did you do to your face?
He is addicted to plastic surgery. I knew he had done something else.
No, I didn't do a thing.
You did more.
No. And if I knew about that shroud early, I wouldn't have had plastic surgery.
I am shocked.
You're shocked.
What I'm seeing. Your face is totally pulled back.
No, I didn't do a thing.
When is the last time you had plastic surgery?
5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Put the net back on. Maybe that's it.
But I want to thank you, Howard. Last week I had a good turnout because of your mention, and I'm booked every month at the Gardenia Room.
In Los Angeles?
Hollywood, yeah.
In Hollywood.
Singing. Singing. I hit the high notes.
It was for all sex.
No. That was really interesting about that guy with President Clinton.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah, terrific and totally believable. And Sunday when I was walking down Montana in Santa Monica, the true story, I literally bumped into Monica Lewinsky.
You did?
I've never lost
So Mark Harris met Monica Lewinsky.
The woman's at least a size 18 dress. She's
right. Huge.
And I really did. I mean, I was turning the corner, and then I looked at her, and I'm never lost for words.
And what did you say? Nothing. And you didn't talk to her.
No,
why were you at a loss for words?
I don't know. I guess I just wasn't expecting.
You're starstruck?
You're an oral sex expert, and she's an oral sex expert.
You two should have been a lot.
But I never had a Navy dress to make reports.
All right, so Mark, we were curious. We were reading this book about Martha Raye, the life of Martha Raye. Are you familiar with this book?
I was told about it, never asked for an interview, and it's pretty disgusting.
It is?
You read it?
No, I didn't read it.
How do you know it's disgusting?
My choreographer called me and she offered me
choreographer?
I said no. Oh, yeah, I'm moving in the act. I'm telling you, the whole thing.
Let me see you dance.
Not this morning. It's too early. But
it's always too early.
But what do you have to say about the book?
No, we have questions. Gary went through. Go ahead, Gary. Ask the following question.
Well, I always thought this was funny. When you meet a woman that you like, what's the first thing you do? Do you rap to her, ask her out on a date or something?
You try to get some sort of rapport going.
When Mark first met Martha, the first thing he did was he told her how much he wanted to wash, trim, and style her hair. And her hair hadn't been washed in a long time, so he had to get in there and clean her up. He immediately cleaned her up.
Is that in the book?
Yes.
Oh.
Is that true?
It is true that I washed her hair the following day we met. It was very, very long, and the nurses were not taking care of her, and I cut it.
Right.
You know.
So that's how you made your initial approach?
No, not at all. The first day in meeting Martha Raye, she was telling me all about her daughter suing her since 1988 when Nick Kondos died. And she was telling me this story. Ultimately, it would be a conservatorship.
Why would somebody tell a total stranger this?
Yeah, how did you meet her?
Why? Would have you wanted to be put out of your house by your daughter?
I wouldn't talk to you about it.
Yeah, I mean, you're a perfect
your
stranger.
name is not Martha Raye.
Yeah, you're not Martha Raye.
Yeah.
Well, that explains.
that explains everything.
You could play the life story of Whoopi Goldberg, except you're prettier and younger. I hear there's a working title on that story.
What is it?
The Black Hole.
Oh, my. Why would you say that? Why are you against Whoopi Goldberg?
You know, I met her in the Admirals Club, and she said, whatever you do, don't ever mention my name to Howard.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did she say that?
She knew that everybody knows.
But you don't like her. Why would you call her the Black Hole?
I didn't. I said that's a working title that I heard in Hollywood.
Oh, please. That's
As a matter of fact,
silly.
after my show, there was so many people
Get
there.
back to Martha Raye. You cleaned her. So let's recap.
Okay.
You cleaned her up and then you cleaned her out. Is that correct?
No.
Yeah. How much money?
The conservatorship took care of that.
All right, go ahead. Ask more questions, Gary.
So how long did you guys know each other before you got married?
Yeah, I think it was about 21 days, something like that.
21
something
days.
Like
The daughter says it was 9 days. Mark says it was...
No, I still think, Mark, you were in a rush to marry her.
25. We met Labor Day. So
I think you were in a rush to marry her because, seriously...
Go ahead.
Last legs.
You know something?
It does seem like a financial thing.
October 9th,
A&E
biography is the debut of Martha Raye, and I'm appearing at L.A. Cabaret, and the bio will be debuted there. And
what do you have on, nail polish?
It's actually hoof polish. It's for hooves.
Hooves?
Yeah.
Why would you wear hoof polish?
My first wife gave it to me.
Right. And you look at your nails like a woman.
Really? Well, no, actually, I was looking at the diamond ring. But go ahead.
And you have a sparkling diamond ring.
And a
it's
lady's
real, too.
watch.
And a lady's watch.
No, it's from Germany.
And a brassiere.
You like that, huh? Where you see? No, that was the other one.
And a thong.
Now, let me...
tampon.
Yeah, do I win?
All right, go ahead. Ask Mark more questions.
So it says that when they got married, they went to Vegas, and they were married by a rabbi.
Right.
And it says
that Martha picked out.
Martha had to be propped up like a rag doll on a stool in the bridal suite.
That's not true.
After the reception, Martha suffered severe abdominal pains and had to be taken by ambulance to a hospital.
Right.
And the next day, she began passing blood. I'm sorry.
No, she didn't pass blood. No. She had diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis, yeah.
So now...
Diverticulitis.
That's not a word I use. Diverticulitis.
So you didn't knock up Martha Raye. There was never a child between you two.
We tried.
You did try. You tried to have a child. No, his wife was, how old was Martha Raye when you married her?
75.
75 years old, and you were at the time how old? 42.
And wait, one at a time.
And not a healthy 75.
No, 75 and dying.
42.
And dying at any minute.
So why did you rush off? Why did you have to get married at all?
She needed money. You want me to answer that? Yeah. She needed somebody to be her ally. She couldn't have another child. You needed a husband or a child to fight the daughter. In this country, if you have one child, you better pray that child loves you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a true story. I mean, that's it.
So you did it to protect her?
Absolutely. She was never put out of her home.
And here's how Mark protected her right away. Like, as soon as they got back from the honeymoon...
Yes. What was the honeymoon, by the way?
In the hospital.
Honeymoon.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What was the honeymoon, Mark, seriously?
We were at the Golden Nugget.
The Golden Nugget.
And we got married there.
And that's where you had sex with her?
We were friends there. No, she had diverticulitis sometimes. She had pain.
When did you have sex with her? When you took her home? From the honeymoon?
We had before the wedding. I mean, does that mean anything?
All right. No, that means every time means something.
Oh, does it really?
The woman's 75.
With her before you got married?
Well, who else? President Clinton?
Well, I'm just asking.
Did you use a condom?
No.
She's your wife.
Right.
And you knew she wasn't with anybody else.
I knew she couldn't get pregnant.
Was she conscious during the sex?
Very much.
Really?
She
and
said,
a full participant?
She couldn't get over it. She said how much I reminded her of Nick Condos.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
And that's a big compliment in your book.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I can't tap.
Okay. All right, go ahead. So you're a good lover.
Well, I mean, that didn't put you off?
I
would imagine you do. I don't know.
No, Paula didn't. Of course we had to use KY jelly.
Oh, right.
What's like that?
What a mess.
Well, no.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Who applied it?
How does that work?
Who applied it?
Well, don't believe the nurse did.
Yeah. And she wore a nightie, or did you dress her up?
She wore a green loungewear thing.
Loungewear.
Yeah.
A diaper.
You sure you weren't wearing green loungewear?
No, she wasn't into it either with them. Say what?
I don't believe any of this.
Oh, well, then pass. Let's go to the next question. What is?
He has details.
Yeah, he does.
You're asking questions.
How long were you actually involved in coitus? How long were you actually involved in coitus?
I'm so glad I got this fly swatter. Come here, you. Hey, Baldy, get over here.
Yeah.
I got them the right presents. You, I got a beautiful gift. But
Thank
go
you,
ahead,
Mark.
go ahead.
You didn't have to.
No.
Your gift enough.
No, it's really something.
Mark, seriously, seriously, in the sex, did it last a long time, and did she achieve an orgasm?
Yes.
She did?
Honest.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. What about
you?
Come again.
Go ahead, Gary.
Go ahead, Gary.
So I guess Martha had this woman who was one of her managers for 30 years.
Right.
They get Mark and Martha get back from the honeymoon. This woman calls the house.
Right.
Has no idea who Mark is. Doesn't know anything went on.
Okay.
And
I'm anticipating. I know what you're saying.
Martha didn't know who he was.
No, I know. You're talking about Ruth Webb.
Right, Ruth Webb. Her name's in the book.
Okay.
And then Mark says, "I am now her manager." Hangs up and changes her number to an unlisted number.
That's
Martha's
not true.
Not
now
true.
Let me tell you what part is true. All I did was say, Martha, there's a Ruth Webb on the phone. And she screamed. She said, "Hang up on her!"
Really?
And she used the B word. She's nuts!
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying Ruth Webb was never her manager?
You know, Ruth Webb handles a lot of people, including Buttafuoco.
That's true. It says Buttafuoco and John Bobbitt have been some of her other clients.
Right. That became later, the scandals. But before that, she would get jobs for Ann Miller and Ann Southern, all the
older actors,
right?
Yeah.
For touring cabarets and things. So she offered Martha a job, but she was fighting in court, saying that she did the Paladin deal, and Martha.
I bet Martha was laying in bed yelling, "Ruth, help me!"
No.
Help.
Ruth was claiming that she did the Paladin deal when it was William Morris, and Martha prevailed.
Okay, so that's your version of the story. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Again, when I get together with a girl that I dig, and we get together, I don't generally have to change all the furnishings in the house, but Mark replaced all of her colonial furnishings with an antique collection, and his quote was, "I have a lot of furniture from Europe."
Right.
So he had to change all.
So he took all of Martha's furniture out and put it in his own.
Martha gave the dining room set to her nurse, who was married, which was colonial. Unfortunately, the house had really been, because everything paid. I don't know what those nurses were doing, but it was a mess.
They were there to take care of her, not the
Yeah, well, why didn't they take care of her?
We changed all the furniture, so she probably had no idea where she was.
No, that's when we made, as you called, the disco room. We had parties all the time. Martha had quality to her life.
Right. How long did the marriage last? Before she died?
Over 3.5 years.
Over 3.5 years.
I'm the seventh husband, the last husband, the longest married.
Right. Okay, what else you got there?
Within 2 days after Martha's daughter filed the conservatorship, an agreement signed with a shaky signature by Martha stated that in the event of Martha's death, all monies would go to Mark.
Right.
Martha did not have a shaky signature. Her right hand she had a good handwriting.
But this is interesting.
Go ahead.
The relationship's going along.
All right.
Yeah.
And, the daughter has this conservatorship.
Thank God the book isn't selling.
And now, Martha has to go to sort of court-appointed doctor's appointments to see how she's doing.
Right.
So a doctor met with Mark and a recently hired nurse. They could supply few details on Martha's progress. They insinuated that nobody knew what was going on, but they said that he interviewed Martha and found out that Martha did not know the number of pennies, nickels, or dimes in a dollar.
Why don't they just pull out the legal papers from the courts? Martha was indemnified. I mean, she was found totally sane. Martha even said to the judge, "What are you asking me? Ask my daughter. She's crazy. She needs a psychiatrist."
So you're saying Martha was a full mental capacity when she signed over everything to you?
The court found her in total...
Is there any truth to this story that Martha couldn't tell the difference between a nickel and a dime?
No.
There's no truth?
No.
How can they print that?
They could print anything about a public figure. You know that.
All right, go ahead.
They say things about you that aren't true?
Absolutely.
So?
Absolutely.
That's my case.
All right, go ahead.
The book says that Mark was supposed to take her to one of these court-appointed doctor's appointments. He didn't bring her to one that he was supposed to, but he took her to a hospital. And the doctor really didn't know Martha's history, so he prescribed Thorazine for her.
Not true.
Not knowing that she was also on Prozac, Naroxen, some other drugs.
That's not even true.
All of that is false.
For this. She was never on Thorazine.
Really?
There's medical records that had to be followed. Before me, even.
Right.
Again, everything was not with me.
Right. So you're denying all of this?
I was not the conservator. Fanny LeBeau was the conservator of the person and instrumental for medical care.
All right, go ahead, Gary.
This I personally find to be the most interesting fact.
But it's all lies.
One I'm sure that Mark can explain. He told people that he was, quote, not dependent on Martha's money. But in legal papers he filed regarding the conservatorship, he stated he had no income and had not filed taxes in 3 years.
Wow.
Is that true?
Well, that is true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Right.
But how did you live if you didn't need Martha's money?
I had a boyfriend at the time for 8 years.
That actually leads to my next question.
And I did not have to marry Martha Ray. He's quite wealthy.
Right.
Next.
All right, so you kept up that boyfriend relationship during your marriage?
No, that is not true.
You gave it up.
That is not. I did. But not only for Martha, I wanted to get rid of him.
Right. You were done with him.
Really?
Your sugar daddy.
Young guy.
Young guy was your sugar daddy.
Well, okay.
But you were young at the time.
He was 13 years younger. And he inherited all the land from his father.
So he paid you to have sex with him?
No.
He just kept...
Paid first-class air tickets. And
you were like a wife.
Well, wait a second.
No, he was the wife.
He was.
Yeah.
But he paid for you. You had no money.
Well, that's the way
he wanted me to live with him, but I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Because there is a question.
Continue.
Gary, wait.
I'll answer everything. You know that.
This will go to that.
You know that.
No, but it won't. How did you live?
Will.
Did he pay for your rent?
Did he?
You just said you didn't live with him.
No, at that time I was
no income.
I was right.
So how did you live?
Yeah. Who paid for
Not
rent?
with him physically.
Right.
He went away.
How did you pay for your house, though? How did you pay for your food?
Pay rent and light.
Where did
you get money?
I was living in Vegas at that time.
You were. How did you pay for that? He gave you a salary?
Well, he gave me money, yeah.
He did. He gave you gifts.
Yeah, a lot of gifts.
Right. All right. So the guy was supporting you.
Yes, but that would go to the old-time banker that I had in Germany at the time who supported me.
All right. So you have men who support you.
Not now.
Right.
And I'm
now
not
you got Martha's
supporting anybody.
money. Okay. You have Martha Ray's money.
It's all in the house.
Right. All right.
Well, where's the...
Go ahead. What? Where's the what? I'll answer you.
If the money is all in the house, how do you live? You got to pay taxes. You got to...
Right.
Eat, you
I file
travel
taxes.
all the time.
I file taxes, and I'm singing every month, and I made a nice bit of change on the last gig. It was very nice, and I'm now going into cyberspace.
You've been in cyberspace.
You know, you're right.
Watch out.
You're a vulture.
Can I just tell you about my email address that's active today?
Yes, please.
Yes, it's called...
Gay.com?
No.
What?
It's Harrisite. Like Parasite?
Right, Harrisite.
Yeah. At AOL.com, C-O-M, and HARRISSITE.
I see. Harrissite.com.
Right.
Like Parasite.
Exactly. And then my website will be active January, and that's called Mark Harris Live.
And what will there be? Nude pictures of you on there?
No, I'm going to sing. I'm going to do a whole world tour.
On the Internet?
On the Internet.
Right. Well, finally.
Bathhouses. It's called my sauna tour.
You're going to tour gay bathhouses?
Yeah, I just sang in a bathhouse in Paris.
I see.
I didn't even know I was going to do that.
So I'll tune in on the Internet and I'll pay to see you sing to gay men?
You sure should.
Right.
They're all going to be the towels. I'm in tails.
This is fascinating. Go ahead. Is there anything left?
Go ahead.
There's one or two more.
All right, because I'm running out of time.
It said that you used to drive Martha around in a 1976 Rolls Royce.
That was mine. I just sold it.
Was received from...
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
All right.
That was my ex-wife that gave it to me.
Your ex-wife gave you a Rolls Royce.
Engagement gift.
And you took the Rolls Royce and you put Martha in it and you drove her around.
He said he used to prop her up in it.
Oh, prop her up, indeed. I had to put a seatbelt on her.
It did say that was one of the few tours of her final days.
Come on. Final days. From the beginning, we enjoyed going out.
It says it was one of her few joys in their final days?
Yeah. Well, her final days from the beginning of the wedding.
From the beginning of the wedding, it was her final day. She only lived 3 years.
No. Past 3.5 years.
Is this true, Mark?
Yeah. I'll answer you.
In the evening,
I don't care.
Mark would dress Martha up in a gown. He would use tape to lift her eyes.
Oh,
comb her bangs over the
That can't be in the book. I refuse to believe that.
Applied makeup and perfume, and took her to parties where she would very often fall asleep in the wheelchair.
Well, that's possible.
Let me explain. First of all, this business with taping up her eyes, I never even heard anything so stupid. Martha had firmer skin than I did. She never had a facelift. Makeup, you could never do Martha Ray's makeup. Her first husband was Bud Westmore, and she wouldn't let him do her makeup.
This was so close to Psycho.
Lies.
Lies. All of it is lies. You never dressed her up.
Legal papers.
There are papers on this.
Legal papers about whether you made her
when she was. No. Well, actually,
legal papers.
Excuse me, there would be nurses' notes. They had to do everything 24 hours every day.
All right, go ahead, guys.
As far as just a minute, when she was an amputee, of course I had to help her on with her clothes.
Did she fall asleep at parties that you kept her out late at? It says that happened.
I kept her out late. I was tired. I didn't want to go to half the parties. That's all she did was party and party.
She never fell asleep at a party.
No.
In her wheelchair.
Yeah, Louie, you're on the air. You're with Mark Harris.
Hey, Howard, I just wanted to say that Martha Ray must have been crazy, because couldn't she tell this guy was a smelly old faggot from the beginning?
Well, I don't know.
And you? And what are you? You're a
Me,
caller.
I'm a real dad, you
You're
pussy.
a caller that has nothing
I'll go in there, bitch slap you.
Oh, go take a... No, go ahead.
All right, Larson, go ahead.
Yeah, I just think he's probably a necrophiliac.
Is it possible you're a necrophiliac, that you enjoy making love to the dead, Mark? That's what this
I didn't even know what it meant.
Yeah, that's what it means. It means that you enjoy making love to the dead.
If the caller was even breathing, I wouldn't go to sleep.
Really? You wouldn't?
No, I could smell his breath over there.
You know what? I'm really fascinated, because when Mark first started coming to see us, he swore to us he was not gay. Now we're hearing about the boyfriends
I always
and the
admit,
lovers
look,
who were always...
Right.
Yeah.
He's gay. Let's be honest. He's a gay man who married Martha Ray.
Right, but he...
It was a financial benefit. What's wrong with that?
You could put any label on it. Just tune into the website.
That's the bottom line. Right? There was financial benefit. You wouldn't just go marry some old lady. You married a rich, famous lady.
It was a great part of my life. I miss Martha Ray. She was a wonderful, wonderful human being. I was her.
You wouldn't have married her if she was poor.
It was more than a
I thought she was. No, wait a minute. No, I never heard about that $2.4 million until it went to court. She had this little barn of a house.
Well, if anything, you did
and
just
she was
to be
a contract player.
No, what is it there, Gary?
It said in the book that Martha was very impressed by the fact that Mark would entertain her by telling stories about how when he was growing up, he and and his family would sit around and watch our TV, and Mark could recite certain things that she would remember, and that was very impressive to her.
She liked that.
He was a Martha Ray fan.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he wants to be Martha Ray.
The closest we could say to that is my late father was a great fan and born on the same day in year. Is that what we're talking about?
Jeff, you're on the air.
Yeah, Mark, man, this sounds like Weekend at Martha's. It does.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's. You would dress up Martha and wheel her around.
Exactly.
Take her to different parties.
That's one of my shows. We do a salute.
To Martha Ray.
Absolutely. She deserves it.
All right.
Did you put a strap on Martha when you when she was there?
No, but it sounds like you're tight. Bend over, guy. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, you are gay.
Yeah. And you're straight.
I got a question.
Yes.
Gay, straight, who cares?
Hollywood.
Just have the orgasm.
You're young, you're gay,
Who are we talking
you're
about?
very wealthy.
Yeah.
Is this who you choose to support?
Oh, Mark Harris?
Yeah, that's that.
Maybe he's good in the sack. Maybe he gives good fellatio.
You know, Mark's a good-looking guy.
You can't analyze what gay guys are into.
He was cute.
Remember what Mark looked like?
Was cute?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Was?
There was a time when Mark was cute, you think?
Was?
Remember what Mark looked like when we first met him?
He'll run back to the plastic surgeon.
Yeah, right. Easy. Yes, Bill, go ahead.
I'm just, as Mark's talking, I'm just picturing this vulture sitting next to Heckle and Jekyll.
Tell your wife to leave you then.
Get off the air,
Your wife wears combat shoes.
All right, Gary,
And
go ahead.
hopefully she'll kick you in the ass.
Now, Mark tried to put Martha in a play. He tried to finance a play called When Night Falls.
I never heard. Oh, wait, you know who wanted that? That has nothing to do with me. Ruth Webb called me and said something about this play, and Martha really she said, I told you that woman's crazy.
Well, apparently the play was about a lady in a wheelchair, and Mark was very much behind it.
I swear nothing,
and she said,
no.
Martha said no after she learned that the part of the plot involved
So
Martha's
stupid.
character would be decapitated and have her head displayed in a box for most of the play.
The only thing I did was try to return Martha to Polydent because she agreed to be shot from the waist up. Her voice was perfect, her hand was moving, and they already signed Jane Powell.
I see. All right, well, there it is. Mark has answered every question from the book.
Why don't they take legal papers and write that story?
Legal
They'll find
papers.
the truth. Yeah,
Right.
because they're all public.
All right, there it is. Mark Harris. Nobody cares. All right, Mark, listen.
But L.A. Cabaret, October
Okay,
9th.
let's give you the plug. L.A. Cabaret, October 9th.
Right.
You will sing. What are some of the selections?
Well,
What are you
there's
singing?
a 15-minute intro of a salute to Martha Ray.
15 minutes.
Yeah, color guard inclusive.
Now, if you get through the 15 minutes, what do you
And
get?
then goes the bio, the A&E bio.
Right.
Mark, what kind of people come to the show? Because I know that I'm like 40,
Interesting.
and not a lot of people
You look
my
great,
age, not a lot of-
honest.
well, close to 40, but not a lot of people my age know who Martha Ray is.
Yeah. Who goes to these shows?
No, the thing is, I got a very big following now because of Howard, and I thank
But I'm saying,
him.
like, are a lot of people...
Do people throw things at you, or they... No.
Phone numbers.
How could they
Well,
not?
Are a lot of people interested in a Martha Ray salute?
Yeah. How many people
Color
would...
guard?
The way we do
The
it,
color guard.
we wove a song of hers. and
What do you mean a
mine
color
together.
guard? Guys come out with
There's-
flags?
Yeah, there's going to be...
How many gentlemen will be holding...
What is it with
6
gay
or 8?
guys and uniforms?
I don't know. They
You
love
got me? I don't know.
No, but it's
Strap it on and try it. I don't know anything about these uniforms. But that's what they wear when they hold the flag. And you know, Mark used to say, all these men fighting wars, why are they lifting the flag? They can't get anything else up. That's what she used to say.
So you're going to walk out. What do you wear while these guys in color guard, with these in the uniform, actually hold the flag, the American flag? What do you wear?
For this opening, I'm going to be in just a nice sport jacket, which Martha bought me.
And how many costume changes throughout the entire
I just
program?
do jacket changes, cashmere, silk, rayon.
Right.
I do a little fashion show.
Right.
The whole thing.
Right. So people can see you in different outfits.
Yeah.
Different fabrics.
Fabrics. Different
After all,
fabrics.
I bring swatches.
Marvelous. And then you do a 15-minute tribute to Martha Ray. And then what?
And then
Let's
the
say I'm
bio.
able to stomach that. What do I get next?
You'll more than stomach it. You'll enjoy it. So.
Right. And then let's say I enjoy that and I'm willing to stay.
You'll watch the life story of Martha Ray.
Right.
And which I found out her daughter was included, unfortunately. Look how good he looks.
But you will show that.
Put the keep it there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like
Go
an
ahead.
arrow.
Stay with me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Would you say the audience is mostly older couples, or is it gay guys, the audience?
Well, this last one at the Gardenia was mixed.
The Gardenia.
But there was a lovely gay couple that came on a Friday night, and then they came back with a whole table. Okay, get off it.
Yeah.
And they brought back all these people, and one of them is the DJ at the Satellite Encounter restaurant at LAX Airport.
Oh, my
and he wants me to
celebrity.
sing at LAX Airport.
You will sing at the airport.
Oh, why not? You could do bathhouses, you could do
Because
LAX
the planes
Airport.
will drown it out anyway.
Arrivals, departures, just be careful where you're standing with a car, you get a ticket.
And you'll be there, and you will perform this tribute to Martha Raye. Then I'll watch a tape of Martha Raye's life.
And then what?
Well, you won't be there. I'll just mail
you. And then are they generally sold out, these performances?
The Gardenia Room is starting. Yeah.
It is, yes. Yeah. And then what happens after the videotape presentation is over?
Then I do a half-an-hour wrap-up.
Right, a half-hour wrap-up.
What's in the wrap-up?
Beautiful big band songs. Romance.
Like what? Give us an example.
I Can Dream, Can I? Or I Believe is Showstopper. This song, I Believe, is just fabulous.
I Believe.
Yeah, I have a whole arrangement. Next time I'll come with the backgrounds and I'll sing it.
Please, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, because I enjoyed so much
it would be unbelievable.
A showstopper.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah. Well, Leo DeLion, the way he does everything.
I believe
Leo makes arrangements.
Robin, I think every number's a showstopper for me.
No, we have these
I'd say stop the show.
I mean, we have so many beautiful numbers because of Leo.
I bet the audience couldn't fill a phone booth for this. Don, you're on the air.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Don.
Pryor single or?
Say again?
Is Richard Pryor single? Are you going to go after him?
Come on, baby. Light my fire.
All right. Do you have anything to say to Mark Harris in a serious way?
No.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Mark made love to a famous man. It was his first gay experience.
Who
was the man?
It wasn't Richard Pryor.
Who was the man?
Well, if you want to guess it, you could go ahead.
I'll give us some hints.
I'm going to guess Rock Hudson.
No, it wasn't Rock Hudson.
No.
He told us he didn't.
You made love to Rock Hudson.
No.
Was it Tyrone Power?
He was dead.
I don't know.
Oh, that goes back to the thing where you made love to dead bodies.
People said Cary Grant was possibly gay. Was it Cary Grant?
I think he was dead, too.
He was dead.
Yeah.
So he's not one of those three. That's what you're going to say.
No, it's a guy from Brooklyn.
He was famous.
He's still famous. As a matter of
Curtis.
fact, no. He was from the Bronx, I think.
Tony Curtis from Brooklyn.
Yeah, was he?
Who's from Brooklyn?
Well, you
I know who it is. I know
Go
who it is.
right ahead.
I can't say it on the air. He's still alive.
But why can't you say it on the air?
Because I don't think he's a known homosexual.
Is he? Do you think he's homosexual?
I know he's homosexual.
I think his wife knows. I don't know.
Yeah, he's married.
Yeah, you know. But I don't know.
Let me write down the name, and you tell me if I'm right.
I don't know.
I'm going to write it down.
If it's known, it's been whispered. I mean, you know, it's
Do you
great
still see this person?
We met a year ago at this restaurant, and he went into a booth, and Al Martino was with me.
Is it Regis?
No. And all, you know, people that I know, and then he came in, and he whispers to me, and he grabs
Tell me if
my
this
crotch.
is the man.
Wait a minute,
Take a
he
look.
grabs my crotch.
Oh, really?
And I said, what are you doing? He says, I can't believe you had your balls lifted. I heard that on Howard Stern. They were perfect. I said, then I was 21.
All right. Is that the person?
No.
That's not it?
He's not from Brooklyn.
Oh, he's not? Oh, I thought he was.
Well, why don't you just write it down?
Was it Larry King?
No. That's Marlon Brando.
Oh.
Did you know about Tony Perkins?
What, I didn't look like a psycho to you or something? No.
So who is it?
I thought you really knew.
I thought I did.
No, I'm not even going to say
Was it Sal Delabate?
No, you know what I want to do? I'm going to call the guy first, and the next appearance.
Good.
Okay, with his permission.
Is he a known homosexual?
Write it down for
All right, is it this person? Hold on, I'll write down another
I really
name.
don't know if it's known.
Let me write down this name and tell me if I'm right.
No.
No?
I know that guy, but no.
It was not him?
Have you ever dated him?
Do you really think it would be?
I don't know.
I mean, I like to cook too, but that's crazy.
All right, let's call an end to this.
No. Oh, but wait a minute. Let's give out the gifts. You got something really...
No, I got to take a break because I got to get the news and I got an appointment today, so I got to leave.
Okay, we'll be very quick after the break.
After the break.
Okay.
Oh, you going to stay here? I was saying goodbye to you.
Oh, that's my end song. Time to say goodbye in English. I'm the only one singing.
If you could leave, it would help me.
Oh, come on.
Because I really got to buzz through news.
Yeah, we'll go very fast, the gifts.
All right, quickly, what is it? Give me a gift.
Could my bodyguard bring it in?
No, it's nothing quick. Bodyguard.
Well, he has the gift.
What do you need a bodyguard for?
The only thing interesting about the bodyguard, Howard, is...
You didn't even show your gift.
I cannot figure why he's hanging around with Mark.
He's going to the bathhouses. But why,
I didn't get a chance to put my shirt.
But is it a beautiful shirt?
Beautiful silk shirt.
And what did you get me? Just describe what you got me, because people can't see it anyway.
Okay, it's an authentic cup, Strasbourg, an old part of France, and I was having coffee there. And I look at the cup, and it says Brasserie Stern. And it's from, like, pre-World
War II. It's like a coffee cup?
Yeah, and the guy...
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
That's very nice of you.
And the guy...
Why would you do that?
Well, I thought it was coincidental that the thing said Brasserie Stern.
Well, it's very nice.
Really nice.
Thank you.
She has the hottest thing in Paris, these new glasses by Perrier. They're gorgeous. And for the other two pests back there, I got them flavored douche das. And, you know, when you were a kid, wash your mouth out with soap. I think they should do it.
Good. Well, Mark, thank you once again. A stellar appearance. And good luck to you. Where again will you be appearing?
Okay, October 9th is the big one at L.A. Cabaret. It's a 2-hour thing starting at 7:30.
Go see him, because it's not to be believed. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And then October 22nd and 23rd, I am at the Gardenia Room, and there's a November date and a December date, and all at the Gardenia Room.
It's hard to believe, but Mark Harris is even gayer than he ever was.
And, you know, flaming.
Flaming! Yeah, I'm a hot guy.
All right, listen, congratulations, Mark.
Thank you.
And there's so many people on the phone who want to talk to you.
Yeah, well, they could email me
at
Harrissite at AOL. Yeah. That's HARRISSITE at AOL.com.
You know what is it, Antonio?
Hello?
Yes.
Howard.
Yes.
Is Mark still there?
Yes.
Yeah, Mark, listen, I'm just a little curious why, you put on your little mask for these people.
Why are you putting on the phony voice?
This isn't phony, dear. It's about as
pathetic.
Yours.
Your voice is just...
I met you after you were singing in New York a couple of years ago.
Where was I singing in New York?
Oh,
there's the first faux pas.
Who remembers?
I figured out who he...
Right away, it's a lie. I mean,
Mark, I figured out who you made love to.
But listen,
go ahead.
I mean, you acted like you thought you were the 8th Backstreet Boy.
The 8th Backstreet?
I mean, what do you think? You're cool or something?
I don't even know their music.
All right, let me just write down a name.
Say goodbye to the caller.
You just give me a yes or no. Is this the gentleman you made love to, a famous gentleman that you made love to the first time? Is that it?
Yes.
Right.
Really? You got it.
I knew he would have it.
Okay, there you go.
I had to think.
Believe me, it was... it was... Yeah.
Because he's married. I don't know if he wants that said.
I know that.
I'll ask him.
Ask him. Call him and ask him.
I will.
I got to see this name.
Yeah.
The bottom one.
Always the bottom one.
Oh, yeah. Please.
Yeah, please.
Wasn't that a way? You should have seen Martha's face when we discussed it. That was something.
All right, I got to take a break. We got to do the news when we get back, Robin. We're running out of time. Mark Harris, thank you once again.
Thank you.
And we'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Hi, Mark Harris here. You know, the husband of the late Martha Ray. And now, here's the only guy I didn't sleep with, Howard Stern.
The Howard Stern Show.
Only an audience of illiterates could ever have found this trifling music.
Our other guest today is Mark Harris,
yes,
who was married to Martha Ray, who was like 900 years old. And he is a trip. Because what happened was, as a goof, I gave him Vinny Favali's home phone number.
Right.
Or office number.
Vinny was interested in some TV show idea he had?
Yeah, Mark had this TV show idea. He has a TV show idea every week. It was going to be like Ted Mack's Amateur Hour, where people come on and perform, and then Mark...
Right, the stars of the 90s. Or
and Mark evaluates them.
2000 or something.
Yeah. And then Mark gives them advice, show business advice. So... He shot some kind of pilot with his home video camera.
Really?
Yeah, and he gave it to Vinny, and I said, hey, I hear Vinny really likes it. Call Vinny. He really is into it.
So now he's bugging Vinny?
Yeah, he calls Vinny every day because now he's got the phone number of a real television executive.
Goodness, this is horrible.
And Mark just sent a copy of a tape of Mark doing graveside interviews. He goes to the graves of like people like Tyrone Power and interviews the grave.
What?
Yeah. It's, it's as bad as that book he's touting.
Oh, my goodness.
So, and he calls Vinny every day. Vinny sends me over the voicemail every day, Mark. You want to hear something?
Every day?
Every day, like clockwork.
Sad.
Hundreds of messages. Here's just a couple of messages from Mark Harris to Vinny.
Vinny, it's Mark Harris at 10:30 in the morning. I'm supposed to be flying out today, but anyway, after yesterday's show, I could only tell you that I have so far answered 53 emails. It's almost physically impossible, and once I jump on my site, it keeps ringing, this one's live, this one's live. They all want merchandise. They want my CDs for all the songs that Howard never completed, and then it doesn't seem to be bullshit. They have given me their home addresses. I mean, between men and women proposals. I am going to read these freaking things in my act, okay? I wish you could come out or tape it for a special or look to further promote me because I believe I'm going to happen. I can't get over this. I mean, this is unheard of. I mean, I don't even know how to work a computer. My daughter's helping me and whatever. This is crazy. So please call me back as soon as you can, and that's it. I'll never forget you. You know that.
53 years old.
He's going to happen. He believes it.
He believes it's going to happen. 53 years old.
He's been believing this for 30 years.
Yeah, for 53 years. Waiting to happen.
I'm going to say he's only started this in his 20s.
Is he a pisser or what?
He's too funny.
Is Rupert Pupkin?
I've got 53 emails.
Proposals.
I don't even know how to work a computer.
And it seems like he goes on his website and people are instant messaging him.
Yes, they all are live. They want to talk to me. They want merchandise.
Merchandise. It's crazy. I'm happening. God only knows.
You've got to come out and shoot this and do a special.
Want to hear more voicemail?
Yes.
I won't forget you.
Promote me.
We pass these voicemail around like they're party gifts.
Vinny, it's Mark. I'm really concerned that Howard's not on the air the second day. Did he get my letter? Because, you know, the end of my letter says, just let's go on with the show. And I'm really concerned, you know that, so just let me know that he's okay. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I would talk to him, but I'm sure he doesn't want to do that. So call me and let me know because, you know, as I said, I'm really concerned, and I want him to be Howard Stern. Take care.
So
You didn't tell me one of the stars who wrote to you was Mark Harris.
You know what? I haven't read his letter yet. I think Gary kept it from me. I'm really concerned.
I'm very concerned.
I want, you know, go on with the show. So
And
what?
if you had read that from Mark Harris, you'd have gotten your butt back to work.
So what? Your whole life's falling apart.
Go on with the show.
Be
Howard Stern.
That's what Martha Ray would do.
Come on, he went through a couple of marriages.
He should be able to commiserate with you pretty good.
That'd be a good show. Mark breaking up with you. I'm in love with a man.
I have to go.
I have to go.
Something's calling me.
Nature calls. I'm open for business.
I'm involved in a love that can't speak its name.
I'm flying to Berlin to meet with a French violin player named David.
Like a Klansman, I should be wearing a hood, but...
He always has to mention he's going somewhere. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be on a plane, but...
That's funny, too.
I'm jetting to Crete.
I'm supposed to be somewhere else, but I'm...
Supposed to be flying out.
Yeah.
Flying out of the
Taking time
closet.
off from my busy day.
I'm international Mark Harris. See, now I want him to just walk in here.
I'm working for charts.
I'm international Mark
And
Harris.
I think he's wearing a long fur coat or something.
Of course.
I love Mark Harris.
Something I designed for my line which never came out.
Right.
Want to hear more voicemail?
Yes.
Uh-oh. What, is he coming in? Oh, he wants to. I didn't say I want him to walk in. But walk in anyway. Oh, here he is.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I'm into superstition. Black cats and voodoo dolls.
She's in superstition, black cats and voodoo dolls. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
How you doing, Howard?
Mark Harris,
Don't
everybody.
talk over your own music.
Yeah, you don't want to...
Oh, that's okay. There's some kids singing that song.
Mark Harris, of course, married to Martha Ray. That's how he came to the public's attention. And now he is taking off. Email? How many email? 53 email?
Oh, no, much more.
Wow.
Well, that was
No,
just the
this is
first
just
day.
the treatment.
Well, that's your book treatment. And, and the book
Did
is...
you see the title? He does the worst titles of anyone. I've
Oh,
ever
come on.
What is the
Great
title?
From outer space to cyberspace. What the hell does that mean?
Well, when I said I'm entering cyberspace on the last show, Howard said, you've always been out of space. So I came up with the title.
I see. So,
Let me say hello to one of my emailers, Nugget. Little Nugget. In Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, he said he's Greek, so he can't be that little.
Oh, there's a guy named
it's a
Nugget.
guy, Little Nugget. I want to say hello to Little Nugget. Is it possible you've become more gay since the last time I saw you? That's impossible, isn't it, Robin?
No, but it's not impossible to become better looking with age. I'm not 53. You said I'm 53.
How old?
50.
Oh.
He reached critical mass a long time ago.
Somebody gained a little weight since I last saw him.
Yeah, I've been eating.
And he had liposuction and everything.
Yeah, well.
I love to eat. I certainly do. I can't stop myself.
Yum, yum.
Okay, so how you doing, Howard, since the
Legal
You've
separation.
broken up
Okay.
a couple of marriages, right?
Yeah, what do you say to your wife when you're leaving? You go, I'm gay.
You mean after the first
What do
wife?
First of all, what do you say? You must be very stupid. Can't you see I'm totally effeminate?
How could you marry me? I'm
Look,
gay.
there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being
Helen
gay.
Keller knows I'm gay.
Sit down, I have a shock.
There's something wrong with being.
Sit down. I have something shocking to tell you.
You will not believe me.
Yeah,
I've
Howard.
done
going
everything
to pass
but
out.
scream it out, so now I'm screaming.
I'm as queer as a $3
It
bill.
doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. Just have the orgasm. That's what's important here.
Right.
Right.
She didn't have the orgasm?
Oh, she did when she was tied up.
You may be wondering why I'm wearing a bikini to talk.
That's right.
You should do anything to wear your name, Joke Man. You're not funny.
I I can't argue with that.
No, you can't argue with that. Because he's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm going tit for tat.
Right.
Yeah, more for tat.
Yeah, lately.
That's what he said to his wife.
Right, this show's moving right along.
I used to go tit for tat, but now I'm just going tat.
Keep going. This makes sense to
Hold
me.
it a second. Someone's interrupting the show. Listen carefully.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. I don't need a dance floor. I'm in a wheelchair, you faggot.
Oh, that's outrageous.
Martha Ray.
Martha Ray.
On October,
She don't need a dance floor.
October 19th, Martha was gone 5 years, and we channeled her back to the house.
You did?
We had some people over, doing.
Let's see if I can channel her. Martha, please come in right now. Martha Ray.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. Why does my home smell like a bathhouse?
Wow.
She's been there. She was there then.
Wow.
Who is this recording?
That's Martha Ray. I'm channeling her, you silly
I
goose.
highly doubt it.
Don't be silly. You know that's Martha.
So when you channeled Martha, what happened?
No, I didn't.
What do you have when you
we had some
channeled her?
professional people in.
Oh, professionals.
Yeah, this woman almost had a heart attack after she reached her.
Really? What happened?
I don't know. She went into shakes and convulsions.
What did she say? That she still loves you?
Well, she loved the house and what it looks like now.
She does. Let's see. Let me channel. Martha Ray. Please come in, Martha Ray.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. What do you mean you're going to Berlin for the weekend again?
Why not? Achtung. Pavlos nach.
Should I try and channel her again?
Yeah, one more time.
All right. Martha Ray, please speak to us.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife.
No, but at least you said you're in heaven. You got that right.
Well, she's got a lot of questions. She sounds very angry.
Why is she angry? Which proves it's not Martha.
She
but what?
couldn't express herself very well when she was married to you here.
No, I think you had the daughter imitate the mother.
All right,
what is that?
Please. It's Martha Ray, silly.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? Get the crap out of your ears and listen to Martha Ray.
Really?
Martha Ray, come in, please. Talk to us.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. Where's my money?
Where it should be.
In my pocket. I'm building a discotheque. Should I channel her one more time?
Oh, one more time.
I see you guys like this.
This is a whole new show for Vinny.
Martha, please come in.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. You are the gayest man in America.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm the poster boy.
You're gay squared.
Gay square.
All right, so Mark is in town. He's sitting in the green room telling Gary he's in town for meetings on his new book proposal.
Who are you meeting with?
Yeah, who are you meeting with? Applause Publications.
Right after this, yeah.
Right, and have you ever heard of Applause Publications?
No. Who are they affiliated with?
Yeah, I've
They
never
even
heard
have
of
their own bookstore besides being a publisher. You never heard of them?
I see.
I've heard of Simon and Shyster, but never Applause.
Isn't that who did Private Parts?
Oh, really, what is going on? Who is Applause Books?
They've been around a lot.
And what book have they put out?
Would we know from them?
They did put out the Martha Ray, no, not Martha Ray, the Bob Hope book. Sorry
They did.
about that, yeah.
They did put out the Bob Hope book.
This year.
They did. All right, so there it is, Robin, the Bob
And
Hope
who are
book.
you meeting with there?
Kay Ratchick.
And what does she do?
She owns the firm.
Really?
Yeah.
She's probably going to jump out a window when she meets with Mark.
No, she thinks it's a great idea.
What, reading your
On
email?
Yeah.
But your email is boring. It's about, it's all
There's
you.
some great questions. No,
Really?
no, it's not all me.
Read us one of your email. And let me hear. Do a short one. Do us the best one.
The best one?
Yeah. Those glasses are so. His reading glasses are the gayest reading glasses I've ever seen.
A gift from. Have you seen this book?
Yeah, I've seen the book. Pictures.
Of him modeling.
Yeah, modeling
that's
pictures.
the younger pictures of me.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Well, let me see.
All right, here's.
Read the one you like. Yes, man, let me find it.
Thumbing through this book.
In 1968, I modeled to support my career.
What career?
Singing.
I enjoyed the income, but singing at night was my real passion.
Absolutely.
What is it?
Can I read my favorite email in the book?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dear Mark, how do I get a picture of you? Mark writes, send a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Well, that's
A lot of
fascinating.
people did, yeah.
Yeah, that's worth a book.
Why would you put that in a book?
Why not? That's what's on the email. Here's the one you're going to like.
You don't even discriminate.
Butt Cowboy. Here, listen, from Butt Cowboy.
All right, go ahead.
You suck.
Right.
Burn in hell. You deserve damnation for the way you con old women. Dear gay cowboy, my response. I truly understand gay cowboys because I know it was unpleasant to sleep with your dad and the cow.
Oh, I see. So this is the
But it
witty.
goes on and on and
This
on.
is sort of your witty remarks back to people
Yeah.
who insult you.
Yeah.
I see.
And if they don't send me a picture, the characters better than what they probably look like.
I see. All right. So here, let me play you one more because we were listening to Mark's voicemail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So how many times a day do you call Vinny Favali? At least 5 or 6. Am I correct?
Oh, more.
Right.
Oh, more. What are you talking about?
Vinny is the first.
You call him
but
at least once a day.
You got to watch.
Be honest.
Wait a minute. You got to watch CBS carefully, especially their producers. They're liable to put more crap on like that Martin Short show. That is garbage.
Wait a second. The Martin Short show is so far and above the show that I just saw you propose, which is you talking to cemetery plots.
Yeah, my friend bought a cemetery. He said, "Come on over and shoot with the stars." What's bad?
Yeah, but you're talking to a gravestone.
Yeah.
And he's like, hello, Tyrone. He's like, hello, Tyrone Power. Gary, bring in that tape. You got to play some of this pilot.
It's about their careers, not to the tombstone.
Robin, he's laying on a tombstone like a gay caballero, and he's on top of Tyrone Power.
Thank God I'm not under Tyrone Power.
And he's on top of Tyrone Power. I swear, I'd put this show on TV, actually.
You would. I would. Cemetery would be worse if I was under him.
Mark Harris with Martha Ray as sort of like a topper thing.
Yeah.
I love Angela.
I would dig up the real Martha Ray and stick her right next to Mark. And then he's sitting on top of Tyrone Power's grave, talking to it. Oh, Tyrone, you were really great in your day, weren't you? I mean, you got it?
Oh.
All right, here, cue it up. All right, so here's Mark. While we're waiting for that to cue up, here's Mark again. There he is. Look at him. You got to see this, Robin. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring up the sound. All right, here he is.
Oh, my. Laying across the Rolls
things
Royce.
about Hearst. Time. You see, the sun is glaring. For all those that knew about Tyrone Power, or enjoyed Tyrone Power's fabulous way of acting, he was thoroughly enjoyed by Cesar Romero. Over chicken soup that I made one day when Cesar was in bed with the flu, I gave him a lot to eat, and he would talk to me about his life. It wasn't Carmen Miranda. She proposed.
First of all,
So he's outing Cesar Romero.
He's outing Cesar Romero. He's laying on top of Tyrone Power's grave. The audio is horrible. The sun is in his eyes.
Yeah, it's shot so well.
He thinks he's a Playboy centerfold. He's like a chick laying on top of that grave.
You think, he was centerfold.
Like a woman.
He's got his hand up to keep the sun out.
Yeah.
That's right. Go, Jackie, go.
And he's talking about some chicken soup he made for two queens who were trying to bang each other. What he was doing there, we don't know.
New material for Jackie's act.
Caesar had the flu. Yeah, what? I doubt it was the flu he had.
Right, is this all code?
Yeah, the flu.
I gave him something to eat.
Okay, continue. People want to hear more.
No one wants to hear more.
They do. All
right, here's Mark. Here's Mark on Vinny's voicemail one more time.
No, that's Diane Sawyer.
Vinny, it's Mark, and you have my book delivered FedEx to you today. Do me a big favor, get it over to Howard Stern, so before Thursday's appearance, he could at least read it and query me on it. And that's that. The other thing is, I decided what you can do with the resting in fame. Show it to Letterman, bring it up, where I could be his death spokesperson coming live from Hollywood interviewing the graves. And we could make it tongue-in-cheek, and it could be an every night thing because we could strip it. And you would be the only ones to bring back old Hollywood on location. Really? Satellite, if you will, whatever.
Do you hear how ridiculous you sound?
No, I don't think so.
You think that's a good idea? You're pitching David Letterman that every night he'll have you on talking to a different gravestone.
Coming from the cemetery at night.
Right. You will be live talking to a different...
I'll be the only live one.
You'll be the one talking to a gravestone on the David Letterman show.
Whatever he wants to ask them.
Right.
Hooray for Hollywood.
All right, there it is. That's what he is suggesting.
Where's Vinny? He said he was going to be here. What, he chicken out?
Vinny's not going to be here.
Oh, you see that? He chickened out.
Vinny can't handle you.
You know what all these letters are? I heard you this morning on the Howard Stern show. I love you when you're on the Howard Stern show.
Right.
Howard gives you such a hard time when you're on the Howard Stern show. When will you be on the Howard Stern show again?
And he's going to put out a book about it.
And then pictures of some guys who
look like Howard.
Like Mark.
No, look at this.
Let me see that. That's good.
And his sign-on name is Baba Booey.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, Mark is something else.
You know what the good part
Thank
is?
God.
The blank bottom of the page.
What about that?
The whole page is blank.
Right. It's the email is, why do you continue to embarrass yourself on the Howard Stern show?
And read the response.
Stop doing this to yourself.
Read the response.
And then there's a little response from Mark, and the rest of the page is empty.
Read the response. Go ahead. The empty page is for Jackie to wipe his bottom.
Kari, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. Mark.
Say it. Mark is a sad piece of work.
You're a sad piece of work.
And you are super duper.
Anyway,
Hey, have you ever gotten Delilah on your show?
who?
Delilah.
I don't know who that is.
What's that?
I don't know, but if she's anything like Mark Harris, I'll put her on.
What's Delilah?
Dave, you're on the air.
Howard, yo.
Yeah.
Howard, Mark is such a fag, you can't have him on the air anymore. He's a sad piece of work.
It's a sad
Why
piece
don't
of
you
work.
call me with my home number, 310-476-7690.
And now you're giving out your home phone number.
Sure, doing audios. Why not?
You're doing audios. What does that
Still
mean?
working on the book, I guess.
Tony Toronto. He has a machine hooked up to the phone line, and we're doing conversations.
Faggot.
We're doing conversations.
Yeah.
What does that mean? We're doing
With
conversations.
fans, people
He'll
that call.
talk to you.
I'll talk to anybody.
Oh, you will take calls and then
Sure.
you'll record them, and then what are you going to put out an album of
Absolutely.
that?
CD.
A CD.
Mark Harris talks. Garbo spoke.
Wow. All right. Well, there it is, Robin. The book, the CD.
You can read this book. I'm reading the book now while we're on the air.
I got news for you. You should put out all your voicemails of Vinnie Favale. I'd buy that.
I'll just cut that in with the rest of the voicemail that I
You
have.
should put that on DVD. I'll buy that.
On DVD only.
You're right. Anyway, Mark Harris, anything else you want to promote because you were good enough to come in here? Because I got to play the homeless game next.
The homeless game?
Yes.
I
What?
think that's where I walked in.
Yes. What? You came in early, but that's
No,
okay.
I mean the homeless game. Remember that?
Yes.
Hollywood Squares.
Yes. Mark.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Anything that you need to promote? I'll certainly give you an opportunity.
I asked Senator McCain to come on your show.
All right. So I guess we're out of conversation.
Yeah. you wouldn't interview him?
Who, McCain?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where did you see him?
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Two more things you might want to talk to Mark about is he's angry at the Martin Short show, and he says he's going to see Roman Polanski.
Yeah, I am going to see Roman Polanski.
Wait a second. Why are you angry at the Martin Short show?
No, they said they were coming to catch my act at Largo.
Right.
They didn't confirm, so Tony, my representative, called them, and then they said they don't consider me a celebrity.
Right.
It's a celebrity
Do you consider yourself a celebrity?
Compared to what he's doing on his show, yeah, he can use some good fun. That show
Hold it a second. Wait a second. I don't disagree that the show is horrible.
Horrible.
But you are mad because you think you're a celebrity?
No. I'm angry. Only dogs get mad. People get angry. I'm only angry because they said, and we blocked out a table for 8 of them.
I see. So they took up 8 seats.
Yeah. But they didn't come.
All right. So you're mad at them, and you're saying you're going to visit Roman Polanski, a rapist.
Well, I'm not visiting him for sexual purposes.
No, but why are you visiting him?
Pitching him a movie.
What is the movie you're pitching him? What is the name of that project? He has a million projects.
Yeah.
From outer space to cyberspace,
No,
the movie.
that would be good, though.
What is the movie? What is the concept of the movie? I mean, in a word.
Dorian Gray, the musical. Years ago, remember?
Yes.
He's just the one to do it.
You feel Roman Polanski could pull that off?
Yeah.
And how are you? I mean, you actually have a meeting with him?
No. You have a meeting set up.
Well, who is that?
You actually have a meeting set up with Roman Polanski.
In January. The meeting will be done for January, yes.
Why are you waiting until January? Honestly. Why January?
Why? Because
he's hosting.
I have to go home tonight. I have a lot of things to do in California.
You have a lot of things
Yes,
to do. What, you going to videotape yourself at gravesides?
We're doing, there's a whole salute November 13th at the cemetery for Tyrone Power.
Oh, all right. Okay. So, in other words, you're going to fly to Europe, to France, to sit with Roman Polanski.
Correct.
And how did you get this? How did you get a meeting with Roman Polanski?
Through his friend Conrad.
Okay, Conrad. And Conrad set this up.
He set it up.
Right. And
Roman Polanski has nothing better to do.
And Roman Polanski has agreed to a date. What is the date you'll be meeting with Roman Polanski, the director?
I'll let you know when I have the exact
You don't have the
date.
exact
I know
date.
it's January.
Okay.
He doesn't know about it yet.
Right. And you know this will never occur.
No?
No.
Okay.
Okay. And you will sit down and you will pitch him Dorian Gray the musical.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where you, Mark Harris, play a man who basically never ages.
Okay.
Because there's a picture on the wall that does all the aging for you.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
That is what you will tell Roman Polanski is your idea.
Yeah.
And you will sing original music in this play.
Absolutely.
Now, why is this musical?
It should be a musical. They have no musicals out there.
Why is this musical going to work when none of the others have lately?
What are the others? What other musicals?
The one hasn't worked since Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, we haven't seen a musical movie work.
So it has to be done.
It does.
Yeah.
Right. Someone has to prove that this genre still can exist.
It can exist.
All right.
With an element of horror.
That you got.
Yeah, the horror we got.
You got the horror.
D, go ahead.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
How you doing there, guy?
I think I'm doing fine. It's everybody else that thinks I'm crazy.
All right, there. What's going on, man? You sound like the biggest fag in the world.
Really? You sound like not a fag,
Oh, really?
but you sound impotent. Is that possible?
What were you for Halloween, Mark? Did you,
Why would he
flight.
dress up for
In flight.
Halloween?
You were in flight?
Yeah.
You were not part of the Halloween festivities?
I was Peter Pan.
In flight. I was a plane.
You were Peter Pan?
Of course. Tony Tronto helped me pick out my outfits.
As Leo the Lion plays.
Richard Simmons.
What he said to me?
Yes.
And as I was going down the hall, he goes, "It's all about performing for me now."
It is.
It is.
Gardenia Room, November 27th.
Your life now is performance.
Yeah.
Yes. Richard
Cabaret.
Simmons is on the phone. Go ahead, Richard.
Howard, hi, it's Richard Simmons. How are you?
Good.
I just want to tell you that this guy is as queer as a tennis helmet, and you should get this faggot off the air.
All right. Thank you,
Just
Richard.
hang up.
All right. Thank you. Well, there you go. Queer as a tennis helmet. If anyone should ever go down in the Homo Hall of Fame, it's Mark Harris.
Oh, yeah.
For beauty.
You're not kidding.
For beauty.
Mark Harris, author.
Yes.
I'm very worried about Mark today.
Oh,
Because
really? Why?
We're alone. Usually, yeah.
Usually has some delusional people with him.
Delusional people. with him.
Delusional. Who buy into his whole thing.
woke up.
Yes, Bob, you're on the air.
Howard, run to the hills. This guy is totally insane.
But happy as a lark, kid.
I'm meeting with Roman Polanski. Yeah, we're going to do the Dorian Gray story.
Yeah.
How many people
Mark.
are really happy?
I would love if I could have a tape of that meeting.
Yeah,
I would.
Oh, yeah.
I would pay.
Tony Soprano
I would
be
put that
taking
on
it.
television.
Okay.
I will put that on television. I will give you
Just
prime
play it on
time.
the radio. You don't need television.
Please, I'll put it on my TV show as well.
Are you happy that Howard Stern is Howard Stern again?
Yeah.
I am. I seem to be Howard Stern. Yeah.
No, you don't seem.
My work is not
Toronto will be
depressed. I am not going to. I'm not going to let my depression interfere with my work.
You don't seem depressed.
Yet.
No. No.
He hasn't read your
I
letter.
haven't read your letter yet, but that might depress me.
It would have been scary if you were kind and nice and changed. I like this.
You
It
like-
means you're well.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
You are.
Right. Hey, here's
Howard, I have one question. Is he in therapy at all?
Are you being
No,
seen?
that's why I come to the Howard Stern show.
This is
Take
where he
callers
gets it.
like yourself.
By the way, your little nugget is on the phone. Little
Really?
nugget. Yes, little nugget, you're on the air.
Hey, Mark, it's me, Little Nugget. What's up?
It doesn't sound like you.
It is me.
Prove it.
George, I called you on your voicemail a couple of days ago.
That's
Anyways,
right.
listen, Mark.
Yes.
I'm actually, Howard, I'm kind of upset because my 15-year-old little brother told me that Mark tried to pick him up online a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
Did you try to pick up a 15-year-old online?
Yeah,
Be serious.
online.
Who would believe that?
Cosmo, tell him what happened.
Why would I want to go to jail? Is that
Of
stupid?
course.
Cosmo, tell him what happened.
You thought I was Nuggo, and you started talking to me and asking what I was wearing.
Not true.
And when I told you I was Greek, you told me about baklava, which is
Baklava, yes, I said.
You said you like the baklava nuts in your mouth.
Never said that.
Do you like baklava nuts in your mouth?
Such a ridiculous. I mean,
Put that in the
go
book.
ahead. I mean, it makes good radio.
All right,
Lie.
listen, Mark Harris, we love seeing you. Everybody loves Mark Harris. You are an author. You are a singer. You are a performer, a chanteuse.
Legend in my own mind.
I am telling you right now, I would love to have you back on again after your meeting with Roman Polanski.
Okay.
I would love a tape of this meeting.
Yes.
If you could, I would even send people to tape it so that we can hear every word, so it's not on that crappy taping system you own.
Right.
And I would give anything to be a part of that meeting in any way.
Oh, you would fly there too, you mean?
I would have my crew fly there and tape it.
Okay.
Because I believe this will be the greatest meeting of all time.
Why? I don't
Because maybe there's an odd chance that Roman Polanski has no clue who you are. He's going to meet with you thinking you're a legitimate guy.
What's
You're going to walk in.
What's illegitimate?
The musical Dorian Gray starring Mark Harris.
Yeah, what's illegitimate about that?
On Broadway.
Remember it was going to be on Broadway?
We tried.
Right.
Do you
just,
realize,
you know something? What do I
you
realize?
ever think that what you're doing isn't any good? And that's why.
So you try again.
Right. Do you ever think that maybe you're not that talented?
No.
You do not?
No, not at all.
Right.
I persevere.
You do? Okay, good. Well, that's how you got to think.
What is talent?
Don't you think if you're 50 years
50,
old,
yeah.
shouldn't have happened already?
No.
No.
No, not when you didn't do it for years and years. I just started performing January, and I'm having a great time doing it.
January.
Performing. You've been sending us songs for years.
Oh, that's just kidding around. Now I have a formal act.
All right. Okay, Mark, listen, I do wish you luck, though.
I know you do.
Unlike the rest of America, I wish you luck.
The rest of America loves me.
All right. And Mark Harris, God bless you, and come back with that tape of you and Roman Polanski, because we will love it.
Okay.
All right. Where are you performing New Year's Eve?
Wait a minute.
I don't mean fellatio. I mean your act.
November 27th, 28th, back at the Gardenia Room.
But no plans for the year 2000?
Yeah, a party in my house.
Y2KY.
Y2KY.
And with that, we say I do.
That's what makes him a joke man.
Thank you.
Okay, I do.
All right, that's Mark Harris. Everybody loves him.
Dear President Clinton, I did write this song for you to thank you on behalf of Martha Ray. I know we had our problems. I really don't know why. The medal wasn't sooner. You didn't try.
The Howard Stern Show.
92.3.
K-Rock.
You know, Mark Harris is scheduled to come in next. As you know, Mark was married to Martha Ray.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. What do you mean you're going to Berlin for the weekend again?
All right.
Martha Ray.
Well, it
Mark
turns
Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. I don't need a dance floor. I'm in a wheelchair, you faggot.
All right. All right, Martha Ray from heaven. Listen, it turns out Mark Harris now is endorsing the candidacy of Senator John McCain. And he claims that Senator John McCain might even call in while he is here. Before you sit down, though, Mark Harris, step up to our podium. It's time to play Who Wants to Be a Gay Turkish Millionaire?
Oh, it's amazing you should say Turkish.
Why?
Because there's this Turkish guy in Philadelphia that keeps writing me on AOL. It's amazing that you said, and he wants to come out of the closet. Turkish.
Hey, give him the fez.
What's the fez?
Put a hat on for this game.
What is it?
It's a hat. It's a hat.
Oh, okay.
All right.
A campaign hat.
Mark Harris, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. If you can answer the 5 questions correctly, you can become a gay Turkish millionaire.
Not the president?
Here we go.
Okay.
And then we'll talk to you about Senator John McCain, who you've just written your new hit song for.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Hit.
You're going to hit him over the head. You know that song, Robin. It's this one.
Is this out of Dunson? Dear Senator McCain, you're our choice, can't you see? I share your vision for our country.
No.
Who cares about the temper? I really like your views. Your campaign's come a long, long way. Every day you're in the news.
All right. So he's written a whole...
You know another tune, Mark?
Oh, no. You see, that's public domain.
All right.
We're safe.
And now...
What happened to the rest of the song?
It is time to play Who Wants to Be a Gay Turkish Millionaire?
I hope Zia is listening to this.
More non-sequiturs. Zia could be your lifeline. Your first question on your road to becoming a Turkish gay millionaire. Liza Minnelli's first husband. The name of Liza Minnelli's first husband.
Peter Allen.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. You're on your way to becoming a gay Turkish millionaire.
Do I get Turkish pep?
Well, you can spend the money on whatever you want.
Just give it to John McCain.
How much semen does a man produce on an average ejaculation? Would it be 5 cc's, 10 cc's, or 15 cc's?
Is that all men or just the sailors?
The average man.
The average man.
5 cc, 10 cc,
Or
15 cc.
Well, let's go in the middle, 10.
Is that your final answer?
Do I get to call somebody up and ask him?
No, we don't want to hear your faggy friends.
No, I mean, we could call Tony Toronto up and ask him.
Oh.
Tony Toronto.
No, we're not going to call him.
Oh, is that my...
Is 10 cc your final answer?
No, I'm going to change it.
What is your final answer?
Okay, I'll go for 10. Why not? In the middle.
That is correct. 10 cc. In fact, that's the band. Remember the band 10 cc? They named it after. That's right.
I don't even know this band Morrissey that keeps calling me.
All right.
Oh my
now your
God.
third.
You stop.
Your third question.
Go ahead.
Why do homos date Siamese twins?
Are you sure I can't call Richard Simmons on that one?
No.
Siamese.
Wait a minute. What is the question?
Why do homos date Siamese twins?
I don't even understand that.
You don't. How do you think I feel? I'm educated, I think. But after that one, I'm not sure. Why?
All right, I'll give you a pass on this one. Okay, yeah. 2 heads are better than 1.
Who's you a joke writer, Jeffy?
Yes.
Actually, he is.
All right. For your third question, and on your way to becoming a gay Turkish millionaire.
You hear that, Zia?
What gay movie starred Tom Hanks?
The Philadelphia, where he played a lawyer who had AIDS.
Is that your?
What is your final answer?
That's it.
What is?
I don't know the name.
So far, you've said the Philadelphia where he played.
I don't know the title of the.
Give us a title.
Give us a title. Well, it can't be the Philadelphia Story. That was with Katharine Hepburn. So let me say Philadelphia something. I don't know the title.
Would you like a lifeline?
Oh, sure.
All right. In our lobby is someone who is suing, wants to sue or something the phone company because
so AT&T won't get him on.
Right. Here is your lifeline.
What's up, Jake?
Hello. Your name is?
Ara Tripp.
What is it?
Ara Tripp.
Ara Tripp.
Get outside.
Yeah,
You're the climber.
Ara Tripp. I am voting for Senator McCain. That's it.
Do you work for the phone company?
No, I don't.
Who are you suing? You want to sue somebody or something?
No.
What is your beef?
I have no beef.
I forget your story.
Mad at the city of Seattle.
Oh, you're mad at the city of Seattle. Why?
Yeah, they have no sense of humor. Or I took my top off and danced topless on a very large electric tower, and so they had no sense of humor, and they put me in jail for that. And I have always.
Are you a man or a woman?
Oh. I'm a woman.
Were you born a woman?
I was born with a man's body.
Oh. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But you still can vote.
All right.
What can I say?
All right. What are you, a transsexual?
Oh, used to be. That's in the past now. I'm just 100% woman. Well, 90.
You had your penis cut off and you have a...
Well, they actually turned it inside out.
All right.
More important,
let me see you Republican. Let me see you topless, please. Let me see you topless.
It kind of adds a new dimension to hide the salami.
All right. You used to be a man. How long ago did you become a woman?
I started the process 6 years ago, and I accomplished it 3 years ago.
Because that voice you put on is ridiculous.
Howard?
It's not a
problem. What's her name? Aria? Whatever. Aria has 3 ex-wives.
A Trip.
No, I have 2 ex-wives and 1 present one.
You have a wife.
You're married.
Well, it gets complicated. We're both straight, but we're married.
All right.
We're married. We don't
what
have
is your
sex
name?
anymore.
Ara Tripp?
Ara Tripp.
Let me see your boobs.
I'm trying to get my top off here.
You are a Tripp.
I can't believe that young lady.
Are you going to show us your fake vagina?
Well, if you wish.
Really? Oh, boy. You are a lifeline. Let me see. Oh, look at those things.
Now, does she have implants or does she
oh, please, Robin.
just take the hormones?
Those are implants, but they were put on the side of her body instead of in the middle.
Well, thank you, Howard.
Let me see your fake vagina, if I may. I want to see what it looks like.
But for a guy, they're nice.
Yeah, for a boob job, they actually are.
You got bigger shoulders than I do, though. I'll be honest with you.
Well, they don't have a surgery for that.
Have you made love to men since you became?
Oh yeah, in fact, I got lucky last night. I love New York.
Did you tell the man that you were
No.
You did not tell him you used to be a man.
What he's interested in me for, he got. It's not an issue. I mean,
you never tell?
No, why should I?
Oh.
I mean, if a fella dates me and wants kids, I can't do that. So I would say, well, look, I can't have children. You know?
Right.
But if he's just dating for sex, I can do that.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's...
Is it the same? Do you think it's the same making love to you as it is to a woman?
Well, that's something I have to do, but it's anatomically quite accurate.
Let me see what's doing. Pull off your pants and let me take a look. Let me take a look.
I'd have to take my boots off.
No, you don't. Just pull down your pants. Pull down your pants. You don't take your boots off.
I can't believe how normal Mark is.
You see how normal I am?
You see?
Mark, you've never considered this.
I can't even understand what's going on except vote Republican.
Mark, take a look.
What I say.
Take a look.
Get out of the way, Mark.
Vote Republican. Let me see that. Let me see that thing.
I don't believe you're doing this.
Put your pants back on. Put your pants back on. All right, you are Mark's Lifeline. What is the gay movie starring Tom Hanks?
He won an Oscar for it.
Right. Do you know the name of the movie?
Saving Private Ryan.
All right. She says Saving Private. She says Saving Private Ryan. Mark, what do you say?
No, that's not correct.
So what is your answer?
Wish I knew the name of that movie.
Well, say something.
Could we call, just say anything, or could I get a phone call like they do on television?
No, you got help right here. You got R.E. Tripp.
Oh, thanks for the help. Buchanan may come in after this. Jesus, I'm trying to think. You sure I can't get a phone call?
No.
No, because Tony Toronto would have the answer.
Tony Toronto.
He really
Hey,
would.
if I didn't get a phone call, you don't get a phone call.
What is your answer? You said something about...
I said something about Philadelphia.
You want to say something about...
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
What, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Well, that's correct.
You're right.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That is
Wait a
right.
minute.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Philadelphia.
This guy stumbles around for 5 minutes.
I
Is
really
that
didn't
right?
know. I only remember the Philadelphia story with
you're in the
Catherine
running.
Hepburn.
Of course, that's all you remember.
Well, I was distracted by putting.
All right.
I was distracted
Your
by
fourth
putting
question.
You were distracted.
All right, you have to
the
get
one that got undressed.
Get the lifeline out of here because...
Well, certainly
Throw
those
off.
breasted.
What do I win? What do I win with this Turkish thing? The
You've
date
only
with Sia?
you've only gotten 3 right. You have to get 2 more right for a Turkish
Oh, we're
millionaire.
still here?
You're going to win.
Could I remove my coat? It's getting
You
very
are
hot
going
here.
You are going to win 1 million Turkish lira.
Bye,
Lost the sound. Something happened to the
Your
sound.
lifeline is leaving.
You lost the sound? Oh, who cares?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to hear these.
You're right. I'm not hearing anything worthwhile anyway.
Right. All right, your fourth question. On your way to a homosexual Turkish millionaire.
Okay.
Here we go. Who got hit on the chin with more balls? Yogi Berra or Rock Hudson? All right, forget that question. That's a tough one. All right.
That's a tough
All right,
one.
here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I'm in. Here we go.
Are you ready?
I'm about as ready as a lot of people.
How can you tell a gay church?
A gay church?
Right.
A gay church.
Look at that orange sweater he's wearing. He looks like a gay pumpkin. Although it matches his fez.
Wait, that's something without Jackie the Joke Man. Now, let me see.
Thank you.
Gay church. By the number of pews?
No, half the congregation is kneeling. That is correct. Very good. All right, you've gotten 4. And
How
now
many in this game?
5. He has one more.
Eat your heart out.
What actor sued Chevy Chase for calling him gay?
Cary Grant.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
You have won 1 million Turkish lira.
Now, do you think you could donate that in dollars to Senator John McCain?
No.
Why?
Because we are not allowed to do that.
You can do whatever you want with your money.
Right.
You really? Oh, look at this, and I'm going to Berlin tonight. You think they'll accept this money?
That is your 1 million Turkish lira. Congratulations.
How much is it for U.S.?
We don't keep up with the currency rate.
That is not our problem. Right. We don't sit and read the exchange
You
rate.
did all this without Tony Toronto.
Will you stop? What is that a guy he's trying to get?
How about a happy birthday to Nuggo in Ohio?
Who is Nuggo?
Why doesn't everybody wish him? It's his 26th birthday today.
All right. Mark, take a seat and we'll find
All
out
of
about
his pen pals.
All right.
How
Real
you
quick.
doing, Robin? I can't hear you. The sound is not working.
All right.
So what happened to that gay man who had breasts and a vagina?
Oh.
I threw him out.
Our trip?
Our trip. What does he want to do? He's mad at...
Apparently in Seattle he took off his top and got arrested.
And he's mad because men can take off their tops.
But he is a guy, and they should have.
Oh, I could hear you, Robin. Good morning.
Mark, you have put on a tremendous amount of weight.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
You know, I just
You've
lost
gotten
10 pounds.
very
Can you
heavy.
Imagine this.
You
I
got-
just lost 10 pounds.
You got very heavy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not pregnant, trust me.
He's got on a big turtleneck, and his hips are getting very wide.
My hips
And
are
he's
getting...
dyeing his hair that ungodly
Shoe polish
inhuman black.
Right.
It's better on stage.
I remember when he was good looking. Yes, go ahead.
Ira's still here if you want him or her.
I don't know. I think I had enough of him.
Okay.
All right.
Very
I
nice.
think you had quite a bit of him.
Right. Okay. So, Mark, real quick now, you said that perhaps Senator John McCain would call in during your appearance. We thought you were putting us on, and yet yesterday we did contact his office, and he said, in fact, he might call in during your appearance. How do you know Senator John McCain, the war hero?
Because this could be the scandal to sink him.
Right.
Not a scandal.
I'm sure it is.
First of all, he was very helpful, as you were, to help me get the Medal of Freedom for Martha Ray.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
You let me speak here where,
Yes.
you know, the media didn't even really care.
Right.
And, of course...
By the way, I didn't care either, but go ahead.
No.
Yes.
We just like to hear you talk about anything.
Yeah, we don't care what you're talking about.
Senator McCain...
Why are you endorsing Senator McCain quickly? Because I'm running out of time.
You're running out of time.
Yeah. Why are you endorsing Senator McCain?
Do you see anybody that's presidential material other than Senator John McCain?
I happen to like Senator McCain. I like that he was in Vietnam, that he was poked with sticks, and that he didn't break under pressure.
No, he's really a terrific
Well, tell me what you like about him. What policy do you like?
First of all, he's the only Republican that met with the log cabin Republicans, the gay platform.
You like that? So he's willing to...
Because he's an American.
You are a gay Republican?
He is an American. I will be.
You will be.
I don't know where you
We know you're gay. Are you a Republican?
You know I'm gay.
Right.
Right.
Well, the whole world knows you're gay.
The whole world does now.
The only one who didn't seem to know was your ex-wife, Martha Ray.
I even think she knew.
We spoke a lot about bisexual existence.
Right. And you did have...
And you were gay.
Yeah.
No, not actually, but the way you make it sound, I'm
No,
Martha Ray.
he claims to have consummated the relationship with Martha Ray 2 times.
Is making love to Martha Ray.
Claim to have biological children, and my first grandson coming January.
Claim to have Bob.
Claim that. No one's seen it.
No.
But is making love to Martha Ray really a sign of heterosexuality or
No.
bisexuality?
No, it was more...
I thought it was the act of a desperate man.
Lunacy.
Right.
That is a
It was a sign of devotion.
Even a heterosexual man would not make love to a 90-year-old woman.
That is lunacy.
Right.
No, these questions are normal. Give me a normal question.
You were fully aroused and you achieved orgasm with Martha Ray. You did.
Yes, I did. Well, I mean, what do you want me to
Did she have an orgasm? I'm serious. Did she have an orgasm?
I don't think I will speak for Martha Ray. Let's just say she was very happy.
She was.
Yes.
She was moaning.
Throughout our entire marriage, no matter what the obstacles were. Legally.
She was at a state where everything made her happy.
No, that's not true. No, I wouldn't say. I don't think Bette Midler stealing for the boys made her happy.
Oh, dear.
And when she made love to you, did she have to lick her fingers first in order to get excited?
Or was she just excited by you?
She was more amazed, more amazed by me doing Howard Stern shows. She didn't understand the future of entertainment.
Was she, in other words, did she need outside lubrication to be with you?
No.
She did not. You're telling me that you, Mark Harris, excited an 80-something-year-old woman so much.
She was not 80. She died at 78.
All right. But she was infirm.
Her body was 80.
Her body was racked with...
Boy, you're wrong.
Oh, I am not.
You're a little crumb. Just because you can't write comedy, you throw paper.
All right. Don't be mean to Jackie. All right. So
Why
you're
did
saying...
he change his last name? That's the only thing.
Jackie just pelted Mark with paper to be with you in bed.
They didn't write about that in the People magazine.
I'm asking you, point blank.
She didn't, point blank.
You were
perfectly normal, healthy, integral.
Really?
Please.
Wow.
It's getting less and less believable all the time.
All right, let me ask you another question. Who was, as long as we're into it, who was on top, you or Martha Ray?
The nurse.
No, who was on top?
Nurse.
Did you do it? Did you do it in the missionary position? Did you do it in the missionary position?
Yes.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
And she was on the bottom,
including. No, I would turn this.
You were on your side.
Yes.
And she was turned on her side.
No.
You were on
flat on her back, and I would turn on my side. You know that position?
Really? No, I can't bend my genitals in that direction. If I turn on my side, the woman has to turn on her side.
I don't want to brag. I'm king of the Jews.
Wow.
Next.
You did it in the missionary position, or you did it to a missionary?
Right. Let's put it this way. We didn't do it for them.
What about the rumor and the allegation that Martha Ray used a strap-on with you, and that she strapped one on?
Exactly what you just said. A rumor.
It's a rumor.
An allegation.
And it is not
by
true.
Howard Stern.
Okay.
Howard, do you know I'm opening on Broadway February 14th?
No, I did not.
Know?
He's a dorm.
Caroline's on Broadway.
Really?
Making
Caroline's Comedy Club.
Yes, making it a singer showcase we're starting. Not every night,
I
much
see.
night.
All right.
A
me ask you
singer
something.
showcase. Are you like the
And you
MC?
should be right. I am the
Let me ask you something. Would you get naked for us, Mark?
No.
And under any circumstances?
Under any circumstances, no.
What if I put you back up on that podium and offered you?
It wouldn't matter what you'd offer me. I would consider my children.
You would.
And they wouldn't like that.
This is the only time you're going to
Let me ask you something. Would you get naked for us?
For nobody, no.
If I offered you a half-hour meeting with Vinny Favalli.
to skip all your various projects.
That is very funny.
Not funny, true.
That's very funny.
I will offer that to you, and I can make it happen.
I know you could.
All you have to do is take your clothes off. On Who Wants to Get Naked? Now, you will have one half hour
to discuss this
with Vinny Favalli, the
Right.
president of late night television.
Right.
He can't leave.
And he cannot leave. He has to listen to everything you say for 1.5 hour.
You get to pitch him for a whole
I
half
don't
hour.
want to out or invite anybody. I am not a recruiting center.
No. I'm talking about...
This is for you.
He's a great guy.
No. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about you can talk to him about your career for a half hour.
No.
We're not trying to get you a date.
Absolutely not. We talk a lot.
Would you take your clothes off?
Vinny? No, I wouldn't.
I will not allow Vinny. Vinny, come in here. I will not allow Vinny to take your calls anymore.
That's okay.
There's Vinny. Vinny,
loves to hear me. Hey,
step
Vinny,
up to that
how are you?
microphone. Are you, Vinny, what is your title at CBS?
Vice President of Late Night Programming.
Okay. Are you willing to take a half-hour serious meeting with Mark Harris?
For exchange for what?
Well, no, he will take his clothes off here today.
No, he will not.
Oh, absolutely.
He will do that.
I'll even tape it. I'll tape the meeting.
That's really going to do it.
All right, now, you will not take your clothes off of that? Okay, what if I threw in?
What if I throw up?
And Vinny, a half-hour pilot that Vinny will produce, low-budget pilot, starring Mark Harris.
Mark, what do you think?
I say no.
You will still not get naked.
High-budget feature.
You will not get naked.
No.
You can't say you don't want to embarrass your family.
Naked, Howard?
What?
Would you?
You've embarrassed your family already.
I don't.
Yeah, he says he's considering his children. Well, this is the first
I don't believe that. But no, first of all, I wouldn't.
He just put on a pair of glasses that looks like the George Washington Bridge. That is the gayest pair of glasses I ever saw. All right.
You know, it was really funny because the girl had just left who came in here to sing, and I walked by the green room and I said, oh, there's another young lady, and then Mark turned around.
Hey, Mark, I have a question for you. On the whole, how many times have you kissed a man?
Whose hole?
On the whole, how many times have you kissed a man?
No, just how many men have you kissed?
On the whole.
I was never successful at the kissing bit, but I did try it.
You never... What?
No, I tried it. I just was never successful.
Wait a second. You've performed fellatio on men?
Yes. But
you've received fellatio from men?
Right.
But you don't want to kiss a man?
Right.
Disgusting.
That's crazy?
I don't believe it.
Oh, you don't believe it?
I think you love kissing a man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Do you like kissing women? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I've kissed women more than I've kissed men. Does that not make sense?
No, it doesn't. Nothing about
Do you have a boyfriend right now?
Though.
Okay, there is somebody that I'm meeting for the first time. It was an arranged meeting, this CFO in Chicago who's flying into L.A. to meet with me.
Really?
Yeah.
On a date?
I did.
Why would he fly in to meet? Does he know you? Does he know of you?
No, his partner knows me, his financial partner.
So this is a fix-up.
It's a fix-up thing, and I
It's a blind
agreed.
date?
Yes.
So you're having a blind date with a man?
Yeah, we're going to meet in L.A. And I
Young
warned
man?
him
You warned him what?
that he could be, fodder for the tabloids because he's not out or anything.
Oh, you feel you
and I
were...
feel that if
attract
someone
such
takes
attention.
a picture,
The paparazzi are all over Mark.
Mark
literally all over me.
Right.
You feel you're so famous that the photographers will be out looking to see who you're dating.
We're going to a party for Steve Wynn. I think there's a lot of paparazzi.
I see.
Why are you taking your date to a Steve Wynn party the first time out?
You're outing him on your blind date.
Well, if he's coming from Chicago and we have this major party in Los Angeles, why not?
Why not have an intimate dinner where you can really get to know one another?
Dinner? I don't even know him.
Right.
But we've been talking a lot. He's listening to the show today.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll still have a date after he hears
Is he
the
a
show.
young man or a...
He's 57.
Oh.
Is he married?
He's divorced.
And he's not out of the closet.
No, and I'm claustrophobic.
Well, you're going to come out of there screaming with him, I'm sure. White man?
Yes, with all silver platinum hair.
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
Well, it sounds very good.
Reminds me of Martha.
Now then, there's I have a date with somebody else, that Turkish that you brought up.
Oh.
He keeps writing me, wants to come out of the closet. I tell him to stay. He's
But you won't kiss these men.
No.
You know, he's so funny because he likes to get guys who haven't
don't.
come out yet.
No.
Yeah, what is your thing?
You do.
guys.
You do. You're
wrong,
always
you're
with
wrong.
these
You're
guys.
wrong.
What do you like to do? You like to use your hand on these men? Is that what you prefer to do? You like to? What do? You hug them and just use your hand to get them off?
Yeah, I mean, how do you get into
Right.
it? You
Like
just
in other
go
words,
right to
you won't kiss them because usually kissing goes on.
It's like a...
In other words, let's say in the heterosexual world, which you know nothing about.
Not a question.
I would like. There might be.
Are you the professor of the straight?
Well, no, but I might like kiss. The first thing I would do is kiss a girl, and then I would,
What if you didn't
maybe we'd
even
kiss for
find-
weeks
What if you didn't
before we
find
did
her
anything.
attractive?
No,
No.
you're
Yeah,
saying
so
he's
If I
attractive.
find her attractive, I'm not going to sit and kiss someone I don't find attractive.
Okay.
But if I find someone attractive, kissing can be a very, very strong part It's so intimate. It's so much fun.
Mark, will you kiss on a first date?
Right. Will you kiss this guy from Chicago?
Would I kiss him?
I mean, don't you sort of make out sometimes? You know, or
Of course you're going to talk to him, but let's say you're attracted to him. Wouldn't you like to go somewhere private and kiss him on the lips?
Or even kiss him goodnight.
And feel his tongue in your mouth?
lie in his arms?
Wouldn't you like that? What do you like to do? What do you like to do?
Give that guy a hairdryer.
Come back, Mark.
What?
Who's the Turkish guy? Is that Shake Your Weenie?
I can't even understand what's going on.
All right. What I'm saying is...
Go ahead.
What do you like to do?
Senator John McCain's listening to.
No, what do you like to do?
But it's an alternative America. They do vote. Go ahead.
What do you like to do with a man? Seriously, do you like to hug?
I mean, at the end of a date.
I could only
do you like to be cuddled? Are you more the woman?
Yeah, do you lie in bed and just cuddle?
I could relate to the experience I had with David. That was the...
all right, good.
That's nice.
All right, what was that?
Well,
did you kiss him?
No, musically we would... Oh, yeah, we did.
You made out?
I didn't like that.
You didn't like kissing David?
No, I didn't like kissing.
You don't?
Well, how do you get into it?
And what do you like to do? You like just pull down their pants and use your mouth?
No.
What do you like? What do you like to do? I don't understand. I wasn't trying to be funny.
We want to know.
I haven't been funny for the last 10 years.
So you want to get right to the...
I'm just asking questions.
After
dinner, you don't. I don't understand.
Mark,
You're going to meet this guy.
Paint the picture of the perfect date where it ends up when you're in bed.
The perfect date.
Yeah.
After you go in the hotel room, where do you go?
Right. I know what I would do when I'm with a woman. I don't understand not kissing.
Can I get a drink of water?
What, we made you nervous?
You know, don't get that comfortable. We're going to throw you out of here in 5 minutes.
Why are you going to throw me out?
Because it's enough.
What's enough?
You're not answering the question.
I am. If you let me
be a good guest, Mark.
You don't kiss. We got to get rid of you.
Right. What do you do when you're with a man? Like when you were with David?
Yes. With David, he and I would go out.
The guy's name is David. David.
David. Well, then you're David.
You would go out.
Go out.
Mm-hmm.
So after the date, as you put it, we would sleep in the same bed together.
All right, so you would both get naked?
Yes.
All right, so you don't mind being nude?
Naked alone.
All right.
You know.
But he's leaving so much out, Howard.
Wait a minute. Let him go.
Thank you, Robin. Why don't you ask the questions? It makes more
So who
sense.
gets undressed? Like, do you undress him? Did you undress David?
No.
David?
They just jump out of their
Wasn't
clothes.
handicapped. He could do it himself.
So you got in the room and said, hey, I'm going to go to
I didn't
bed.
say anything.
Right.
Had enough wine to be, you know...
Two giddy girls.
Polluted.
Right.
What do I know?
You were polluted.
Polluted. And hot shower, massage.
Hold on, wait a second. Wait.
Yeah. Together.
So like you said to him, okay, let's take our clothes off and get in the shower.
No, I didn't say anything. It just happened.
You tell him to pick up the soap?
You just all of a sudden started disrobing.
Yes, when you go into a hotel room, what do you do?
Usually,
And then you say, I'm going to take a shower. He follows you.
He puts on the porch.
if I was with a girl,
No,
I would never just...
somebody that doesn't
Dude,
shower.
if I was in... And I hesitate to call you dude. But I get into a... If I was in a hotel room with a girl, I wouldn't just whip my clothes off. There's like a seduction.
Howard, can I...
You know,
This is what you have always said about the gay lifestyle.
Yeah, guys just...
All that goes
Here's
away.
the
Right.
description, Mark. Here's a 30-second description. If I got a girl in a hotel room, we'd sit down,
Have
put
a
my arm
drink,
around
maybe.
her, have a drink, put my arm around her. I try to kiss her. If she kissed me, I try to feel her up. If she let me do that, I try to put my hand in her pants.
Right.
And if she let me do that, then we move along. So in 30 seconds, tell us how that works
These are $100
with you and David.
Yeah.
No, but that would be the progression.
No, then she throws up. You forgot that part.
Our
Yeah, all right. What happens with you and David?
progression as it was,
Yeah.
we showered. We had...
You showered. You got right to the shower.
Yes.
All right, you took off your clothes. He took off his
Why
clothes,
is
and you went
he
into the
staying
shower.
in your bedroom?
Because we didn't want to do it in the park.
All right.
Oh, so you knew that you were going to have sex with him?
Yes.
So you discussed that over dinner?
Yes.
Oh, you did.
That too.
And did he try to kiss you?
Yes, he did.
And you said, I don't like kissing?
He felt I wasn't responding to that.
Right. You wouldn't put your tongue in his mouth.
Yeah, he told me I had a problem. I said, I know I have a lot of problems.
Okay.
But I
Fine.
can handle my problems.
Fair enough.
So you don't like the kissing? So what else do you do?
Well, I enjoyed very much, being with my favorite musicians.
Look at that face he's...
All right. Oh, he's in love. He's feeling romantic.
He just felt something
He's
good.
just so happy somebody cares.
But wait a second, Howard. He doesn't kiss.
The soundtrack of Now Voyager.
And he doesn't do the third input. He says.
What's the third input?
You don't have anal sex.
No.
Right.
You don't deliver it or take it?
Yes, I deliver.
He doesn't.
Oh, you do deliver it. Oh.
No, at times. I mean, it's not like always.
So you like the man and
That's
there's
the man.
no roles. There's no
roles.
All right, so now does David just start to rub you and...
In the shower?
Actually, what was nice...
Did he wash your hair?
What?
Did he shampoo you?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. My scalp, that is.
Right, he shampooed you.
I need
And then did you shampoo David?
Yeah, I felt like we were two poodles in heat.
Your hands roam while you're showering.
My hands roam. I would have to say we washed every part of our body.
You did.
Did they roam? You had a male experience when you were younger, Baba Booey. What was yours?
I was molested, Mark.
I'm sorry.
And no mandolins.
I'm very
no
sorry.
showers.
I'm sorry.
Just some chocolate.
And I was 6. Okay.
Where'd you hang the washcloth, Mark?
That would be.
He was asking for it.
Okay.
That would be the only time it happened?
Who's the degenerate that molested you?
We can't talk about that.
Right.
Oh, dear. So anyway, Mark, now you're finished showering. You dry each...
Embarrassed?
I don't want to talk about that, man. He acts like I had a fun experience.
Gary, he's bonding with you.
I wouldn't say all my...
Gary got chased out of
The Gary
I
didn't even realize he was there.
You chased him out of the room.
I did not.
You did.
You
Well, it was
really
not my
upset
intent.
him, Mark.
You upset
My
him.
intention
You
to
did,
upset
Mark.
him.
How dare you
my
use
intention.
molestation
Mark. That
experience
was
like
wrong.
that?
He just turned beat red and left the room.
That was fine.
What was wrong?
That was a painful memory. I can't believe you brought
Look
that up
how
on
you
the air.
talk about my late wife, Martha Ray, and you're telling me I embarrassed
We have never
her?
said anything bad about her.
No, you didn't, but Howard is very suggestive.
Vinny's putting you on, Mark.
Oh, you're
right. Okay.
No, but that was a beautiful experience.
Vinny, are you coming to Caroline's opening on Broadway?
When is that?
Valentine's night.
Oh, God.
I expect Robin there.
Vinny and you are having like a phone affair, aren't you?
Yeah, we're having a wonderful, not phone sex.
Hey, so this McCain thing is the real deal.
It really is, and everybody, I mean, his office is listening to this.
Wait a second. Go ahead, Vinny.
So he gives me the phone number to call the press officer. And I called figuring we're just going to goof on Mark for a half hour, you know?
Right.
And the guy was like, oh, we love Mark here. Yeah, we're thinking of calling in tomorrow. I gave him the number. They haven't called yet.
The key word now was thinking.
Right. All right. So
let's vote McCain.
At least they like you.
So wait a minute.
I respect them, too. As a matter of fact, what a staff. I was with McCain recently this year, and we discussed the
You've
gay
had dinner
issue.
with the...
Did you kiss him?
No, I didn't have dinner. No, we didn't kiss.
Showers.
Did you know that everybody
Did you deliver the anal sex?
Oh, no.
Be real. I wouldn't mind doing that with a Democrat just so they shouldn't win.
He did it with the elephant.
All right. Let's see if...
So wait a minute. He was telling us that they apparently had sex, he and David, even in the shower. So they don't even get to the bed before.
No. They just shampooed him and fondled him.
You said, I asked you how you
no,
tried...
soaped off and all that. No, soaped off, not
But they had foreplay in the shower.
Yes.
Right. And then what, did you walk to the bed with him?
Wet.
Wet.
Right.
You got into the bed wet. You were both nude.
Correct.
Glistening.
No, I don't know about that.
All right. And you get in the bed,
The
and
lights
then
were off.
no kissing, and you use your hand on him?
No.
Or you used your mouth?
He liked to do something that was really a turn on. I mean, he would lick under my arm and all over my neck, and that was, you know.
Oh, so you like the licking.
But you wouldn't let him kiss you. That's disgusting.
Right.
I tried it.
So he licked you on your arms and on your neck? Under your arms.
Yeah, I wonder if the church
In
is
the
listening to
pit?
this.
Do you shave under your arms?
No. Why would I do that?
No. So he licked your hairy arms.
Hey, Mark, whatever you do, don't embarrass your family.
Embarrassed
Yeah. Sean, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Mark. Just listening to you, I think I should go get AIDS tested. You are gay squared.
And does that bother you?
Very much so.
Your life?
He doesn't like
Does
it.
that affect your life?
How can you marry that old bag and take all her money?
How could you say that about Martha Ray? You're not.
I'm not talking about Jackie. I'm not talking about Jackie Marling. I'm talking about Martha Ray.
Right.
I know you're not talking about Jackie. Jackie is even better than you are.
Stay in focus.
All right. Let's go to a different caller. That was obviously very rude. Greg, you're on the air.
Obviously.
Hey,
Yes.
what's going with this fudge packer on the air?
Fudge packer. You know, America's so
Well, you are a fudge packer.
Everything's an issue.
You've admitted to it.
Every phone caller is so full of hate, and they don't.
Well, let's see what he has to say. Go ahead, Greg.
Well, he sounds like a little funny.
Mark,
Yeah.
your sphincter's so wide when you fart, it sounds like wind blowing through a tire swing.
Are
there no Mark Harris fans?
that aren't full of hate?
Let's go.
No, Mark Harris.
Alan, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm a big fan of Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Alan.
How you doing? Listen, I was wondering if I could hook you up on a date with my grandmother.
Well, no, not really. But if you want,
really hot,
you know, the America's so sick today with hateful people like yourself. Incest is best. Why don't you go with her yourself?
All right, Scott, you're on the air. Oh, that was rude.
That was a witty bar not.
I feel like homo overload, man.
What is it, Scott? I'm sorry.
This is homo overload. It's like a bunch of pickle smugglers up there.
Hey, directly from Flatbush.
Yes.
I thought I had my dark horse candidate with John McCain, but Mark Harris is killing me.
Bend over and look at your own dog.
Are you saying you will not endorse John McCain now that Mark Harris has?
Well, he's killing me. I got a flaming pillow-biting poofter who's supporting him
You have
publicly.
a flaming mind that's in the gutter. Bend over, enjoy yourself.
Bruce, you're on the air.
Buongiorno, Howard.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Is this David?
No, this is some pizzeria
Hi, Mark.
guy.
I just love you. You have a golden throat. I'd love to tickle your tonsils.
Fake is there. You know what that means? You moron.
Oh.
All
I
right.
love McCain, too. I think he's gay.
No, McCain is not gay, and if he was, I'm sure he would admit to it. But he does believe in equal rights, and even for mental cases like yourself.
Yes, but Mark,
You go shopping.
Mark, you got to admit, he was with those cute little Viet Cong boys.
All right, listen, let's get back to you. So you're saying in bed he licked your armpits and kissed your neck.
And that
Because
turns
that
you
is
on.
your
Okay, okay. Fair. Just you're very crude.
What? I'm crude.
Hold it, Senator John McCain is on the air.
Stop it.
Senator.
Hamas says what?
I wouldn't imagine
What?
that the senator would call now.
What? Say homo says what? All right. So then what happens next in the lovemaking? You use your hand or your mouth on him?
Are you facing him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're in the missionary position?
on our sides.
You're on the
Looking at
side.
one another,
I see.
talking.
And stroking one another.
Talking.
And stroking.
Lot of eye
What are you
contact.
talking about? What are you talking about when you're doing it?
What we were talking at that time was music. Look
Right.
at that in the background.
You're naked, touching each other, talking about music.
Yeah, and then eventually
Recreate the conversation. Like, what were you
Oh, I
saying?
can't really
Come on.
remember. We're discussing about violin openings.
Openings, all right.
And we just strung
Can
it
you
along.
fit a violin?
Right.
You should touch those strings.
Any candles
My
burning?
organ.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. Very lovely.
Candles.
Very lovely
I
time.
was fiddling with the
so
organ.
romantic.
Where were the candles?
I know where they should be.
And then the two of you stroked one another's most intimate places.
Yes, we were both circumcised.
Right. And then you perform.
Whoa, you almost said it, Robin. My.
62 and a half.
Statement you ate.
Right.
All right.
Jackie's funnier than
And
you.
he is funny.
We'll call.
I hope the senator will call. Why should the senator be embarrassed about your sexuality?
Right, I'm not.
This is a man, a brave man who went to Vietnam and was tortured, had his teeth all broken down to the gum.
So Mark
Happens
could
to
live
be a
his life.
wonderful American.
I think so
And
too.
he could take the White House again the way Reagan did post Carter and post Clinton, make it a White House.
All right.
Back to the business.
Bobby D, you're on the air.
Hey, who's this?
This is Howard.
This Robert
Howard.
De Niro?
Yeah.
I'm a friend of McCain.
Go ahead.
He don't know this faggot.
But then you're not a friend of McCain. Because
He'd
that's
be
a lie.
sabotaging his whole campaign if he admitted he knew this moron. You hear me, Mark?
No, you happen to be.
You
arrogant.
be quiet.
Why do you call him?
Shut your mouth.
You shut yours, you moron.
You be quiet.
Remember, son.
You
You know
boring.
what that is?
You boring.
That's Bobby De Niro.
That's
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, he'll hurt
It's
you.
Robert De Niro.
I could care less.
Really?
Probably somebody in the back room calling.
All right.
You know what? I think that the George W. Bush people paid Mark.
I just can't wait for the
So,
Inside Edition to come out in January. I taped 2 hours the other day.
Where's your People magazine?
2 hours.
I don't have it. Do you have it?
You know Mark's in People
Do
magazine?
you know I'm in People magazine?
For what?
This week?
Yep.
For what?
Yeah, what did you do?
Well, they did an overview on my life with Martha Ray, but endorsed my cabaret act, where I'm going to be, and et cetera.
They endorsed you.
Where is it?
Well, they say,
Well, have you seen it?
Gigolo.
No, he told me about it.
But
Well,
no one's seen it, though.
No,
You will,
but- yeah,
yes,
it's
a
true.
lot of people
He tells me a lot of
saw it.
things.
Excuse me. A lot of people saw it.
Someone
had
At
the People
Gardenia
magazine.
Room, and I'm going back December, and
All right.
Caroline's on Broadway.
Okay, all right, very good.
Oh,
all
will
right.
you be there, Howard?
No, I will not.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay.
Take the kids.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
No, I don't want to take up a free seat. I want you to
Would
sell
you
out.
like the audio tracks of the
Yes.
the singers?
Yes, I would.
tonight?
Yes, I would.
Would you actually destroy them, or let one of
I
them
would listen to
sing
them.
live?
I would listen
Would you
to them.
play it on
So
the
are
air?
you going to do this on a regular basis?
Yes. Now, would you like the audio tracks and you decide the winner?
When are you going to tell Caroline's you're going to be there?
Caroline Hirsch and I already made an agreement. Would you like
Kevin, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, Howard. Every time Mark comes into town, I'm a male escort that beats him.
Is that true?
Do I have to qualify that?
I'm asking.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Mark.
Yeah, I'm letting you talk, but it's the most ridiculous lie. But go ahead if it turns you on.
I think this is a real deal.
Oh, sure, it's a real deal. What are you, a bigger idiot? Producer of CBS, a moron.
Liar, pants on fire.
It's an idiot.
Almost as what?
What is that asshole saying?
He's saying homeless as well.
Wait a minute, Howard.
He talks about himself.
And then you said what? Okay, Gary, you're on the air.
Idiots like that probably votes, too.
Yes, Gary.
Yes, hello, Mark. Mark?
Yes.
Do you remember? It's me, Gary Silver. I was your cabana boy out at Flamingo.
What's Flamingo?
I don't know. Cabana boy.
I don't know. Everybody pops up.
Just cabana
all
boy.
Places.
It's wrong to say. All right, listen, Mark. Congratulations on your Caroline's appearance.
I'm sitting here thinking.
What?
Oh, I can't imagine.
Walked off this show.
Right.
Where could he have this much fun?
Oh, no, I love it. Recently...
Why did he walk off? I forget.
Listen to me.
We asked him to take a lie detector test.
Yeah, and he walked off.
Saturday night, a lady said to me, why do you do the Howard Stern? She says, why do you go there? Why do you take this abuse? And I looked at her.
You want to be famous?
No, not from this.
Right. Oh, this would get you famous.
No, this got me a lot of email. I don't say no.
Right.
But I said, no, he's really a nice guy. But Howard doesn't like to be called.
When is your date with this guy from Chicago? When is he flying in?
The 9th of December.
9th of December, you will meet with him.
Yes.
All right. Well, we wish you luck on that. We hope you find true romance.
Oh.
Can we tape it?
Can we tape your date?
Do you ever think
I'll
you'll
have
get
to ask
married
him.
again, Mark? I mean, even to a guy, like to have a life
wait a minute,
mate
wait.
or something?
That's, you see, at least she asks intelligent questions.
Will you get married again?
Significant other. Can I answer this, Vinny, or are you going to play producer?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Yes, I would get married to a guy. I just discussed that on Inside Edition. They're going to show that in January. That way, do you want me to answer this?
Yes, we do. We're having a good time.
By
Yeah.
having same-sex marriage,
Right.
like Ellen DeGeneres, then I won't lose my health insurance.
Good.
What did he just say? Did Jackie just...
Paul, go ahead.
Hello, Blue Cross.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Blue Cross.
What's that? Hello, Blue Cross.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
listening.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you there?
Yes, I would like to dial a date with you. I would like to have a romantic evening and whisper in your ear, Daddy, it's Ashley.
Get on it.
You put your finger someplace else and enjoy yourself dialing that.
Frank, you're on the air with Mark Harris.
Mark,
Yes?
would you do? I have two questions. Would you
One at a
third
time,
input
please.
with Ricky Martin?
Say again?
Would you take the third input from Ricky Martin?
I love San Juan.
Would you take
Howard.
the third input from Ricky Martin?
What is the third input?
You know, anal sex.
That's
Would you
right.
receive from Ricky Martin?
No.
You will not.
No.
All right.
But
Yes.
that would be
When's the
Vito
last
Loco.
time you banged your wife?
Well, we addressed that this morning, and I said I'm not going to answering that. Melrose, you're on the air.
Good morning. Good morning, Howard. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Melrose Larry.
First of all, number one,
Doesn't
these
sound
people
like
that are criticizing Mark, he's very talented. I've seen his shows dozens of times.
But you think you're talented.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to say?
Well, first of all, I slept over at Mark's house last year.
Oh.
And he was a
You haven't
perfect
been
gentleman.
Melrose slept over your...
At my daughter's house.
At your daughter's house,
Yes.
right.
Okay, yeah.
He was a perfect gentleman.
He didn't come on to you?
Nothing happened at all.
All
You
right.
didn't sneak into your room?
Melrose
Thank
has
you.
done stuff.
Those weren't pillows.
Yeah, Melrose has had sex with guys, I think.
That's true.
Do you think it would be good for me to do a singing spot with this group Morrissey?
No. John, you're on the air.
No.
Howard, this guy's pretty cool, but I want to know if he would take you out for a nice romantic evening and possibly give you the third input or perform
Wow.
fellatio on you since you're legally separated. Mark,
If I needed it, let's pose a theoretical, a hypothetical rather. If now that I'm single, if I needed you to deliver me anal sex, would you give it to me?
Would you date Howard?
Would you date me?
First of all, I feel too brotherly towards you. That's
I see.
number one.
You will not date me.
And now let me
Couldn't
explain
possibly
something because
see
I would
him
have
in
forgotten.
What if it involved a half-hour pilot?
No. The guy that fixed me up with his financial partner.
Kiss me now.
No, listen to me
Yeah.
carefully.
All right.
He offered to buy you and myself friendship rings from Tiffany.
Really?
I would have forgotten. His name's Tony, not Tony Toronto.
Yeah.
So if you say now,
I'd rather cut my penis
No,
off.
seriously.
You're gonna wear
He
Mark's
will go-
friendship ring.
Yeah.
He will go-
You want to wear a friendship ring with me?
Yes.
You do.
Because he offered, and
You
he'll
did.
buy them.
Really? You know what? You know what? You're going to have to shoot me and shoot my mother so she doesn't see the embarrassed look.
Tony Williams, save your money.
Right. Please. I'd put it.
That would be so fun.
I would take the friendship ring and put it under a
Howard
steamroller.
Stern is wearing my friendship ring.
You know who wears my friendship ring? Howard Stern. But you will not give me anal sex if I not date me.
Howard might need it.
You know what? You know what? She's insulted because I won't wear her friendship ring.
You want to shower with him?
No.
Uh,
No.
Hey, Mark, you're supposed to be a good friend. Why don't you
Yeah,
comfort the man?
Why don't you help me out?
Friendships have barriers.
Hook him up, Mark.
Come on, man. Give me a little anal.
At least try masturbation.
All right, David is on the phone. David, hi.
Yes.
All right, okay, I don't know.
Sounded like chimpanzees.
Mark, let me tell you something. Congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
happy for you about the Caroline's appearance. I really am.
I know you are, really.
This is a major step in your career.
And in Vegas, at the House of Blues, when is that? Morrissey. I have to look. I'm getting old. December 19th and 20th with the Palladium. December 15th and 16th. Tom is arranging it. Drummers Bob Bohr, Alan White.
All right,
Mike
good.
Smith.
All right. So and Caroline's is when?
Valentine's night.
Valentine's
night.
All right.
Evening.
Congratulations, Mark Harris. Come see us again. It's always delightful. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
That we can't hook up.
You didn't make a love connection.
Yeah, we didn't make a love connection today. But,
Forget about the love connection.
Congratulations on the money. Turkish millionaire. You are a gay Turkish millionaire.
And vote for Senator McCain.
Well, we don't have that opportunity yet.
He has to get nominated.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back right after these words with the news.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? She's into superstition, like cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall.
You're listening to Vietnam Vet.
I hear you.
Howard Stern.
I'm sitting here, my